move on to the next thing.
Yep.
Because it's true. I could be watching Joe Rogan. Some random podcast pop up. I go click the other one. You know, it's not because that person's better. It's just interest. Oh, they got a good thumbnail, good title. I'm going to go click that, listen to that.
Yeah.
He was like, I had one beer.
You haven't been pulled over a lot, huh?
Nah.
Yeah.
But hey.
So you don't know how to lie, right?
People feel like if they can hop on that wave, they're going to, like DJing, I think that happened. You had celebrities doing fucking shows and shit. Like DJs were probably pissed. Like Snoop Dogg's not a DJ. This motherfucker just got some
Taking
turntables
somebody,
and
like Shaq, everyone wants to be, it's Bobby Shmurda, fine. But you gotta look at it like Tekashi 6ix9ine case. I looked into it in depthly because I was really lost how the fuck that was able to happen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get this episode started, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. Today's episode is brought to you by Fine Touch Painting. Big shout out to my guy Beto Esqueda. He's been rocking with the Half Court podcast movement from the jump, man. Believed in the movement, believed in the vision, and said, hey, I would like to sponsor you guys. So thank you, Beto, for that. Now back to Fine Touch Painting. When it comes to your residence or business looking clean and spiffy, the Fine Touch Painting crew are your go-to guys. You name it, they paint it. You can count on their professional services such as interior, exterior, sheetrock repair, complete power wash, full finishes, and much more. Now, if you have any future projects or you're working on a current project and you would like a free estimate, make sure to contact Beto at 405-905-1466. Again, that number is 405-905-1466. Fine Touch Painting, ladies and gentlemen. Also, today's episode is brought to you by Supreme Barbering in Midtown. Big shout out to my guy Della Tapes, who's been believing in the movement since day one. Supreme Barbering in Midtown, they're going to get you right. Now, if you're looking for that razzle dazzle, that splat, those are the guys to go to. You can count on 6 professional licensed barber to get you right. It's simple. Give them a call. Schedule your appointment. The phone number is 405-601-708. Again, that number is 405-601-7087. Now, if you don't want to call, I'm just going to show up. You can also. You can. The address is 1705 North Broadway Avenue. Hit them up. They're open from Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Supreme Barbering to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a new wave of entertainment in Oklahoma City. If you guys haven't heard, you're about to hear it here on the Half Court Podcast. During this pandemic, you might find yourself a little bored, not knowing what to do. So you can head on down there to Q Palace and they'll entertain you. They got music, they got billiards, and that's pool, just, making it sound nice and fancy for you guys. They got tournaments, so if you want to make some little money and show out your skills of pool, you can go in there and get you some money. Entertainment. So go ahead and follow them on social media. They will keep you updated with all the events they have going on. And their hours are super flexible, so you can be there from 11 in the morning to 2 in the morning if you'd like. Those are the hours. Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. So they got the liquor, they got the pool, they got the music. Follow them on social media so you can keep up with all their updates and events. So if you guys want to call in just to see how things are going or whatever before you pull up, you can call them at 405-636-1102. And their address is 940 Southwest 59th. And that's Oklahoma City right there on 59th Southwest. You can't miss it. So for all my Southwest babies that need entertainment, head down to the Q Palace because they got it popping over there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, man. What is Gucci Manucci's? Welcome to the Half Court Podcast, man. I'm Darwin. We got AV behind the camera, and today we got the one and only, the man himself, the guy, the Alexander Taylor Show, man.
Appreciate y'all having me, bro. I like the intro.
I had to, bro.
Me up.
Yeah, bro.
You've been fucking killing shit. So
yeah, bro. We had to, man. And we've been tapping in, you know what I'm saying? So we was like, man, it's time to bring the Brody back, because it was like, I think episode 18 that you were on.
It was right when COVID started.
Yeah,
that's what's
bro.
crazy. It was right when COVID started.
Because I remember telling you, like, you risked your life to come to this podcast.
Yeah. I remember walking in and, like, we didn't know whether to dap each other up or what.
Bro.
You had came on, like, a few weeks weeks earlier.
Yeah, bro.
I remember it was kind of weird because you know when
Like,
you
we
hit
didn't
it,
know
like,
what the
dap a
Bro,
nigga up or what.
it was awkward, bro. Like, I'm over it, bro. I was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you end up catching it?
Yeah, I actually got COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost my smell and taste.
Did you feel like
everything.
shit?
Yeah, I did feel pretty bad. The taste and smell thing, though, I think is the worst. To be honest with you. Like, it's really fucking weird losing your taste and smell. Like, you really don't notice it, but like you're craving stuff, and then like when you eat it, you don't. It's weird, bro. Like your brain's not connecting with what's going on.
How long did it take you to get all that shit back?
Shit, it took like a week or so.
A week?
Yeah, I mean it wasn't too bad, but
yeah.
I definitely wouldn't want this shit again.
Man,
I was not fun. It was not.
It's so weird. So like, you can get it again, type shit.
They say that you have 3 months of your antibodies, like you can fight it.
Yeah,
but who knows? I mean, who knows? I think down
at
the
this
line,
point, bro, it's
a
like
bunch of shit that comes out
for real. It's always some new shit. Like it's annoying, man. But man,
tell us
bro.
about the show, man. What have you been doing? Like, what upgrades have you made?
I've been trying to get my studio just right. You know, I'm at my mama's house. You know, y'all know that struggle. The garage. Just trying to get it perfect. You know what I'm saying? And then
I see you every time changing shit, but that's how you should until you find like that right, you know what I'm saying, like the right like angle and like where you feel comfortable. So I seen it, bro.
You can see I'm always changing shit. Like,
always. Bro.
That's one thing my brother's like, bro, you never happy with it. I'm like, you can't be like
exactly
because y'all know you see a camera angle or you see like a certain thing, like I don't like the way that look, and a regular viewer might not notice that shit, but you're gonna notice it because you're a content creator. You're gonna notice like when I watch other people's content, I want it to look similar or better.
Right.
So when I look at my shit, I'm like, I need to change this, change that. Certain camera angle I don't like, or edited something.
That sign was driving me crazy, bro.
Trying to get it straight.
It was over here. It was like over here. So I'd be watching the podcast, and I'm not even listening. I'm just looking at the fucking.
Bro, I feel that shit. I'll sit in my fucking studio just chilling. I'm like, bro, something's off. Like I get mad as fuck. Like his picture crooked, something fucked up. Yeah, I'm always doing that shit, bro.
Yeah,
always.
bro. So bro. So like that the show's been popping, bro. So we've been tapped in, and like the show I want you to get back on is let's do therapy, bro.
Wes is busy as hell.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
Wes is busy as hell. That's why I ain't did it. But
bro, that show is underrated as fuck, bro. I've been binge listen to the whole shit, bro. Like, and y'all kill that shit, bro. Like y'all got a good duo and shit. So shout out to Wes over there, man. Y'all got to get that shit back.
Shout out to him. I'm gonna hit him up. I just with mental health, it's like only so much stuff you can cover. I feel like so it's kind of hard to.
You feel like you covered everything already. Type shit?
Yeah. Like I feel like you can't really keep. I mean, you can, but it's like, what else can you talk about?
Well, shit, you know? Bro. Get people involved, bro. Like try to find some Q&As, maybe some fucking like. That's what I would do. You know, just to kind of answer people's questions. In a way, that's what I would do. So
we're gonna see though. It's just because from his point of view, he's a therapist. He really not into content creation like that. Like me, he sees I'm young, ambitious. I'm trying to do a bunch of shit. So he coming for free for one, and for two, he's just coming because I asked him, and he enjoys it too. But I think he just obviously look really busy, and plus his schedule and stuff. He gets clients on Fridays and stuff. But if we can pick it back up, I was thinking about just having him on my show once in a while, just because he, like you said, he cool dude. He fun to talk to. He fun to talk to.
He's good with it, man. So like that shit, I'm telling you, it's good ass information, and I feel like people should, definitely tap into that shit because that shit is a lot of like mental jewels and shit.
Yeah.
Can you talk about? I don't know where I seen you talking about it. I think it must have been one of your podcasts, but how you just got started in the whole podcasting thing. Like, what are some people you listened to before you even began doing the show? And, just talk about that, like the whole podcast and shit.
It started off with Combat Jack, the Combat Jack show. Charlamagne the God, of course. Taxstone. Taxstone was a big podcast. All New York people.
Okay.
I don't know how I found it on the internet. And next thing you know, I started listening like 2014, 2013. And no one else really knew what it was around me. So I felt like it was something unique to me. And I was at school. It was like, you know how like a new album drop, you like excited as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Especially shit people don't know about. You know, I got that new heat. Like, it's fun. So every time a new episode drop every week, I felt so anxious to listen. I'll be at school laughing and shit. Like, because podcasts help time go by. And it's so much entertainment and long form conversation you don't get on the radio or anywhere else. So when I started listening, I don't know what it was that attracted me to it, but I was like, I think I could do it. Like, I feel like I can. And then my dad was like, why not? So I started off just like y'all started off, only a few mics, you know what I'm saying? Only a few pair of headphones, didn't look good, didn't sound good. And then I just went from there. But people like that, I mean, obviously we were talking about Star before. Like people like that help motivate me to get comfortable to say whatever the hell I want to say. Yeah. You know, like that video of me saying people eat dick or whatever, man. Like,
bro.
And I really want to take it further than that, but I just try to, I don't know, like I'm trying to build something, so I want to protect it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I also want to be me.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not go too crazy.
But at the same time, that is me. Telling people eat dick, like fuck off. Like that is me. So I'll be like, fuck it. You know, I just got to do it sometimes.
Yeah, bro, that shit was hilarious, bro. But yeah, bro, y'all been killing it, man. You've been killing it, and it's podcasting, bro. I feel like it's something that you have to like constantly perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to my shit. Sometimes I don't even want to hear myself. I'm like,
For real, me too.
I fucking said some dumb shit, like, or it didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's constantly like I'm constantly looking to improve. So I do have to listen to the shit just so I can see, all right, where can I improve?
Yeah,
but it's a skill. I feel like it's a skill, man.
It's worse when you're editing. Like you're editing your own episodes, so you hear your mistakes and shit all the time.
So how do you do it, bro? So like, because I edit the shit, right? And then I'm like, sometimes I'll like review it, but sometimes I'm like, fuck this shit. This is a long ass podcast. I don't want to listen to it again.
It depends what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Like I just won't, like I might not cut so many clips to certain people. I might just leave a wide angle the whole time or something.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling lazy, but now I think to myself, I always remember, they always say work like everyone's watching.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be lazy because then there could be somebody that stumbles upon your channel like, hey, you missed a week.
Yeah.
And I've been catching on that lately. I'm like, bro, I was fucking up a lot last year. So I'm like, I can't miss a week. Fuck it. Like, I have to do it.
Even if people don't watch, bro, like the fact that you're consistent, that's it. Like I've had homies that are like, look, bro, to keep it a buck, I don't watch that shit.
Yeah.
I don't watch that whole fucking 2 hours, bro. But I watch the clips and I'll like it, I'll share it. He's like, but so it's like some people will, some people don't.
Yeah, that's something
I think just keeping the consistency is what people like to see. Like,
yeah.
oh shit, 100 episodes?
Exactly.
That's fucking
And
crazy.
just putting content on all platforms, because it's like I do put that shit in my head. Like, not everybody has the time to sit down and watch a whole podcast. So it's like, as long as they see the clips, as long as they see the stories, whatever, it's like, fuck it. You know, we doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So
and piggybacking on that, I think more it's about impact more than, because you know, views or listens may not be thousands or whatever it may be, and I'll be making a bunch of bread off of it, but impact. You know, people may say half-court podcast in the streets, and niggas know who that is. I mean, they might say Alexander Tester, and who the fuck it is. Yeah, it's impact. So people, I got friends like I ain't never watched it, but they bought a shirt, or they'll repost something of me, and that's all I really need, just some support. Because, like I said, that word of mouth will carry weight eventually in one day. You know what I'm saying? People just seeing y'all on the street saying, y'all the Half Court Podcast means a lot. Y'all might,
for real.
You know what I'm saying? Checking the views, listenership may not be as high because you work so hard, and you're like, damn, this may not be what I want. But at the same time, niggas know y'all now. I had somebody dead ass. I was at a barbecue, my family barbecue, and they were like, "Did you have some so and so on your podcast?" I was like, "No, I don't think so." I'm like, "I'm pretty sure I was half court." And I was laughing because I'm like, "It's crazy. Like it's just full circle." You know what I'm saying? Like these podcast things making their way like into area.
Bro,
you
to
would
be
think.
honest, that's when I knew we had something going on. But then when I remember one night I went out downtown and I had some random motherfuckers just be like, bro, yeah, I see you guys got the podcast going. And it was like episode 7 or some shit. Like it was still early on. So, and I didn't know this dude. So I was like, damn, that means that people are watching here. You know what I'm saying? At least like, that's cool shit. Let's keep it going. Let's, if we can do, if like we could go out one night and everybody knows us, like, shit, that's good.
Yeah, it was like I don't really go out a lot or nothing. So one time I did go out, I did have a bunch of people I ain't even talked to or seen since high school. I don't really fuck with. Like talking to me about the podcast shit, and I'm like, they got me from like a little celebrity and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm not even doing shit, but like,
and it might even be the motherfuckers that you don't even see sharing your shit.
Exactly,
or,
exactly. People you don't even interact with. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying though. The impact is what matters at the end of the day, because. Like I said, I may not get thousands of followers or listeners or whatever it may be, but shit, people know our names in the streets. People know we making our way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's just a matter of time, man. It's
exactly.
You look up to the big dogs and kind of follow their step, take notes and shit. Because I mean, I went back, bro. I looked at Joe Rogan shit. I was like, damn, this motherfucker was recording on a webcam, bro, on a probably 480 resolution and shit, like trash ass mic. So it was like. He never stopped, bro.
He was doing ads for like dildo companies and shit. Like shit he would never do now.
Wow.
Like if you go back and listen, he was doing some weird shit back then.
The thing that I heard Bandman Kevo talking, and he said, I don't understand why people are so embarrassed to do certain things for money. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll do a FaceTime call for $100. I started My Fans Only. He's like, I'm anywhere I can get money, I'm getting money. Yeah. He's like, a lot of people don't have $10,000 in their bank account, but they're scared to fucking go ask for, you know, for a job or he's like, just ask for it. You know, you never know. Like,
shit, we just started our Cash App, bro. I was like, fuck it, bro. Like, let's get it, bro. Like, we got to get our little bag because, I mean, we've been like consistent. We've been already, you know, doing a lot of shit. So it's like, you know, if you find value in that episode and you want to donate, then donate. You know what I'm saying? It won't kill you.
Y'all been watching Star. Y'all see that? That nigga put his Cash App up.
Exactly.
Like, you got to Cash App me to talk to me. Like,
bro.
What Star was saying is that most like rich motherfuckers, that's how they end up being rich, is through donations. He's like, he's like the corporations that make the most money. He's like, well, where do they make money? When you go to 7-Eleven, they'll be like, do you want to donate your these 50 cents to so and so foundation or whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm doing the same shit. Why don't y'all trip on the motherfucker at 7-Eleven when he asks for the donations? Like,
yeah, I think that's what it is though, because people don't realize like talking and doing what we're doing it's a talent. Like it actually just work. You know what I'm saying? And the way Star is able to talk and off the fly,
by himself,
you know what I'm saying? By himself the whole time on me at the same time.
Yeah,
and like that's what he tells, because he has this dude Florida Boy Jay that comes on the which basically is just the dude that calls in and helps him co-host.
Yeah,
and Florida Boy Jay has a podcast, so he was telling them like how he got new microphones and he's recording it and editing it, and then Star was like, respectfully, Florida Boy Jay, nobody wants to see that shit. He's like, look at what I do. I just go live 3 times a week and put it up, and that's what they get. You know what I'm saying? And it's one angle, fucking the microphone, and it's like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like, he's not a savvy motherfucker. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to edit and shit.
Yeah.
But he's still.
How do you feel when you see like celebrities getting into the podcast scene now?
I particularly don't like it because I don't think everyone needs a podcast. Like Obama, I think I seen that the other day.
And Michelle, right? She got one?
Yeah, and it's just me. I'm like, I don't fucking need to hear them talk because I don't feel as if they have much to say in a podcast space because it's all going to be scripted, going to be overly produced. It's going to be more of a TV show in audio form than a podcast. This is authentic. You know what I'm saying? I can say whatever on the fly right now. Yeah, any of us can. That's authenticity. I like that. That's why I like about podcasts.
There's no political fucking like what is it called? Like, it's not like we're trying to cater to a democratic point of view or
pandering, really. Yeah, trying to fill the crowd or something. Exactly. Like Obama ain't gonna go in there and really talk his shit.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna go in there and really spit
He's
some shit.
not gonna go over there and say, "Suck this dick, Trump."
Yeah, he ain't gonna say no shit like that. Exactly.
So like Nicky Jam started one too, and it's his shit is cool, but I'm like, damn, bro, like this motherfucker got a shit ton of money.
I feel like he has no. It's basically one of those things, bro, that people feel like if they can hop on that wave, they're gonna like DJing. I think that happened. You had celebrities doing fucking shows and shit. Like DJs were probably pissed. Like Snoop Dogg's not a DJ. This motherfucker just got some turntables and
like Shaq. You talking about what Shaq was doing too? Yeah, I seen Shaq doing that.
Yeah,
shit
a lot of
too.
celebrities are like sometimes the bitches from the Jersey Shore. Like what
taking somebody's gig and shit. Like So
just because the celebrity's there, so it's like. People are gonna go just because it's the celebrity or whatever.
Yeah. It's easy to get traction on it, but I don't think it's gonna last long.
The one that I think might be good is the T-Pain one. I think T-Pain.
Oh, he does have one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He
did. I don't think he's been that consistent with it, but I know you're talking about. I've seen it. It looks good. It sounds good.
And T-Pain's fucking funny.
Exactly. T-Pain funny, but sometimes there's a difference. Like T-Pain doing it on his own. If you have somebody like Spotify or these big corporations backing you, it's not going to be what it's supposed to be.
I feel like T.I. needs to sit his ass down.
T.I. needs to get away from that space. Who he was trying to like
Alex Jones. That was terrible. I fuck with T.I.
Me too. Like, but it's like that scene is not for you, Bucko.
Yeah, bro, just keep rapping, keep being the cool motherfucker.
He sounded smart to dumb niggas. Like, nah, bro, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't the best person to be talking to.
Yeah. Man, talking about sounding smart to dumb niggas, Kevin Gates, did you see I guess he came out with a thing that came out and said that he was molested as a kid.
For real?
I did hear about that. Yeah, he's talked about that before.
He has? I just saw an article about it today. That's wild. Like,
yeah, he's really open about all his shit. I used to be a big Kevin Gates. I still am, but he has his moments where I'm like, I think he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But he also has
explains
his
though a lot of his like how he acts sometimes a little
like defensive funny. And like
and I guess like I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like almost mannerism. Like you can see some mannerism in him a little bit. Maybe that has something to do with it.
I mean that shit. You just got to keep in mind like the the trauma that shit causes. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did a pretty good job covering it because you would never know. You're like, you know, you see this guy with tattoos and shit, and it's like.
I just thought that was dope that as a rapper, he came out and said, like, he was open about it. Like, that's something that motherfuckers would never be vulnerable to.
Yeah, Lil Wayne talked about it, but he didn't talk about it as molestation or rape or anything. He just talked about it, and people were saying, like, nigga, that's kind of rape. Like, I think he's like 13 or 12, and he said,
oh, yeah.
He had somebody come suck his dick, some old one.
He said Birdman was like, suck Lil Wayne's little dick.
Yeah. Exactly what it was.
Man, it's crazy, bro, to think how there's sick-ass people like that, bro. Like, that's like, that could be your kid and shit. Like, you got these sick-ass bastards. And
I guess that was, because I had a homie, and he says his brother was like acting out and shit. And he was like, my mom went up to him and asked him if like he was molested as a kid. So I guess maybe that's a thing. Like when kids get molested as a kid and they grow up to be like change. Rebels and
they change
and shit like that. So
that
shit is wild.
Yeah, fuck all that shit, man.
Shit wicked.
Yeah, man. So how do you do, bro? Like, how do you do? Like, do you have a structure? You just go. Like when you do your podcast and shit?
Yeah, for the most part. I've been trying to get better. Like I've been trying to figure out the direction of my show. That's my main thing lately. Like I really like doing shit by myself. Yeah. It's easier for me to talk. It's easier for me to talk about what the fuck I want, say what I want, and do clips and funny stuff.
Those been good.
You don't gotta worry about interrupting motherfuckers.
I ain't gotta worry about shit, you know. I ain't gotta worry about talking. And I like talking to people, but at the same time, I
have those moments, I
don't.
Fuck that. Yeah.
You just go in here and talk your shit, and I can just, if I want to rant and ramble about some random shit, I can say whatever the hell I want. I ain't got to worry about it. But I have someone else on, I always have that thought in the back of my mind, like what I say can reflect them too. So I don't want to end up saying some crazy shit that make them look bad either. So
yeah, you were like, I guess like out for a cool minute, bro. Like. You was like taking a break type shit, or
I think that's around the time. No, it's not around the time.
Was it like
that
December
was December? Type shit? Yeah, it was December. I was going through a breakup. That's what it was. Yeah, and then
stay single, stupid.
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be 100, bro. I feel like I don't know if it was COVID. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I feel like everybody, bro. Like I went through it. My fucking coworkers went through it. Everybody was. I'm like,
see, I've been telling motherfuckers about the red pill for a minute, and nobody wants to listen.
So yeah, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like, everybody's going on, man? Yeah.
When I was going through a breakup, I had like 2 other friends go through a breakup.
Yeah.
It was just in the air. Yeah. Everybody's breaking up.
I mean, I'm like, fuck. Like,
why do y'all think it is that people can't stay together? Too many options?
I wouldn't say that because it's not like I broke up and went with, like.
When it started?
I'm just chilling, bro. Like, I'm just trying to reflect and see where the fuck I can be better and like, you know what I'm saying? Like correcting your.
Possibly we're a bunch of selfish, narcissistic fucks.
There's something to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just, I think self-reflection and like being more chill, like to shit, like kind of getting over that, like depressed stage and shit. I think that was my thing, cause I really don't show it, but it's like, it's there, So like just trying to get that out of the way and like, all right.
After the podcast, you got to go and put in that Take Care album and.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good
Marvin's
now.
Room and shit.
I'm good, bro. I've learned a lot, man. I've learned how to like, meditate and like just block everything out, man, and just
not let your emotions make you just do dumb shit.
I think y'all can relate though. Like when you're in a relationship, when you're trying to do something like what we're doing, we're coming from nothing, trying to start something, trying to build something. You kind of like don't have time for another person.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is sort of selfish, but sometimes you have to be selfish. So you got to put yourself first. They say when you're on the mask and the plane going down, you put the mask on you first. Because if you die, how you going to say the baby? How you going to say anybody around you?
Exactly.
So you got to take care of yourself first. And it is a little selfish, but I feel like over time, like you said, it's not in a bad way, but there's options. There's more fish in the sea. Eventually down the line, you're going to find somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That matches your, what is it called? Like, lifestyle or
exactly.
I think Wes put it the best way I could fucking understand it is like you got to find somebody that has similar likes and dislikes as you. That way you guys can like be cool together, like because I think that happens a lot. You might just be like, damn, she's fucking hot, and then you make yourself like her.
Yeah,
But it's like, I don't
exactly.
really fucking like the music she listens to. I don't.
Yeah.
But she's fucking bad, so.
I'm not lying. There'd be some
I guess I'll
random
listen
times.
to Posty.
Yeah, you be in relationships. I'm like, I don't like the way this motherfucker do anything. Like, it be just random shit like that happen. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, the homie you had, bro, he was saying it too, and then that shit was like, he was like, the thing is, like, being in a relationship, bro, sometimes you gotta hear her day, and like, you don't want to listen to that shit, bro. Like, real shit. Like, I don't care what you did at work and the gossip you guys have with your friends and shit. It's like,
I would actually, and it's fucked up, but I would tell the girl I was with in the past, like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can talk about whatever. We can fucking.
Yeah,
but I don't want
gossip
to hear
and,
what
like,
Kimberly fucking did during lunch and.
You better. I say bubblegum shit. I don't know where I got it from, but I just say it's like bubblegum shit. It's a little childish. Like, I don't want to hear about bubblegum shit all the time.
As Star would say, let's get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro. I just be like, let's talk about something that has to do with some ambition, some goals, and productivity.
Like,
I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, bro.
And it ain't even just with necessarily a girlfriend, just with anybody sometimes.
Yeah.
So you gotta do it to your own family. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on a whole nother level of thinking. Like, we all are. Look what we're doing. We're on a whole nother level of trying to grow as people and do something with ourselves. You talking about bubblegum shit and bullshit?
Yeah.
That's fucking my brain up right now because it's distracting me from what I got going on.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
So in a way, bro, it's like, I feel like with us, bro, I don't know if it's just something that like we have in common, but like when we are determined to do some shit, I feel like we don't have time for shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to like, and I keep saying this, but I had to like be like, I got to focus on one thing because I want to do a million things at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it goes back to the homie saw. He was like, bro, you got to, like, if you want to be somebody, if you want to, like, Elon focus on Tesla, you know, Tim Cook or Steve Jobs focus on Apple and look where they got. And then you can branch out once you get, you know, to the point where you want to.
Once you get that first bag, then.
Exactly.
Build
So
that foundation.
that really hit hard. So it's like, man, I'm going full throttle on the podcast. Is the most I've been consistent because I try to do vlogs, I try to do fitness, I try to do this, music, whatever. And this right here is where I've been most consistent. So it's like,
and I feel like with this, like, we hold each other accountable too because it's like a partnership venture type shit. So it's like, we gotta, what the fuck are we paying for all this shit for if we're not gonna use it right? You know,
Right.
so it's like,
yeah,
definitely we had to learn to look at it more like a business once we moved out of the garage. Because when we're in the garage, we didn't have no overhead. Now we have a small overhead. So it's like, shit, bro, we got to start figuring out how to monetize this shit because the content is there, which I feel is the same with you. Like, you have hella content. We just don't, maybe we don't market it correctly.
I would say, that. And also, I feel like we don't have the budget for it because I would like to drop some money on it and target a couple of, you know, but it's like, fuck, bro. Like, I don't want to spend money and target the wrong people. I know they aren't going to click because all that shit, you got to look at the right demographics and what age range. And
I'm going to say Instagram has really been helping us out a lot.
The reels.
Because sometimes I'll get the little message that says, your reel got more than 1,000 views or something. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy that a fucking 4-minute video got more than 1,000 plays.
Well, that's a 30-second clip.
Or whatever the fuck it is. But we almost have no videos on the YouTube channel that are over 1,000. Yeah. So it's like, people are still watching it. They're just not watching the whole thing. They're watching because,
I mean, exactly. It's like, you look at, like, you'll post the same shit on Facebook, the same shit in the stories, and the stories, they'll have, like, 300, 400 views, and then the Facebook has like 5 likes. Yeah. So like, people seen it, but they just they haven't tapped in. You know, they don't tap in. So it's like,
I think that's the one thing, though, trying to translate it from the 30-second video or the TikTok or whatever it may be to a 1-hour episode to get that person to move over to another platform to watch that or listen to it. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass. I think it's what it is, that we're in a market where we're in Oklahoma for one, and for two, podcasting is still fairly new, even though it don't seem like it, it's still fairly new to a lot of people.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And it's, bro, it's like one of those like weird things because like people have a shorter attention span, but it's either go for the short or the podcasting form, the hour form, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how Joe Rogan is. He's successful as fuck with his podcast. And it's like, you would never think because, again, everybody's leaning towards the short videos and the short attention span. So I don't know, man. Yeah. It's a weird thing, you know what I'm saying?
Are y'all familiar with Andrew Schultz? He's a comedian.
Yeah, I've been tapped into his podcast too.
He's talked about it. I actually listened to an episode yesterday of him talking about how he tried to change the comedian the comic landscape.
Yeah.
Because he was noticing that people weren't
Yeah.
watching
What's
the
up, bro?
hour-long special. People weren't watching a long hour-long special. So he said, let me put clips up, 15-minute clips of me doing a special. And then he was going viral off that. He was like, because you got to notice people are about consumption these days. People want to move on to the next thing.
Yep.
Because it's true. I could be watching Joe Rogan. Some random podcast pop up. I go click the other one. Yeah. You know, it's not because that person's better. It's just interest. Oh, they got a good thumbnail, good title. I'm going to go click that and listen to that.
Yeah, bro. That's one thing that my homie was telling me, too. He was like, bro, can I be honest with y'all? And then I was like, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, you guys need to fucking find more interesting titles because... To be honest, he's like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Like,
You know, that's the reason. If you look at this episode, I changed the title.
Yeah.
It's because of that.
When I hit you up, I was like, bro, good fucking job. Because basically, that's true.
Look, what I did, bro, and I think it should help you out too, bro. So I was like, he's right. I was like, bro, nobody knows who the fuck is Jose from like wherever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got somebody from the outside that's looking in, they don't know who the fuck Jose and like Charles is.
Well, we had Stevie Clark, and that was I thought that was a pretty big one because it's fucking really Stevie Clark. So the homie's like, bro, on that one, you should put like OSU superstar Stevie.
Yeah.
That way people, they might not know who Stevie Clark is, but everybody knows OSU. So.
And that ties back to the laziness, right? Yeah. And those are important. The thumbnail and the title, which the thumbnail is like, fuck it. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I was like, fuck it. It's just a screenshot, just fucking a little bit of exaggeration, this and that. But the title, I was getting lazy because it's like, fuck, man. I got the title, thumbnail,
and it's a lot of shit, man. So it's definitely like.
But I've been in the mentality of like if I'm going to do this shit, I got to do it right? Yeah. So what I've been doing now is like, I'll edit the whole podcast, export it, and put the podcast right back in the project of the editing, and then get little clips, chop it up, and give like up next. You know what I'm saying? Like give people a preview because if you think about it, man, if you have somebody from the outside clicking on the video and they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Who is Alex?
I like how value.
What content am I gonna get? Exactly. So like, what content am I gonna get? So if you give them a preview of the topics, certain like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, boom, 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 different topics, I'll cut like 3 little clips and put them there, and then that way it gives people like, all right, this is what I'm watching, this is what I'm gonna go into, so fuck it. And I'm gonna see if that helps. But the title was one that I was slacking like a motherfucker, so we're switching that shit up, and now that preview.
That's like the technicalities of it. Like I feel like the first,
little details.
The first step is being able to hop on the mic and talk and keep it entertaining, and then the second is being able to put the shit out there because it's like, fuck, it's hard to focus on everything at once.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Real. People don't understand podcasting all the way. Like people just think this is what we do: just sit in front of a microphone, talk shit, and have fun. But reality of it, like you just said, he's sitting there thinking about how many clips. And that's one thing I find fucking hella annoying. The clip shit, because you edit the whole episode,
bro. It's time consuming.
It's so time because you go back and you're like, I gotta find the perfect spot where someone's gonna watch this and find it interesting.
You have to put yourself in the viewer's position because that's what I'm like.
Like, bro, if you go to our HCP Clips channel, which y'all should go to and subscribe to it because I work hard on that shit. Nobody subscribes to that bullshit. There's probably, I don't know, fucking countless amounts of videos that I've just gone in every episode, and then I'll think of a title and then throw that one up there.
Good job though. Fuck it, bro. I think eventually.
We basically just put that channel up there, and I think it has like 130 subscribers, but that's off of just like, I don't know how the fuck subscribers
started from zero though. We started from zero. 132.
We haven't even promoted that shit, bro. It's
like there's videos on there that have 0 views, but it's like once people find it, they'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
we can watch the Halfcore podcast for 3 weeks.
Cause he has the task of like the clips, and I do the main channel and shit, and then I'll do like the Instagram clips, cause it's like fuck it, I like doing that shit.
Yeah.
So like, just even doing like the Instagram clips, bro, just going through one episode is like, bro, it takes me about 2 hours, bro. Just scheming through it, cutting it. You know, it's like, damn, bro, this shit crazy.
Doing the thumbnail.
Not even,
title, uploading on YouTube, clips, everything. And one time, it's about 2 hours.
Like 3 blunts for every episode.
Bro,
making no profit.
Bro, trust me, bro. When I get a bag, the first thing I'm doing is hiring an editor, bro. Dude, you know how much time I'm going to save, bro?
That's what I say, bro. My dream is to be able to just walk into the studio and just sit the fuck down. I
talk my shit.
Else, and nigga just
talk my shit.
On some DJ Vlad shit, paying niggas $200 a week and shit.
Man,
bro, like
just imagine that shit, bro.
Bro, imagine you put like, let's say 4 hours, 5 hours a day that it takes you to edit that shit just to like market, to do more clips, you know, to do more like strategize and shit. Like,
something else. Imagine, look, Joe Rogan can walk in, sit the fuck down, and get going. Jamie do everything. Go, bro. That nigga research his shit. He's doing everything.
If I ever, if I ever get on the podcast, best believe it's me, Joe Rogan, and Jamie, because I'm gonna be like fanning, bro. Like, bro, how the fuck you get the
imagine, bro?
Like, how the fuck you like the sound sounds so crispy? Like, bro, like you got to give this man credit, Joe Rogan. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
is Jamie white?
Jamie is white.
Yeah, he's from Ohio.
Have you ever seen the picture?
He went and found him a white boy.
Yeah, he's a goofy looking guy too. But I mean, you'd expect
and his voice,
that.
bro. I hate his voice. And you search it up, like he has one of those voices. But hey, I'm a fan though. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, shit.
Which one has been your favorite episode that you've done yourself?
Oh, myself.
Fuck Joe Rogan and everybody.
Fuck Joe Rogan,
for real.
Shit, when people ask me, I never know. I did one with Hermetic Flower Company. They're a grower, and named Alex and his wife Benet.
Oh, I seen that when they talk about psychedelics and shit.
That was my favorite episode because they went really in depth about psychedelics and mental health and just society and culture and everything. And it took me for a whirlwind. I was like, goddamn. And then had another grower on, Rooted in. I'm having growers on. It's really interesting. Having growers on, they're really intellectual about shit. And it's probably because they're growing plants.
They got to.
You know what I mean? I think they got to be in tap with nature and spirituality and shit too. So like Rooted in, Brandon from Rooted in, I had them on. Those have been my favorite ones because you're really learning a lot about plants and organisms and just weird, odd shit you really wouldn't think about. They know so much that you just wouldn't think about on a daily basis at all.
Hell yeah.
That's probably been my favorite one.
Those people kind of scare me, man, whenever they're so knowledgeable that you just stay stuck. Like you're like, like I can't even answer what the fuck you just said.
For real. It's too technical and shit. You haven't tried psychedelics, right?
I haven't. I think.
Are you curious?
Yeah, because I was Benet. She came when she was on with her husband Alex. She was telling me, she was like, I think you'd be good to do it because you're very analytical, and I feel like you could. That would be something good to do. Is shrooms. And I never had anyone tell me that, but they're really tapped into all this stuff. So I thought about it after she told me that. I was like, that might be interesting, but I don't know.
That's one of those, bro. I'm in the same boat. It's like, shit, what if I don't like it, bro? Like, I can't even fucking wake up from it, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I'm too scared I ain't going to come back the same. I'm like,
that's one, too, but I don't know, bro. It's like sometimes
life's a risk, carnal.
It is. Like, sometimes, like, I was having a conversation with the homie the other day. I was like, bro, sometimes I feel fucking motivated, pumped and shit, but sometimes I get in my mood where it's like, man, fuck America and they fucking ways of doing shit. Like, it's weird, bro. I was like, bro, when I buy a house and I paid off cash, bro, I still got to pay tax property. Like, bro, that means, like, if I don't pay tax property, they can take the house away. So in a sense, that house is not mine. And
then a young nigga's going to come and flip that
thing. And exactly. So it's like, bro, that's some fuck shit. You know, the whole medical system is a fuck shit. You know, they fit in us bullshit, the obesity, all this crazy shit. The thing is
that,
like, I get frustrated,
What
man.
I've came to understand is that all this shit is a matrix. So it's like you're either going to live with it or you're going to bitch about it. So that's the two options.
Yeah.
You can get mad.
I get in those days. Yeah, I have those days.
Like, we can get as mad as we want about it, but at the end of the day, we're going to take our bitch ass to work.
Exactly.
It's what taxes.
One thing I like to use is like, doesn't matter at the end of the day if I'm depressed, happy, whatever. The sun is still gonna come up, and the days gonna still go by.
We're in a better position than a lot of people in other countries and shit because we're here for a reason. Like, I don't know. I guess that's when you come to the United States, you should know it's a capitalist fucking place. So it's like people aren't here for charity or fucking feel sorry for you. Like, you either get the bag or go back to where the fuck you came from type shit. Like,
I wouldn't mind though.
And it's sad, but that's just what America is. Like, we knew that when we came here type shit. So it's like, at least I'm talking like Mexicans, you know, when we came here, we knew we were going to come here to work, get some money and work with the system. That's what the American dream is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I hate that bitch ass camera. I don't know why, bro. Why it stops every like whenever it wants to, bro. Like,
that's one thing that can piss me off is a camera fucking up.
Yeah, bro.
I feel you on that.
Like, that one over here is unlimited, and I want to get this one, but this one's been doing good. That one's the same. I think the same
M50.
one.
I actually got a Sony ZV-1.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is powerhouse, and it's this small.
Oh, is that one that has like 4K and shit? Yeah.
It shoots an hour and some change.
Hell yeah.
That motherfucker work perfect. But I think I'm gonna do that. Was it 864?
Yeah,
I think that one or next. I think I'm gonna do that one next.
Yeah, bro. I think I'm gonna get either that, another one of those, or the A6100. That's the same shit. It's just The only difference is, I guess the S log or some shit, but
this was minor shit, huh?
Yeah, some minor shit, bro. Yeah. But yeah, bro. I mean, one thing, bro, that I've heard you say it a lot, but it's like, bro, you used to fucking dance, bro.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that shit, bro. Like,
when I was younger,
because you probably mentioned it in the podcast, but like, have you gotten like deep, like? How
like
do you start it? Yeah,
it
like,
was
what got you into that shit?
It was big when all those dances were big, like the Soulja Boy, the Dougie, jerking and all
yeah.
that. I fell into the jerking for the craze of that, and for some reason, I had a cousin that did it downtown, and so I met up with him. It's like one of my cousins down the line, like my second, third cousin, and my dad's like, "You got a cousin that do that shit on YouTube just like you do," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I meet up with him. And I meet up with him, my barber now, Ziggy, my friend Ziggy.
Yeah.
And we all used to just dance down there. And we used to perform on a little stage behind the Sonic headquarters and shit like that, do YouTube. So that's what it came down to. Now I just always can just know how to dance. It's just something I kind of.
So was this something that you practiced? Like.
Yeah, I practiced it.
Like. Yeah. Cause I seen I don't remember what it was, like an old ass video, bro. I want to say like it was like in the driveway or some shit, bro. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I was moonwalking and shit.
Yeah, some crazy shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I never would have guessed and shit. I was like, damn, you guys got moving shit. So it was like a group of you guys and shit.
Yeah, it used to be a group of, we had a little fucking crew and everything. We used to walk around like we was gang members. Nigga, with a bunch of us just walking around Bricktown, like we run shit.
Yeah,
doing dance battles, YouTube videos and shit. Yeah, we thought we was gonna make it off that shit.
So real. What was the goal with that? Like.
I don't know. It's a good, like I think we were trying to get like sponsored by. It was more of a LA based dancing anyway. So we were trying
like on
to
some Jabberwocky type shit.
Yeah, or? Like that type of shit. I guess you could say But we were trying to just do that basically, make it on YouTube type of thing. And when I look back now, we used to get like thousands of views of videos. So we were like low key locally known by people for dancing in Bricktown and. People always recording us and shit. But yeah, I feel like once you learn how to dance though, you good. You set for life. Once you learn younger, you can learn.
Man, the thing with that is it's like that shit takes like a lot of fucking skill and effort. Like you gotta be like, especially when you do like breakdance and shit, bro. Them people, like they flexible as hell, bro. Like that, they fucking drop their leg all the way to the ground and like they, bro, one leg, one arm and shit. They're doing all this crazy shit. So like, mad respect to them because, bro, I can never do that shit. I'm not flexible for shit.
We used to go battle all them B-boys and shit. They do the spins on the head and shit. We used to go battle them and do all that shit,
you think if you guys maybe were more like, I guess, social media savvy, like you guys would have been somewhere like maybe, all right, let's like find a videographer that can make us like some dope shit or, because what year was this?
2010? 2009,
sheesh.
Early.
YouTube wasn't shit, bro. So you guys would have popped like a motherfucker. Like if y'all kept going, like
when I look back at it now, I'm like we would have been vlogging this shit,
bro. That's the golden era of like in 2009. Who the hell you know? Like that was a good YouTuber.
That's a good question.
You get what I'm saying? Like 2009 shit. I don't think I had a YouTuber, bro. I was like just.
Yeah, it was new. YouTube was new. Like back then, being on YouTube was a big fucking deal.
Right.
Like now I'm on YouTube. We on YouTube. People was cool, but they're like, oh, my homie got a vlog channel.
Yeah.
But back then, nigga, he was on YouTube. He was the shit back then. Yeah. Me and my barber. He's still my barber. He's still one of my closest friends. We talk about it to this day. I'm like, my nigga, if we would have had a real videographer or had the right people around us, bro, we could have ended up doing something with that shit.
Bro,
like, who knows what? But you could end up doing something.
Yeah, bro. 2009, bro. I remember shit. Like I would get on YouTube, but just to watch like tutorials and shit, but like nothing too crazy. And looking at it now, bro, it's like that motherfucker's oversaturated. I feel like everybody.
I remember when Soulja Boy was the first rapper on YouTube.
Yeah. You know what? And Joe Budden was, if you go back in Joe Budden's YouTube channel, that nigga was doing vlogs back a long time ago, like 2008, 2007 with Drake and shit. So he's seen the like platform early too. And I'm like, this is crazy. Him, because people say Soulja Boy, but then Joe Budden be getting mad because Joe Budden like, niggas don't give him my just due, because you go back in his videos, that man used to be vlogging and shit, like putting behind the scenes shit, like him arguing with his girlfriend, shit you would never think. But he was a big rapper.
He didn't have a crank that though. He didn't have a kiss me through the phone though.
Soulja Boy, man, I'm gonna give it to him, bro. He was ahead of the game, man. I remember on LimeWire, bro. You would like
that's Big Draco, bro. You better put some fucking respect
you would
on
think
Soulja
you're
Boy's
downloading
name.
At the Club with 50 Cent, bro. It was you. I like motherfucker, like
bro, niggas don't know about them LimeWire days. Them days was different. Them days was different.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that was a struggle, bro. I had all my music on my like fucking laptop with a file, and then I had to put that shit on like my disconnected phone, flip phone and shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I was burning CDs and selling them bitches for like $4.
Oh, so you was hustling. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
I ain't
real.
thinking no shit like that.
I remember them days, man. The CDs and shit.
I'd be like, hey, just make me a list of all the ones you want, and then, you know, little 13, 14.
Mom getting mad because the computer got a bunch of viruses.
Now, well, actually, that was always pretty good about keeping the, what were they called? Like the virus protectors, where like you.
Yeah.
I never got no viruses, and I never watched porn too, so I was pretty good about that. I'd be like, I'm staying away from
sometimes
the
you get
porn
some
sites.
weird ass files though. I used to get some weird ass music back then, some weird ass shit to happen. You never know what can happen on LimeWire.
Yeah.
Be a bunch of tracks. You don't know which one the right one. You don't know what the fuck about that.
The LimeWire days, and then you got the Messenger days, bro. And then like, what was the chatting where you do like, you would go with the homies and like webcam like parties and shit? Is it
Skype?
OVO? OOV?
No, I think you're right.
Uvu, yeah, some shit like
Damn, nigga, you digging in my memory. I'm like,
yeah, bro, like
I heard Bebo was making a comeback.
fuck no. Fuck
Bebo?
no.
who's that?
Oh, that's where all the ratchetness started, bud.
Bebo was
For real?
ratchet as hell. Yeah.
Wait, Balu?
Bebo, it was like a social media web. It was like MySpace, and then Bebo, it was like I don't know.
But it was like MySpace and Bebo was under. Like to me, it's like, well,
To
like,
me,
I
that's
ain't going on
where,
Bebo.
that's where the
think-
whole DMing bitches started.
Man,
On
it-
Bebo, yeah.
what
It
is
was like it wasn't like a dating, but it was like you find girls on there and shit. Though I feel
I
like
mean,
Yeah.
all the little sluts from like my area were on there, so
yeah.
it was
Damn, when you think about that, yeah, it was low key like a Tinder damn near, huh?
I mean, it
Back
was
then.
it was just kind of like Facebook, bro. Like
Yeah.
everybody was just
but
on there.
on a ratchet level type
Well,
shit?
no,
'Cause I-
not really. It was just kind of the same as Facebook, to
Yeah.
be honest. But it'd be like, it was just it was a little.
Bro, you could put widgets, like little widgets.
when did MySpace die?
It was basically like
'Cause I know-
MySpace, but like an iMovie of MySpace. Like it was
Yeah,
like
watered down. It wasn't as nice.
you didn't have to
Yeah.
use. You didn't have to use coding for the backgrounds. Like you could literally go in, and it was like Wix, where you just
Yeah.
pick like the background. As to where MySpace, you actually had to have like code and shit to have your.
Yeah. By the way, happy birthday to Foul. What is it, bro? What is it?
Birthday.
27. God damn, man. We getting there,
Mr.
man.
Foul Beats.
Yeah,
in the
man.
Motherfucking building.
My birthday is 420, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm getting old in the motherfucker.
Y'all pushing 30, huh?
I'm 28.
How old are
Yeah.
you?
I'm 22.
22.
Yeah, I feel like a baby in here.
Yeah, bro. It's like, I'm telling you, bro, that
20,
shit.
22, I think, was the best times for me. I felt like,
Really?
yeah, because I was like, 22's cool. Like,
Man,
I'm still young, but I'm not.
But that's the
18
thing, bro.
anymore.
Like, when we young, bro, like, we think, like, we have all this time. But it's like, bro, when you blink, you're like, damn, I'm 25. Blink again, I'm 30. Like, fuck. Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I think my best time was, like, 2021. Like,
my best time is
I was
coming.
just...
I'm about to shit on niggas.
Bro, but...
That's a good mindset, though. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
bro.
it.
Because, I mean, I had decent times, but I never had a lot of money. I never had just, like, the freshest clothes I want.
Yeah.
So, my time is coming.
No, for sure.
My come up is coming.
For sure, man. What are some of the craziest like childhood like stories that you guys have? Like rather you guys did some like prank or whatever.
Fuck, you put me on the spot. I couldn't even tell
UAV?
you right now, honestly.
Some crazy shit you did that you like it kind
I
of.
got caught doing graffiti one time with my homie, and it was behind this building. It was during the snow day, so I used to always say I can't do graffiti because I didn't have papers. So I'd be like, nah, I'm not about to do no illegal shit. Get sent back to Mexico for tagging up a fucking building. Got me fucked up. But that day it was snowing, so I was like, man, I'm about to go with the homie. So we went, and bro, out of all times, we would go through there every day, and it was empty. That day, the security actually came out. So as soon as I see that motherfucker, I just ran home, bro. Fucking little fat motherfucker running in the snow, trying to jump fences and shit.
Did you get caught?
No, I made it home. My
Okay.
homie did get caught though.
Yeah,
and then
shit.
later, like I made it home. I remember when I got outside, I just threw up like.
It was a lot of running.
Well, all the running, I was probably scared than a motherfucker, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I'm thinking like I'm gonna get deported. Fuck.
Yeah.
What
That's
the hell
crazy.
is that like? I know this is random, but I'm just always like, that's a lot of fucking pressure to be just like you're just trying to live life, but at any day if you fuck up, you get sent back to.
Yeah, basically, bro. When I was from the time I was 7 to the time I was 18, I was a illegal immigrant. Like I didn't have I couldn't get a driver's license. So that was in my head, always in the back of my head, like you can't get pulled over, you can't get in trouble because you're going back, which is not totally true because I got pulled over and I ended up not getting deported. But having that fucking stigma in your mind every day,
paranoid as fuck.
You're basically like a criminal without even being a criminal. Like, even to this day, I'm always looking out for cops and fucking, like, I got a driver's license now, but I got so, like, trained to that I'm just always looking out for.
Man,
it's like you got PTSD without having something traumatic happen.
And I've never even done illegal shit. Like, my parents just fucking brought me from another country. But
there's this one thing that you said about the driver's license. Now I remember your DUI and shit. And then my barber.
Easy now. Allegedly.
But my barber was cutting me up, bro, and he was telling me about he got a DUI. He just got a DUI, bro. So I told him, like, bro, like, and this is something I learned recently too. I was like, you should have told, like, because the system, the way when they pull you over, the like test that they do to see if you're drunk or not, that's designed for you to fail, bro. Like, even lawyers will tell you this shit. Like,
you're designed to go to jail as soon as you're pulled over and you're not white.
That. But you can say, like, all right, like, I don't want to do the test.
But
and then what they'll do is they'll put you to jail, but you'll be out in 24 hours. I mean, in 14 hours. And they don't do they don't take you to court, do that DUI bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah. It's said by a lawyer. I'm gonna send you the video. You can. Yeah. There's all like he breaks that shit down. He's like, that shit is designed for you to fail. You can, like, you know
really, if you don't take the test, that's why you end up with the fucking breathalyzer in your car longer, because that's what happened.
They got away with that, bro. There's a law change a few years ago.
Yeah.
Well, now with illegal Mexicans, nigga, if you illegal and you're Mexican, don't do none of that shit, because they will do everything to try to send you back.
You, bro, like, though, that shit is the
just
system.
don't do it. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Call the little Uber thing.
We got lucky, bro. We went to Mexico, me and the homie, and the last day, bro, we got pulled over. You know, and this ain't the United States.
In Mexico, they don't give a fuck.
No, but they could have.
You just.
Right, but it's like, bro, we had no fucking cash, bro. Like, we just blew all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we had our cards. So he pulls us over, and then the homie was drinking, but he wasn't crazy. And I was like talking in English, like cussing him out, like the cops and shit. And then my homie was like, hey, bro, like, don't do that.
No,
like,
they'll beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, bro. But I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to talk English so I can see, like, nigga, I'm a tourist and shit. But they don't give a fuck. But I was just being like on some Karen shit, you know?
They'll be like, let's rape these little niggas right
So,
here.
bro, we got lucky because, like, that same day, bro, we had a shit ton of beers on the car, like, just cans all over the damn car. And that same day, I was like, bro, let's pick this shit up, like, you know, clean the car and shit. And then we went to the club, and then on our way back, that's when they pulled us over. And it was the last night. I was like, fuck this shit. We gonna get...
The thing that in Mexico you have to be careful with is that the cops don't really... It's corrupt.
Right, they don't give a fuck. Like,
so, like, the bad guys and the cops is the same people, basically.
Yeah. So we got lucky because he was like, have you been drinking? I'm like, tell him you've been drinking 1 beer per hour, if anything. 1 beer. You can. So he was like, I had 1 beer.
You haven't been pulled over a lot, huh?
Nah.
Yeah.
But hey,
so you don't know how to lie, right?
Hell no.
So he
Them
asked,
niggas are dicks, bro.
Yo, no, but this is over there, bro. So he's like, you been drinking? He was just trying to play mind games. So he was like, have you been drinking? He was like, I just had 1. And he was
see
like,
that right there? That's already fucking
right. But he was like, how long ago was this? He was like, an hour ago. And then the cop was like, so if I do your test, you're gonna fail. He's like, he was like, nah, I'm supposed to have literally by law, I'm supposed to have 1 drink per hour by law, because that gives you time to sober up and shit. So he was like, if I do the test, you're gonna fail it. He was like, do the test. So he opened the door, and then the cop was like, man, I can't. I'm not gonna fuck. Like, I can't get nothing out of these people because they ain't, you know. So the lucky thing is, like, he saw a can, but the lucky thing is it was a Diet Coke can, bro. Oh. Like, I was sweating bullets, bro. He was like, what's that? Like, flashed his flashlight.
That's crazy that we're talking about it, too, because the day that I went to jail, I was with this motherfucker, right?
You went to jail?
Yeah. Well, I went to, I was in the county for, like, good little 14 hours.
I'm telling you, bro. So we got lucky on that one. And he was like, nah, we ain't gonna get nothing out of these broke fucks. So he let us go.
It just depends on the cop.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Like, I have homies that are cops, and they tell me, like, it's all at the cops' courtesy. So, like, it just depends, bro. I've gotten pulled over, and they just tell me to go. And then there's times when it's not.
Yeah.
And especially gang tasks, too. If you get pulled over by gang tasks, they're fucking assholes. They're just... And then if they find out that somebody in the car is gang related, everybody's fucked at that point.
You drop off in the opposite neighborhood and shit. Make your ass walk all the way home and shit.
Man, I'm good on that, man.
Did you ever get involved with the whole gang shit?
No, I was actually about to tell you a story I had to, about childhood.
Yeah.
Memory. I was on a lick one time. I was like 8 or 9. My
said a
stepbrother.
lick?
Yeah, my stepbrother. My mom had me around.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yep.
An alleged lick.
My mom had me around some dangerous motherfuckers. So her husband at the time, his son, I'm in the back seat. And I didn't really know what the fuck was going on at the time. But I started getting a sense of what the fuck was going on because they started putting on like all black and shit and masks. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And they keep driving around this house. And it was one, I guess somebody they knew, like I don't know how they connected, nigga, but they kept calling them like, when you leaving? Like, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So then I'm like putting my headphones in about listening to music because I'm acting like I'm about to, because I'm trying to hear what's going on, but they wasn't trying to tell me. So I was like, yeah, bro, put your music in. You don't need to be listening to this shit. So shit, little do I know, they hop out their car. The friend that they had me with drove to his house real quick, came back, and they came out with a bag of shit. Talking about PS3s, jewelry, all that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So that's like I went home, told my mom, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I just went on a lick today with my stepbrother. And she's like, you fucking kid? Like, she was mad. Like, you took this nigga on a
snitching.
lick.
Pay attention.
I mean, I am snitching. But I was just like, shit like that, random shit like that's happened in my life when I was younger. I was around gang members and shit a lot.
Man.
Be in the wrong place at the wrong time and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. My mom had me. Unfortunately, my mom don't know why. She just attracted to these dangerous ass niggas. So I was just around. Like, it was odd, bro. Like, my stepdad was from Riverside Blood. His son was Rolling 60s Crip. My dad was a 20s Crip. Then on my Mexican side, I got ties to like Salsa Locos and shit. So I just got ties everywhere. I've been around shit that and I've never luckily entertained any of it. But I think that's why.
Does your mom have a strong attitude, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. She's daddy issues or something. I don't know. I
Shit.
don't want to expose my mama on here, but
Bro.
my mama got some daddy issues or something.
Man, I'm going to try to say this as like discreet as possible, but
As respectful as possible.
no, like this, one of the childhood memories I'll never forget. It was one of my birthdays, bro. I stayed with my uncle, right? I was like, hey, uncle. I was probably I want to say 14, maybe 15. So I was like, hey, uncle, like, let me stay at your crib tonight and shit. And I went to his crib. Keep in mind, my uncle was flipping, right? So that night, allegedly, you know. So that night we chilling, you know, having a good time and stuff. Go to bed at 5 a.m, bro. I'm taking a piss, and I was like, I hear boom. I'm in the bathroom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck? So I ran to the room again. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I hear a boom, police. So I was like, ah, shit.
The house was getting raided?
Raided, bro, like with big fucking guns and all that crazy shit. Like, bro, I'm telling you, shit happens for a reason because, like, my uncle already is paranoid and shit. So he was like, man, I'm glad, like, I didn't have my gun. And I'm glad, allegedly, the you know, the things weren't there.
Like, we love using that word right there.
Right, so, like, bro, they raided the whole shit. They put me in the back of a fucking van with the, you know, like with my sister, my grandma. And I was like, damn. So like my mom pulls up and they ended up singing happy birthday in the goddamn van. I'm like all locked up.
So
it
was your birthday?
It was my day of my birthday, bro.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like,
I don't think
damn.
anybody can top that one, bro.
Bro, that's something I'll never
Remember that for the
forget.
rest of your life. Yeah.
So we were there, bro. We were in county for like a good like 24 hours, bro. And I'm like, I had to spend my whole birthday there, bro. So I was like, that is fucking crazy, bro. Like,
The county not to like a child protective service.
no.
Well, Puerto Rico's
because they didn't
different.
find anything.
Oh, it was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it was important, but they didn't find anything. Like they didn't find nothing, bro.
His brother showed
I
me.
think one gun, if anything, one gun.
His little brother showed me a picture of him. He was like, look, this is when I went to jail
Allegedly.
in Puerto Rico. And then he showed me he's in jail, bro. He's like,
Bro,
with all his
insane.
homies and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, what
that's
the
Puerto Rico at that.
He's like, yeah, bro.
That's one thing of being young, dumb, and broke, man.
nigga
My brother was
smiling and shit,
proud. He was proud, bro. He posted that shit on Instagram. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, there's that influence, bro.
Something
that
about
music.
the street life though, it attracts people. You know?
It
you
does,
want to
bro.
flourish that shit.
So
I don't
it's
know
perfect
why.
that we're talking about this. Do you? We talked about it before, but it's usually rappers that we ask this question, so they're not gonna fucking be honest. Why do you have to be like the tough guy or the gangster in rap? Is it still possible to not do that and be a rapper?
I honestly don't think so.
You don't think
every rapper, and if they're not street, like let's use Drake as an example, he's backed by a bunch of dangerous ass people, like Jay Prince and his crew. He's backed by dangerous. So whether or not they out there acting street, if somebody fuck with Drake, they probably gonna get touched. So it's like
mob ties.
Yeah, you got mob ties. It don't really matter. Like at the end of the day, to make it to the rap game, they're usually backed by a drug dealer of some sorts, anyways. So it's
you
like,
feel that if you're gonna be the lead of the rap game, you have to be on some drug dealing shit or killing shit.
most likely. I mean, but you have people like Tekashi 6ix9ine out here. So
that boy wildin', bro.
He's still out here living. And
yes, but for
he's
sure
not,
won't ever be labeled the greatest rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying?
He's the greatest troll. I'm gonna tell you that.
Will somebody ever be crowned the king of hip hop that isn't talking about
street shit, basically.
Street shit and fucking bitches and.
I guess J. Cole maybe be the only person I think closest, or like a Russ, maybe Russ or like a J. Cole or somebody like that.
J. Cole, Russ.
But think though,
but J. Cole, I'm gonna say J. Cole still came up off of the ignorance because I would say like he didn't get woke until like. But his early
like Kendrick Lamar's a good example. Kendrick Lamar just got woke, and he probably won't. He ain't gonna talk exactly about hood shit. He gets more political and shit now.
But he's not gonna have another fucking Mad City.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think so. To be honest with you, like I think they have to live because that's what hip hop is, and it's streets, hood. You know what I'm saying? Even though if you weren't out here shooting people, you seen it, so you're gonna talk about it. Or
you want to hear about it,
or you want to hear about it, exactly. So
because man, like I see all these upcoming rappers and like
the gun thing was huge for years. Like, well, I'm pretty sure Chief Keef and all them started with that whole. But for the longest time,
flashing guns, you talking about?
Nigga, I was getting flashed with guns for fucking ever. Like, with the camera, like, oh shit, like these niggas are all barred out and got choppers.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just, it's a hard one. It's one of those where it's like I feel like it just attracts. I don't know. It just attracts people.
So maybe is that why you wanted to stick with the reggaeton, like, because I know you like doing music, but you said that you didn't want to get into the whole rap shit.
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna keep it Spanish for the girls.
Well, not for the girls. I like to do variety. Like one day, like we did that freestyle, and then the next thing I had in mind was like something for the ladies. But then I wanted to go back to like after that doing another freestyle, just talking my shit. But like you can do it. Yeah, I feel like you can, but it's just like the only reason I wanted to do the Spanish shit is because here it's a lot of like hip hop shit. So I want to be different. I want to stand out. So it's like that's the way, you know. I feel like that's the way. But man, fuck that, bro. Music is like I'm doing it for fun, but at the end of the day, it's like it's still like I still got to write the song, go to the studio. Like even if I'm doing it for fun, you know what I'm saying. And then I always obviously want to do a music video to it. So it's like that's another thing.
But one thing about y'all, everything y'all do, y'all can do it yourselves.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
Shit, y'all got the cameras for it.
The thing is with us right now that we're struggling with, bro, is time, finding the time. Because like he works at Verizon, and then I'm working with my dad doing carpentry. So it's like that takes up half of our day. So it's like, this is what we have time for, fucking podcasting, basically.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel the same way. I'll be having a lot of ideas and shit, and I'm like, I ain't got time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
With that being said, right there in the corner of the screen, we have the Cash App little logo. So
hey,
we're trying to come up on that little bag so we can.
Real for that.
Hey, man, it's Half Court Podcast.
And you might fuck around and get us working for y'all full time. And
AV, man, we're midway through the show, man. Let's just shout out our beautiful sponsors, man. Go ahead.
We gotta hit this. Eddie Guerrero over there at the Q Palace thing. Man, I'm halfway through this Crown bottle. I might go hit that thing.
Q Palace, man. Q Palace off of 59th and Western, I believe.
Yeah, 59th and Western. Everybody knows where you're like. If you're a Southside,
you won't miss it. You won't miss it. Yeah,
you know what Q Palace is, but it's under new management. So they got karaoke Fridays.
They revamped the whole shit, man.
They got bands coming in. So actually, this Saturday they're gonna have a band on. Well, it's just too late because this episode is coming out on Thursday and shit. So
next Thursday, bro.
But we'll throw some footage in there because it's gonna be lit. So
right, and they're always doing. That's the cool thing about Eddie and Q Palace is they're always doing new activities, you know what I'm saying? They're always keeping it fresh, pool tournaments, live band, karaoke Fridays and shit.
And you can still social distance because it's it's a pool hall, a big pool hall.
But yeah, Q Palace, man. What's on the
Supreme Barbering? You got to go over there with the Brody, George. He'll get you right. And then we have Fine Touch Painting. They're out there killing shit. They just painted 4 or 5 ink. Shout out to them boys over there. They're killing shit. They started a tattoo studio in Dallas. So if you're in the Dallas location and you need some ink work, 405 Ink.
There you go. Another advertisement.
That's a free one right there. But
goddamn,
the homies from Fine Touch Painting painted that motherfucker. So
yes, sir. Yes, man. Big shout out to them, man. But yeah, I mean, finding time, bro. I think that was
a smooth fucking transition.
No, it was smooth.
That was, man. I feel like we got to get better at that. I've been terrible at it, you know what I'm saying? So just throwing it in, you know, been podcast.
So Alex, talk to us about that week where you were frustrated, because there was a week where I almost sent you a message, and I was like, bro, it's gonna be all right.
What did to be honest with you?
It was about the support. I think you had a little rant going on where you were like,
oh yeah, probably,
like you motherfuckers don't know how much work goes into this. So tell us about that and how you like overcame that little dark. Because obviously you kept making
content. Bro, you give me anxiety sometimes, bro, when you say like, man, I don't feel like doing shit. I feel tired and this and that.
I'm like, this nigga's
bro,
gonna quit. This nigga's gonna quit.
No, like, bro, I'm gonna hit you up next time. Like, bro.
I'm just honest. If I'm going through a bad day, I'm not afraid to say it. I don't really give a fuck who's watching, who thinks what. I just say, I'm going through a rough day.
Right.
Don't feel like recording, don't feel like doing shit. But that's just me being lazy, really, is what it comes down to. Because, like, you got to take care. That's one thing I've been getting to lately, trying to work out and shit, and keep a schedule and keep doing shit. Like, you post something yesterday, I think about skincare, like shit like that.
Yeah.
I've been trying to just work on myself.
Yeah.
Because if you work on yourself physically, you'll be better mentally, and you won't have those down. And if you do have those bad days and those down days, it won't be so fucking bad.
You know when I usually have those down days? When I fucking get stupid fucked up the night before.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, when I've been just eating like shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why you feel
So you trying to get back to working out and shit?
Yeah, I've been getting back to the gym.
Bro.
My brother been lifting and shit, trying to get back right.
Yeah.
Working out. Because I feel like it really helps with mental health. It really helps
bro.
with you just
It's a mental challenge too, bro. Like if you keep pushing your body and keep pushing, like
I would say that's the first step anybody that's depressed needs to take. If you're depressed, just going out for a walk and drinking like a gallon of water, or as Jordan Peterson would say, for God's sake, just drink one bottle of water. Like there's people that just small little things. Because I've been in that point where I'm fat as fuck and I can't go for a run because I'm too fat. So just,
at least you're honest with yourself. Though.
Yeah,
some people,
bro. I'm not gonna run right now. My knees are gonna cave in. So just go.
What chapter are you on that book? I'm just curious.
The 12 Laws.
12
I'm
Rules
on
of
the
Life?
second time.
You already read it?
Listening to it.
Yeah.
I'm on like the second round of listening to it.
Okay, tap in.
No, that's a really good.
I just got done.
It's very eye opening, bro.
Yeah,
it's like one of those where it's gonna challenge your whole
perspective.
Yeah, it humbled me down a lot. Like one of the things that really got to me was like about death, because death is just weird to me. So he said, make sure that at your parents' funeral, you're the strongest person there, because everybody else is going to be falling apart. So that right there was like, he was like, you're worried about people close to you dying? He's like, you should be worried about how you're going to pay for their funeral. That's what you should really be worried about.
Because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's like, when a tragic moment happens like that, just be like, strongest person in the room is what he used.
One thing, speaking of death and shit, like, if you die, for example, knock on wood you don't, but just to give you an example, bro, you have to like let Rocky sniff your body, bro. Because if not, Rocky will get depressed, bro. Never come back. That's what happened with our dog, bro. When my mom died, passed away and shit, like our dog was depressed, like, and he never recovered from that. So like one thing I've learned is like you have to let the dog see you when you're already dead, because they can smell. You won't smell the same. They won't feel the same. So like they have like that shit with the nose where they sense and like smell shit.
Well, nigga, if I die, there's no way that I can go get my dog. Like,
well, your parents would have to take wherever your body's at, you know, where they store the bodies and shit while they get you ready, and then have your dog sniff it. Because if not, your dog is gone too, bro. They're that attached. Yeah, bro.
I can see that though. Dogs are very
attached. Bro. They're the most loyal.
Like, what time is it? By 12, he'll start tripping. Like
if you're not at home,
30, 12, like I gotta. And sometimes I'll be an asshole and not go home. And then the next day, my mom's like, you're a dick.
Nobody sleep because he's a loud barker, bro. That's
like, this nigga would not let me sleep. I'm like, fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. Dogs are the most loyal.
It's like one of the homies. I be going home talking shit to my dog. Like, nigga, what the fuck you doing? Nigga, like, get up, do something. I be fuck with that. It's like one of the homies, but it's like my son too. Like, I gotta take care of this nigga.
Because bro, I be getting mad at that nigga
sometimes. I talk shit too,
and
bro.
I'm just like I'll fucking, let's say he does something and it's like a kid, bro. Like I get pissed and then he'll just like just look at me and I'm like, bro, just come here.
And I play like, cause I come from like dogs or dog. Like I got pit bulls, so I treat that nigga like a pit bull. I smack that nigga up like, nigga, what the fuck you doing? Like he be dead asleep. I smack that nigga like, bro, let's get to it. We can fight right now, bro.
I'll be doing the same
that video on Snapchat. This nigga Rocky was just sleeping so peaceful, bro. And I just looked at him and I'm like, every single morning at like 6:30, he fucking wakes me up. Like, he just wakes me up. So he was all peaceful. I was like, fuck you, Rocky. I had a pillow, bro. I just threw it at that nigga. And he fucking, everybody was like, you fucking asshole. I was like, no, y'all don't know.
People think you being abusive and shit. I'm like, it's
I was
a
like,
fucking
y'all don't
dog.
understand. This nigga does this shit to me every day.
Because at the end of the day, if the dog wanted to really fuck you up, they could. Like, that's what people don't realize.
Yeah.
Because people be like, you too aggressive. I'm like, no,
bro,
that nigga could kill me right now.
So you got to show him dominance. Like I feel like that with Rocky sometimes because he's a big dog, bro. So when we're fighting, like playing, I'll let that nigga know that I'm the alpha. Like I'll choke his ass and throw him down.
Because they'll get carried away, right? So they're in the moment and you see them like they're playing and then they get like serious. I'm like, hey, calm your ass down. And then they'll calm down, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it is weird though because dogs are dogs at the end of the day. So them niggas could, like you said, they could really fuck you up.
I have the random thought, I'm like, where's like he'll sleep next to me. I'm like, if this nigga really had an episode, something triggering his brain, this nigga chew me up.
I saw that video, bro, that you shared. You were like, this is when I found out that I couldn't trust this nigga.
Yeah, so I'm recording him, like doing nothing. I'm just recording that nigga out of nowhere. He started barking at me and like getting real mad out of nowhere.
He's like, oh shit.
And I said, oh shit, like out of nowhere. I said, I can't trust this nigga. Like, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Nah, yeah, bro. Like my dog be having some like fucking seizures in his sleep, bro. You see him like and like fucking tripping and shit. Like last night I had to wake his ass up because he was over here all like,
was dreaming
what
hard.
bro, and he was breathing hard. He was like, I'm like, bro.
If there's any dog experts out there who want to come on the podcast,
real.
Oh shit, that'd be crazy,
bro.
Because bro,
does your dog do that too?
like sometimes he'll be
like dreaming, like
but if I'm just like, hey.
Fuck? Yeah, he'll wake up.
He'll just stop. He'll still be asleep, but he'll stop making noises and shit.
It's weird, bro. Like
maybe they're dreaming.
Who knows what the fuck they're dreaming about, though?
Yeah, so a dog, bro, like to know that they're happy with their owners and shit, bro, like they sleep a lot. So when they sleep a lot, that means they're happy. When they fucking randomly like just start like doing like this and running and shit, like randomly, or when so that means that's a happy dog. Like I've been studying my dog, bro. I'm just trying to do. I talk shit to him a lot, but that's my nigga. That's my nigga.
Exactly. I talk shit to him. I fuck with him. Yeah.
I'll be like, man, I'll beat the fuck out you right now. What's good?
My dog helped me get through like some dark times, bro. I was just when I got Rocky, I was actually getting faded. I was like, my homie had just got him. We're sipping and shit, and I'm like, man, my dog's about to die, bro. Because I had another dog.
Rest in peace.
So he was like, I'll sell you that one. So I just traded it for a video, and that night he came out with the papers and everything, and then he's like, look, AV, he even has better papers than you.
Shit,
like,
bro.
oh, goddamn, man.
No, I'm telling you, bro, dogs are like, you even look forward to like when you get off of work out a long day, like you can sense their energy because they're so happy to see you and shit. And it's like, that shit cool.
They get it right every day.
Yeah, that
every
shit
time
cool.
you come home, they're happy as fuck to see you the same way every time.
I'm glad I got a dog before I got a kid.
On me. Because a kid, bro, once you have a kid, bro, that's a 24-hour like job, bro. You can't just put your kid in a drawer and be like, I don't want to deal with you today. Like, nah. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I even want to have a kid at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we have to, though.
You think?
That's one thing that I was thinking about is like, do I want to have kids? But then now that I'm thinking about it, if we want to keep the human race like up and going, like we have to go out there and make some kids.
Yeah, it'll be badass to have a little.
Because then, like, what the fuck?
A little you around, like just.
Well, not just that, like just so we can keep humanity going. Because if we're all like, nah, fuck the world, we're not gonna have kids. Imagine like, I don't know, 100 years from now, there's gonna be way less people because.
I don't know about that, bro.
There's a lot of people out here fucking. So
oh, God, bro. I feel like if we look at the statistic right now, you know how the divorce rate was 13 seconds apart? Like every 13 seconds, somebody's getting divorced in America. I feel like the baby is
I guess my point is,
seconds.
as men, we should probably make kids. Like that's our duty as a man is to make some kids.
Well, I like
What you think, Val? What you think? What you think about it?
Imagine if you die and you're never a dad. Like that's not.
Yeah, that's what I want to carry on a legacy type of thing. Like I want somebody
what kind of man were you?
Name.
You didn't even have a fucking kid, bro.
Yeah, you couldn't even bust in somebody.
Kingdom, dog. Or that's the.
We are animals. What the fuck you talking about?
I don't know. I'm getting close to my 30s, so it's like I definitely am not ready. So if I have to push that shit to 40,
Don't force it, bro. Like
I'm not like, cause like we have this like standard that like even me, like I was like at 25, I want to have a house, I want to have a kid, I want to have a family, and this and that. But it's like, am I following this system?
Like, I got a podcast and a dog.
I got it exactly.
Are you ever ready to have a kid though? Like, I don't ever think anyone's ever ready.
No, but I feel like you can be in a better position and like look at it like a game of chess and not like a fucking idiot because it's a kid. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I feel like I wanted to get my career and like all that shit out of the way before I had a kid, because then I guess I wanted to be selfish first, because I wouldn't want to have a kid and then still be in that selfish state, because then that's fucked up. Like I feel like that makes you less of a man. Like if you have a kid and you're still out there trying to.
The moment you have your kid, like, is the moment that you have to like the selfish shit, like all the energy goes to your kid. Yeah.
But I'll say this much. I mean, y'all probably know, like, going to school, people growing up with people, having kids say they fucking life. Even if it was not meant to be. Like, I have friends and shit. Like, if they didn't have a kid, I don't know where the fuck they'd be at in life.
Yeah,
but, like, kids save their life. So I always be thinking, I'm like, if I ever accidentally have a kid, maybe it's like God saying, here, like, something bad might happen if you keep going on this route. So I'm going to put something to make you sit the fuck down. You know what I mean?
Whenever I think I was 16 years old, bro. Like, me and my big mom.
I got it, bro.
Me and my big mom, bro, we had a kid, and like I was out there like fucking getting into the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like I was getting locked up and shit, bro.
Yeah.
And so like whenever I had my daughter, like that shit pulled me out. Like I had to learn how to man up, how to provide for my kid, how to like take care of her. And I started making all the right decisions, you know, graduated school, went into college, got a job, stuck with that shit, and eventually worked my way up, bro. I mean, so like what he's saying is true, bro. Like I think I had a kid because I got saved, bro. Like, who knows where I'll be right now? I'm 27, dog, and my daughter's about to be 10 this year. I mean, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be doing 10 years in prison, dog. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
And like, in a way, you also save your kid's life because it's like you were there for her. Or you got a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like me, bro, I didn't grow up, like, with the father figure. So, like, when I have a kid, bro, I got to make sure I'm there, bro. Even if, let's say, I split up with my baby mama or whatever, like, I got to be there. And I got to make sure my relationship with my baby mama is good so that way it won't affect my son or my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm good, bro. I'm going to chill. Yeah, I'm going to chill.
So remember, like, I mean, my whole mentality is like, I have my daughter, so anything that I do, any decision that I make, I need to gravitate towards my daughter. Is this the right decision for me?
Yeah. That's a perfect example of what you do.
Like sometimes, like I get hot-headed sometimes in certain situations, and I'm like, all right, if you do this, like you're gonna end up making a mistake that's gonna cause you to like, you know, you're gonna go to jail, or you can like potentially like harm yourself or harm someone. And you don't want to do that type of stuff, man, because at the end of the day, it comes back to your kid. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Your daughter's gonna be like, Daddy went to jail. Or, oh, Daddy lost his job.
Yeah.
Even in the corporate world, bro, because I work for corporate America, like you don't want to sit there and like lash out at a manager because you're like in a disagreement. Yeah, in an emotional state, in a disagreement with a certain situation. And sometimes like that kind of does get to us.
Yeah.
You know, you could be having a bad day and like I don't want to deal with this bullshit.
Fuck you. I like that. I like that one. Fuck you.
When we make our worst decisions is under emotions. When we let the emotions make those decisions, bro.
You have to like really, really grab onto yourself and like put a leash around yourself and like, all right, I'm about to sit there and do this.
I have mixed emotions about that, because like,
what's your take?
Because like people say that you shouldn't be emotional and you shouldn't be, but at the end of the day, like I feel like if that's what I'm feeling, that's what the fuck I'm gonna say. So if I don't, then I feel like I'm being me personally. I'm not saying everybody else. I feel like I'm being.
But you're talking about
myself.
saying, but making a decision though. Like,
I guess because I am impulsive at times. Like there is times where I know there's a lot to lose, and there's like, and I'll still be, you know, like I'd probably be the one to be just say fuck you to the manager, even though I know I'm gonna lose my job. But I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. But maybe that motherfucker needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
But like to piggyback on that, because I feel the same way, but there's a difference, like, Because that's why I feel like. I'm like, sometimes, like, I'm going to feel like, I feel pussy if I don't say it. Like, fuck this nigga for real. But at the same time, you got to validate it yourself. So you got to say, you know what? He doing some pussy shit. Yep. But I'm going to let him slide. I know it's some pussy shit in my brain. I know it's some fuck shit. But I'm going to deal with it on my internal. Because like you said, you may think he needs it. But he might not.
That's strong.
He might not. But it is because I believe it all the time. I've had people push my buttons my whole life. Talking shit, threatening me, for everything. And I always thought to myself, I know me. I know how I feel. I know they pussy. They might not know it, but I know it. I'm above them because the way they're reacting is not off good emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like a boss or a manager being a dick to an employee that's not healthy. It's not good. It's not what they're supposed to be doing. So you could be like, man, fuck this nigga. But at the same time, that could end up fucking up something for you. That could fuck up something from him. You don't know what he going through.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, I'll do it on my own.
It depends on the situation, too.
It really depends. Like, I've had them time. I'll be like, man, I'm pussy if I don't say this. I get mad at myself.
And see, that's another reason why it's beautiful being single. Because I know that whatever actions I make fall on me. But I can understand when you have kids and all that, then you can't just say fuck you. Like, I just hope that I have enough money to say fuck you to everybody before I have kids. That way my kids can say fuck you too. Yeah,
I feel you on that, man. That's a lot of shit, bro. I was listening to the latest, not the latest one, the previous one with is your ex or
my ex?
Okay, yeah. I feel weird saying it. Like, what's her name?
Allison.
Okay,
Allison.
And one you said like nothing affects you. You don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion, which I fucks with that too, because that's how we are too. And you also said that sometimes you think shit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a mental battle with yourself to kind of like, is that like,
what do you mean you think shit about
what I was
yourself?
trying to aim for was,
what
I was saying was, there's
like nobody's gonna, whatever somebody says is not gonna affect you because you.
Because let me say it like this. We all like internally think shit about ourselves anyways, negative. Now, we may tell everybody I'm positive, whatever it may be, but we still got those negative thoughts running through our head. We still think the worst shit about ourselves, our life, our family, whatever the fuck it may be. So it's like, whatever I think to myself, I know it's fucking horrible. So nothing anyone else can say to me or do to me is going to be anything worse than I already think or do to myself. I fucking eat like shit, treat myself like shit, think horrible shit to myself. So if you tell me whatever, I'm not. It's not going to affect me.
What's one of the most hurtful things somebody has said to you?
Oh, fuck that.
Hey, me with the questions. Bah, bah.
I don't like when I hear people. This is one thing I hate that people say about me. People say I'm hateful. Like I had that a lot. Even my mom, family, friends. Like people had this narrative. I was like a bully. Or I was like hateful. And this reality is like you can relate to this probably. Like are you too? Like I just say what the fuck's on my mind. Like if you're doing something that I dislike, or you
and sometimes it might sound a little brutal.
Yeah, it just sounds brutal, and you may not like it, but that's just how I feel. And that's the part where I'm saying I had to grow and learn. Like I ain't got to say that.
But see, bro, we need people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, it'd be a bunch of fucking like yes men,
fake shit.
Thank you, foul pussies.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, who am I to check that person? That's why you got to humble yourself. Like, who the fuck am I to tell that person you pussy? Because in their head, they might not be pussy. They might think they doing everything right.
Right.
You're right.
And you might fuck them up or some shit.
Because I done did some, I may have done or said some fuck shit to somebody else. And I stood tall on it. Like, this is what I'm going to die on. But to another person, they might like, no, that nigga pussy. That was stupid. So I just gotta look at somebody else. I look at it from their perspective. They might do some, like, let's use Tekashi. Let me use that as a good example. A lot of people look at him, he pussy right now. Yeah. But to him, that nigga will die on this trolling. He full-heartedly believes in what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, he's risked his life for the troll.
He's
literally.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. 6ix9ine is the king troll.
He's a gold troll. He's a gold troll.
And I'm gonna say Star is right there next to him. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I was gonna bring up. Star has a book. He wrote a book, and he can't fucking find it.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I found the motherfucker.
You have it?
It's a PDF. Yeah, I can send you a link to it.
Hell yeah!
Because it's on Amazon. It's like $80.
The Objective Hater.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's interesting. He's talking about in the book like Aaliyah. Y'all know Aaliyah the singer.
Yeah.
She died.
He put fucking
plane bombs on the fucking
she
radio.
died. Let's say I die tomorrow. And then Alex goes on the fucking Alexander show and starts putting plane sounds because I died in a plane. That's what Star did when Aaliyah died.
He said he went to a radio station and told his producers to find bomb like crashing planes, like crashing plane sounds.
Why?
Because he just said
he's a troll, bro.
He's a troll. That's basically what he says. He says objective. Hey, I think his narrative is really that people will hate you no matter what. So you might as well just take the hate route because no matter
that's
what.
That's what 6ix9ine did. Like,
yeah, I think that's what he does. Because if you look at it, he don't take compliments. He doesn't take anyone being
everybody
nice
was talking
when
to him
people
like,
say I'm a big fan, he's like, sir, I don't do fans. I don't have fans. I have supporters.
Do you hear the way he talks to the people that send him money on Cash App?
Bro. Let's get him the fuck out of here.
People will call. He's like, shut the fuck up. Tell your whore mother to. Like, I'm like, whoa, my nigga. Like, but he don't give a fuck. But look how much success he was up there with Howard Stern numbers.
He beat Howard Stern.
He was yes, legit.
He beat him.
Yeah, he was up there. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was our Howard Stern. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna surpass him if he wanted to.
I think the whole objective hater idea is just genius, to be honest. Because
it is.
At that point, you basically become like a student of life. You're not judging anything negative or positive. You're not biased at all. So like he'll even say it on the show, like because people come in or they'll call in and they'll be like, "What do you think, Star?" Don't ask me what I think. I'm asking you what you think. You know, like, I don't know what the fuck is
That's
going on.
That's what I was going to say. Like, we all listen to him. You couldn't tell me a legit opinion he has because you don't know. Because the nigga will...
Subjective.
Yeah, he'll offer an opinion, but he'll say, what do I know?
He'll be like, God bless you. God doesn't exist, but God bless you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't know his true thoughts on anything. That's what I'm saying. You can listen to a Star interview. I don't know anything about the man.
See, like, the fact that he's 56 years old and he hasn't had a kid, he's not married, but if you hear him talk, it's weird, bro, because he'll still say on the microphone, like, one day I might have some kids.
Yeah.
He's 56 years old, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think he just be bullshitting.
Yeah.
I think he does. But
but I think 6ix9ine is a mastermind with that shit because he's like, what am I gonna do here to stay relevant? Well fuck. They call me rat. They call me snitch.
Like, he's willing to give his life for the trolling, basically, at this point. Like, you have no option,
bro.
But that's what I'm saying. It's about being objective and putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Even though if you don't want to, you got a lot of street rappers that hate 6ix9ine, but they don't want to put themselves in their shoes because if they put themselves in their shoes, who know what they would do? Everyone wants to be, it's Bobby Shmurda, fine. But you gotta look at it like Tekashi 6ix9ine case. I looked into it in depth because I was really lost how the fuck that was able to happen. But you realize not only was he doing the wrong things, not living by the street code, his whole gang was. They was on phones talking about getting people clapped. You ain't supposed to talk over the phone about shit like that.
Casanova was on.
Didn't he go to jail?
Yeah, he was on Instagram doing drug deals. So that's one thing that people don't realize is like whenever you sign those agreements on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you don't know what you're really signing. So it's like, don't hit me up with the whole this much for a P and get the fuck out of here with that shit on Snapchat. Because, bro, like you know what I'm saying, like. Yeah, if I just know that if I want something, I will find it. You don't gotta fucking hit me up.
If y'all want to do deals over the internet, all you have to do is create an email. Type in
stop.
All right, bet. All right, I'm just saying.
Stop, man. We're gonna incriminate ourselves in this motherfucker.
I'm just saying, man.
Pull the allegedly out again.
Allegedly, you know. But yeah, bro. I don't know. I gotta pray for 6ix9ine because it's just a matter of time. I don't know. He's in hot water. It's a matter of time
before they clap that nigga.
I think he'll probably get clapped. I mean,
okay,
Alex,
bound to happen. Let's have this conversation.
Wait. Hold that one because this one, we're talking about kids, right? I have this scenario, right? So let's say your kid got switched over in the hospital, right? You raised them for 2 years.
I watched that TV series.
You raised them for 2 years and you found out like it's a mistake. They switched your kids. So what do you do at that point?
I keep it and I love it.
Hold on. They're just 2 years old?
You raise him for 2 years. Yeah. He's 2 years old, but you raise him for 2 years.
I'm too emotionally attached, bro.
Right. Yeah. So what would you do, Alex?
I'm probably gonna look for my original fucking kid. I'm gonna try to get an exchange. I'm gonna say, can you exchange this motherfucker out? I mean, that's just.
But you don't have a kid though, so
I don't have a kid. That's what I'm saying. You coming from a standpoint of having a kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like the moment
this nigga's thinking of
your baby pops out of your partner, you get emotionally attached, bro, and it's like you just go from there. Unless they're just a fucking deadbeat who don't care. But I think that's like...
Okay, but let me ask this, and this is going off to something else, but looking at your daughter, you see characteristics of you and her. Right? And that too. Physical and mentally. You see the way she acts, talk, walk, anything. So having a kid that wouldn't have those certain things, naturally, I'm just going to be like...
But you found out 2 years later, though. After
it's like, at that moment, the first feeling that you get you're gonna assume you're gonna give that person the benefit of the doubt. That's my baby. You hold them, you get emotionally attached. Like it's like this. You do, bro.
What you think,
like it's. I mean, I have a kid, so I experienced it. You guys don't.
No. My dad tells me all the time. He's like, having a kid is something you will never can describe what it's like. Like it changes your life. So
an argument with one of my homies one day. We were sipping, and then I said, and it's crazy because I was fucked up, and I still remember this conversation. I was like, having a kid is like a full-time job. And then he said, that's the stupidest shit you've ever said. And I was like, no, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, really, bro, it's a full-time job. Like, from the time you wake up to when you go to sleep. But he's like, it's not a job, bro. Like, it's a responsibility. You're just thinking of it fucked up. Like, it's not a job. It's me, I don't have a kid, so I look at it as a job. I'm like, you got to be taking care of that little fucker the whole time. But as a father, I understand what he told me. That's the stupidest shit I've ever said. Because he doesn't look at it as a job, you know? And anytime he spends with them is probably glorious and precious.
Yeah.
So, just ignorance.
So what would you do, AV?
I would probably stick with it. I'd keep that little motherfucker.
Yeah.
2 years, bro, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I couldn't just be like...
it had me thinking, bro. I can tell you right now.
Y'all
but
better than me. I wouldn't. But it's just because, like, me, psychologically, too, I'm like, 2 years really ain't... I hate to say it, really ain't shit. Like, the motherfucker ain't know me that much yet. But
he's like, he can still get attached to his real dad.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the good thing, though. Like, for the kid, it's good because I think you don't have memory. This motherfucker keeps stopping? Goddamn. Yeah. So, like, a kid, like, you don't remember shit. Like, it takes you, like, 3 years for you to remember. Like, at your third year, you know what I'm saying? So,
this motherfucker barely knows me. Like, fuck it. Take it back. Yeah. Good exchange. But
that same scenario. What if, like, they found out, like, hey, that isn't your baby, and the actual parents try to come back and claim it after you're emotionally attached? What do you do there? Let's say you're out emotionally.
Like you said, if you want to keep the baby and the parents show up, like, I want one back. So, like, hypothetically, like, if you adopted a baby, that's a good example, too. Like, adopting the baby and the parents came back and, like...
I don't know. I think adopt, like, you already know that's not your kid. But I'm saying, like, they got switched at birth, you know what I'm saying? And you get that, you take the wrong baby home, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And like 2 years in, the parents come like, hey, I think you got my baby and I got yours. Or whatever. Or they don't have a baby, period. But they're like, that's my baby. And like, you know, how do you react to that? How do you deal with that?
You know, I'm gonna say, look, if y'all having two light skinned babies born at the same fucking time at the same moment, then fuck it, y'all can keep it. I'll keep this one. We'll just live like that. If ironically enough, there was two babies that fucking light skinned like me,
and as long as you motherfuckers ain't serial killers or some shit,
I'm gonna be pissed if motherfucker come out like LeBron James or something. I'm gonna say, I want that nigga back.
For real, bro. Imagine, bro, you have a 5'5" kid, and then you got this 6'8". Like,
no
bro.
refunds, motherfucker.
Give me that nigga back, bro.
Bro,
come on now.
That was interesting. Like, I was like, damn, bro, that had me thinking. But
okay, so I had this conversation on the Sister Hands podcast because I call myself saying a lot, and I've been saying it quite a bit.
I was literally about to ask you. That's interesting. You brought that up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about Mexican fella like myself saying the N word?
Well, I'm half Mexican, half black, so I've never. My mom says it sometimes. Like, Mom, what the fuck? But she say it because. That's just how, because my mom grew up in the hood, so she like, I'm a nigga. Well, fuck, I'm like, Mom, you can't be doing that shit. But my whole Mexican side family, I grew up them saying, so I'm just naturally accustomed. It don't bother me. But I've also said it like, because I got white friends that say, and people look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm also like, if we want to stop the whole word thing, then everyone got to stop saying it. Everyone across the board.
Even black people.
Even black people. Now, is that kind of harsh? Like, black people can be like, no, why the fuck would I have to? But it's like, if it comes from the hard R, from that connotation anyways, let's get rid of it overall. Because if it comes from that, and it comes from hatred, then let's get rid of it all around. Because I don't think it makes sense that you got Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, DaBaby, all these big rappers saying, we're like, hey, white people, when you hear that word...
let's not forget Young Prophet Rich Homie Quan, which was the first motherfucker to make it a global thing with the whole my nigga.
Mm-hmm, yeah, like that song.
Man.
Yeah. That wasn't Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, it was.
Was Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug. Oh, no, it was YG.
That was YG.
Right.
Yeah, y'all tripping.
Rich Homie Quan.
That was Rich Homie Quan and YG.
Yeah, right. Rich Homie Quan's
on the chorus.
My nigga.
Y'all better stop fucking playing with Rich Homie Quan.
No, you're right. Rich Homie Quan's on the chorus. YG's rapping.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's Rich Homie Quan's song.
It's Rich Homie Quan saying it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I take that
stop
back.
playing with Rich Homie Quan,
But
bro.
no, I heard that episode and I was like, oh shit, like, because I could tell he was low key getting upset about it. Scissorhands was. And
Well, the thing was, I didn't notice, bro, but my homie told me because he was like, hey, bro, you.
It wasn't foul though. It was Beto.
Beto, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
He was like, well, he was sitting on that couch though.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, you're saying
Tone it
that
down.
shit, yeah. So I was like,
I didn't pay attention to it because it's like you're not saying it in a bad way.
and the thing is I already say
Sometimes
it
you
a lot.
abuse it though, but yeah.
I already say that a lot. Like if I'm hanging around with, especially if I'm sipping, I'm on that. And this and that, you know, then I understand. I get like at the bars, that would happen to me all the time. Like I'll come in the club and in the bathroom or something, I'll say, oh, my nigga right there. And then there's a black person in there that's like looking at me fucked up. And I'm like, bro, obviously I didn't say it in a hateful way, as you know, but I guess I can understand, like you said, if it comes from hatred and just fucked upness, then we should all stop using it. But like you said, we should all stop using it.
Yeah, that's just me. A lot of people from like my black friends, they don't agree with that. But I'm just like, I don't, words in general don't bother me. Like you ain't gonna make me mad saying words. So I just can't care enough to like, if a white person around me say nigga, I'm gonna go put them in their place. Now, do I feel weird if I don't know you? You some random white person around me, you just saying nigga, I'm kind of like, what the fuck you on? But
It's like, I mean, it's like white folks or even like blacks calling those essays. Like,
or isn't way is a big thing too, right? Calling somebody way.
Where they get offended by that. Like, why you get offended? You know, damn well you can drop the M-bomb on a hundred fucking times, bro. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. You don't feel about it. All right, quit saying that shit amongst our own culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I've worked in a barbershop, so like the homie Julius is a prime example. We'd be rolling a blunt and the fucking N-word slips out. And then he's just, it's not that it slips out, because like I said, I say it all the fucking time. So it's not, I guess on the podcast, I realized that I didn't want his people to be like, you didn't check that motherfucker for, so that's why I even brought it up and said, look, my bad, if I don't mean it in a
Bad way. Yeah.
offensive way or whatever, but I can understand, you know, I didn't go through the oppression or whatever.
Yeah.
So
But I don't like the word has so much shit to it. So I'm just like,
I guess the way I always looked at it is like, if I say it like, that's my nigga. Like, oh yeah, bro, you my nigga. You know, I have so many Mexican homies that call their other Mexican homies their nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I mean, and if you look at it, bro, like the you know, the black culture has such a big influence that like a lot of people don't know. Like,
exactly.
like it's a big influence. Like,
Hip-hop
yeah,
culture
I've
is
never
the biggest.
said
Hip-hop,
it in
Hip hop culture is the biggest in America. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. You go to any sporting event, what do you hear? Rap music. What do they bleep out? Nigga. But what do people listen to in the car? They listen explicit. They're hearing nigga. They're hearing nigga. So naturally, it might just be, unfortunately, they just gonna come out. Like, they're gonna start saying it because it's cool. It's something everybody do. Like, that's my nigga. Like,
another thing that I would probably say is I would listen to SPM a lot. Mexican rapper.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
SPM said nigga in every fucking song. So it was like, and he was rapping with black people. Rashid was part of his crew, and he's black. And SPM is dropping a freestyle, you know, like it wasn't. We didn't look at it like as an offensive thing, you know. It's like we're just kicking it, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what's up though, that you explained that. Like
it's a different time period. Like Scissorhands probably grew up, and I feel like the older generation grew up in the Mexican versus blacks thing too.
everybody was drunk too.
Yeah,
Everybody
that
was
episode,
drunk,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like everybody was on that episode. Yeah, everybody was on one. But yeah, that was a good ass point, bro. And yeah, especially nowadays, we gotta, you know, because it's such a cancel culture and shit, and everybody wants to cancel this person, and goddamn, you know.
I just can't give a fuck enough. That's just me though.
Yeah.
I just can't give a fuck enough. Like if I'm gonna check every single person that says nigga or a word that I don't like, I'm gonna be fucking exhausted. I ain't gonna have a life. Like, I just can't do that.
Nick Cannon said some like shit that happened with, you know, Black history and shit, and he got canceled.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but he was a little reckless. He was talking about, I believe, the
Jewish, like I think it's some Jewish people, and
Islam people, and
yeah.
and he backtraced on it. So Nick Cannon's pussy with my eyes. No, he did though. He did. He was like, let me get wild and out back.
I mean,
hard for it.
There's just certain hills you don't want to die on. Like, is it really worth it? Like, that's why I'm like, certain shit I'm gonna stand by. I'm just like, this nigga thing, I'm gonna stand like,
Yeah,
if I get canceled over it, fuck it.
And right now I ain't got shit to lose, so it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you gonna do? Take my 200 views away? Like
exactly.
Yep, exactly, man. Shit. Any other questions? Any other shit y'all want to talk on?
But hold on, let me ask you, do y'all believe in cancel culture? Because I don't even really think cancel culture exists.
I don't give a fuck about cancel
that,
culture.
I don't
yeah.
think, because look at Alex Jones, it says he's canceled, but I'm like, you still go to his website, watch him. Like,
Bro,
he's not canceled.
But
I feel like if you watch the Star Report, then none of that shit. Cancel culture is really, it's about how much balls you have to say certain things and willing to stand behind.
it's
that
what
shit.
you say too, because
If
I
you
mean,
still- I feel like it's if you're willing to stand behind what you say, because you can say some shit and then be like Nick Cannon and apologize for it later, but I don't know.
But shit, cancel culture don't give a
I
fuck.
feel like,
even if you apologize.
I feel like when you
But
mention
he
the
got his
government
show
a
back,
lot.
though. Nick Cannon apologized and then he got wild and out back.
It took a minute though, but I get what you're saying. But from my understanding, I mean, it's not like just because that's the thing about cancel culture is confusing. Just because a person apologized for it doesn't mean they still don't think it or believe it. They're just publicly doing the politically
Going
correct
pussy,
thing.
basically. That's what that
Yeah.
shows. Like even Joe Rogan, whenever I guess everybody says a bag isn't gonna change but a bag will change. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, like if Spot.
I gotta check. Do they still got the Alex Jones one episode on Spotify?
I don't think so. No, I
'Cause
don't think it
when
was
he-
ever on there. I
Yeah,
think they
but-
took it off.
No, well, he's talking about the Joe Rogan one on the Joe Rogan Experience on Spotify.
Yeah,
On Spotify,
when Alex Jones was on there.
when they
Yeah,
because
from what I've seen, when they transitioned, they didn't have it on there at all. Like they took
didn't
all
have
his
I
episodes
think
off.
No, but
Cheech and
didn't he bring
Chong
him back?
either.
He did bring him back.
Right?
He did bring him back. You're right. Yeah. I'm on
yeah.
that.
So is
I
it?
guess that's
Yeah.
where it shows you that like people will
check.
compromise. I guess the realness of a show just because of the sponsors or the people that are backing it. You know, so like let's say the Half Court Podcast is fucking getting, or the Alex Taylor Show. You got Gucci Mane or somebody giving you fucking $100,000. Just you're not gonna talk shit about Gucci Mane. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
see what you're
saying?
saying. Yeah, naturally. I mean, I think with the Alex Jones episode he's talking about that's still on there. If you notice though, Joe Rogan's like constantly trying to fact check him and trying to keep him like straight. He won't
Well,
let him go.
why
off the
would you
rails.
even have him on the show if you're gonna do that? You know,
I think he was trying to prove a point. that
you
he could
already
have
know
him
what
on.
Alex Jones is and what he does.
Right.
So
Yeah.
why would you
Yeah.
have? Yeah.
I think that was it though. He was just trying to prove a point that he
just
could
give
have
that
him
man
on.
a line of coke and let him talk.
Yeah, that's honestly, I want to hear Alex Jones go to fucking rails. But that's just me because I find it entertaining hearing people talk, doing shit.
Yeah.
Like they may say
Bro,
some
that's
crazy
what.
shit, but I don't
That's
care.
what makes this podcasting shit fun. Like when you get a little reckless on the microphone, and you know, like our best episode is when I've been shit faced. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like.
Oh, exactly,
shit.
Because
Yeah.
I'll just say whatever, and we get, you know, the Scissorhands and Roy and Heck. That was those were the most epic.
Yeah, it's on
episodes.
Spotify because they were this whole thing that they were like censoring some of his
Yeah.
episodes and shit.
And
But
to be honest, I think I'll be done with all that shit once it gets to the point where like I can't be myself, because that was like the whole point of even doing this shit. Like the point.
I don't know when we became so soft, bro. When we can't say shit, man. We can't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it has to do with governments and like all that like crazy. Like you can't say shit. You'll get canceled. You'll get removed. I mean, they removed Trump. That poor man wanted to tweet some shit. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
And that's one thing. Like I don't fuck with Trump, but when they censored him, I was like, well, that
was
people
like-
like
That shows
us.
you.
I'm like,
That
wait a
shows
minute. If he can't, the president of the United States can go on Twitter and say what the fuck ever. Even if you don't fuck with him, I'm like, that's concerning for people who go on a podcast and say fuck this, fuck that, fuck this. I mean, it's really
Exactly.
concerning, but at the same time, he did agree to those terms and he did say some stupid shit. So, like, I mean, you had
Yeah,
people
like,
storming
like-
the fucking Capitol. So I was like, I don't know.
Okay, let's take it there. Do you guys think that was real, or that was staged?
That was real.
I think it was real.
I think it was
Yeah,
real.
I think it was 100% real. You had a group of people that were feeling like the government was doing something behind their back. It was rigging an election.
Okay, so
I mean,
let's do you think that the government was doing something bad? Like, was that reaction needed?
I feel like if we're being honest, when is the government not doing something bad?
Yeah.
Good one. Yep.
The government's
Yeah.
always doing some fuck shit. We just don't know to the
The
extent.
president is selected, not elected. That's another
exactly.
sure.
And then there's all these people, especially Trump supporters. Most of them are idiots, bro. Like they're just blind. Like, why are you guys talking about Biden? Why are you ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Like being proud of your president. They're like, bro, we elected him to do a job, not to like praise him and shit. Like that's what
Go ahead.
No, that's just what I feel like. Like, why you guys idolize Trump so much when it's like he's there to do a job? Like, he ain't no fucking celebrity. Well, everybody knows his ass, but he ain't a fucking like somebody to be praised. He's just there to do a goddamn job, and that's it. Like,
well, it's because he was saying everything that they couldn't say publicly. He made it cool.
He liked the applause and like.
Yeah, he made it cool to go out there and say crazy shit.
Propaganda is really what it comes down to. Like, there's an idea in people's head of like being a patriot and an American, and Trump lighted that fire in people, which he knows how to do. He knows how to get people's reaction. This motherfucker was in the WWE. He had reality TV shows, so he's gonna say what needs to be said to cause hype and shit.
He's very intelligent. You gotta look at you can call him dumb, hate him, but that's an intelligent motherfucker. He can go on a TV screen, millions of people, and know how to get them going just in a few sentences.
Yeah.
So you got to give him props on that one. But no, I just think with like the conservative Republican Party, they just wanted to tie themselves to such a strong base, and like you said, they wanted to flaunt it, which was weird. I was like, I ain't never seen a period of time people flaunted the president so much. Even Obama, I thought it was a big thing in the black community and shit. But even then, I didn't see Obama fucking flags. I didn't see people going all out Obama
come
like
on,
this.
Stop it. We had Young Jeezy with the
I did
my
see that.
president
Yeah,
is black,
yeah.
my Lambo's blue.
But you can't lie, bro. I be driving down the street to this day. I see Trump flags everywhere.
Yeah.
I see people in their yards, Trump flags. And that's what I'm saying. We're in like such a polarizing political climate. I know people right now that have blocked other people over political affiliation. Like,
I remember when the whole
right
Trump thing started, I stopped cutting a couple motherfuckers' hair because I was like, "Oh, you voted for Trump, motherfucker? Fuck you."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That nigga's trying to get me deported, and you're voting for him, and I'm cutting your hair.
Did you ask him why he voted for Trump?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't
Think
give a
about
Because it could have been one of the like plans, maybe.
I didn't give a fuck. If you're trying to get me deported, I don't give a fuck what you're.
But see, I mean,
I don't care if you're looking at the tax brackets. If you're looking at, if it's hurting me, it's fuck you. You know.
Yeah, I mean.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Look, like the standpoint you're giving, those people that are voting for Trump are giving that same standpoint. You voted for Biden, don't care no why. Fuck you. Now people have
like,
legit
I guess
reasons,
the way I looked at it is like it's hurting your shit that you're pushing into the office is hurting my dream and my me personally is fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like even if there's things that I agree with you on, nah, bro, you're trying to fuck up my whole situation. So I can't. As much as I want to fuck with you, I can't fuck with you because you're.
But a lot of people that say that shit. I'm not saying it's you, but a lot of people blew their fucking money when they got the stimulus check because he's one of the only presidents.
No, I'm not talking about stimulus check. I'm talking about he wanted to get he wanted to get rid of the Dream Act. He wanted to get people deported. Like he wasn't favoring me at all. Like during the Trump administration, every fucking day I was like, I might get deported today. Right now, this motherfuckers might kill us with the vaccine or some shit, but at least
But every president has his thing. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what I'm saying,
Obama wasn't the best. Biden's not the best. He gave me a
Dream Act, so I was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Trump was against me, so of course I'm gonna be against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck do I look like saying, yeah, go Trump when he's trying to deport all my people? Nah, it's fuck Trump.
Like,
you know?
Well, this might sound odd, but I've always looked at politics as nothing personal. It's business.
Right, exactly.
Like, and I know that sounds weird. But like, cause I have family members on my mom's side that had the potential of getting deported. My mom talked to me about this shit, and I'm like, what? Like, that don't even sound right in my head. Like, I grew up with them my whole life. You tell me they can randomly go out to get sent back? She's like, yeah. But I've always, now I can go out and say I hate Trump. True, don't like him, whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, that's this politics and the big government is just business.
And see, I never said fuck Trump. I just knew that.
And at the end of the day,
I knew that was the op. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the op, nigga. I'm not gonna go on Facebook and say fuck Trump or make a song called "Fuck Donald Trump" just to get hype, which was what it was. YG don't give a fuck.
It's just you're not gonna vote for him or care about it.
Yeah, or if he fucking, I'm not even gonna go that far, but
yeah.
If that nigga fucking slips down the stairs and
I mean, it's one of those where it's like the motherfucker had a lot of stuff against like, you know, the Dream Act and shit, but it's like Like,
let me put it this way, bro. Let's say Alex here.
yeah.
There's a lot of things I like about him. Cool motherfucker. But he's like, I want to get rid of Darwin. He can go back to Puerto Rico. Off top, I'm like, damn, Alex is cool as fuck. Shit, I could start a podcast with that nigga. No, you know what I'm saying? But that's off top. I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, you're against this nigga Darwin. No matter how many things we agree on, I can't fuck with you, bro.
Cause yeah,
Which
I mean,
is how I feel with Trump. There's a lot of things I agree with with him, but the big one
was that. I mean, yeah,
like you're trying to get rid of my people. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
And then like people, you're cutting their hair and shit, and you fuck with them. And if they're like they vote for Trump, you taking it as all right. So fuck me. Yeah, I get what you mean. I understand what you're saying. I understand.
Yeah,
but it's weird though. Like his base felt like, you know,
like one of my homie, like Puerto Rican, like he voted for Trump, and I was fucking pissed. I was like, why would you do that? But he explained. You know, because I asked the why behind it instead of being like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of my closest homies too. So I was like, why? And he said something about like some kind of shit that would benefit him.
exactly.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, he's like, I'm really against the whole immigrant shit.
So
because it's
basically
like,
what you're saying at that point is that whatever benefit is giving you is fuck me. So that's how I feel about that situation. If you feel that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, he's getting rid of all the Mexicans and the immigrants.
But at the end of the day, like,
but I'm going to get a $1,400 stimulus check. Fuck you. You know, that's how I feel.
like, it's like his vote won't make a difference. Like, yeah, he's clearly like voted for him and shit, but it's like more of like,
it's not about the vote. It wasn't about the vote for me. It's about the mentality, nigga. Like, just like, oh, okay. So if it really came down to life or death,
because regardless,
thing,
bro,
the way you're looking at it is like, oh,
regardless of the candidates we had, either way it was gonna be South. You know what I'm saying? At least like, you know, we could say the Hispanics won this battle because he tried to do shit. But he couldn't. Trump.
he tried to do stuff for us.
No, like take away from you. Like he tried to take away the DACA shit, and like it got denied.
I mean, bro, just look at it though. The mental stress that you have to go through when that's happening.
Right.
I'm going to barber school. I'm starting businesses. I'm doing all this shit and knowing that next week, immigration might be at my door because they got all my information.
Yep.
So to me, niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about nothing else. Like you're no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That's just how I.
Yeah.
And now, as like hard it is, though, you got to still try to be objective about the whole thing. Now, I get where you're coming from, but like keeping a buck, Biden's president right now. There's kids in cages, so it's like you got to look at it like you said, we had no other fucking options, anyways. Now, I do think Trump was headed south no matter what, though. It was going to be worse for Hispanics. But what's weird to me is, like I was going to say earlier, is like his base think that Mexicans coming here taking jobs, they don't pay taxes, they don't do this. So, like, they feel like how you do, but the opposite. And it's, like, weird that how that happens. Because, like, for people that are here off of, like, DACA or whatever it may be, I always, like I asked you earlier, I was, like, confused. I'm like, how the fuck do you live on now in the back of your mind all the time that somebody can just take me back home where I don't have a life because you built everything here? Like, the fuck is that feeling like? Yep. So, like, from that standpoint, I'm like a human being. Like, fuck no.
It's
like,
survival mode at that point, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Not no, like, oh, yeah. Like, basically at that point, that's when you really saw, like, okay, that's how I looked at it. Like, yeah, bro, you voted for that nigga. I can't. As much as I like everything else about you, I can't fuck with you, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, trust me, same thing, bro. Like, I got my girl at the time had DACA and shit. She was worried. Like, you know, I was like, shit ain't happen. Like, if we got to go to Guatemala, fuck it, we going. You feel me? Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it didn't happen. We won the fight, you know what I'm saying? So it's like business. All right, fuck that nigga, get him out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, at this point, it's like, I feel like no matter who's at the office, bro, there's certain things that a president can do.
There's a bigger battle than that, to be honest, than the whole immigration shit. But with me, was like, damn, I can't move forward with this nigga in office. That's the fact. So let's get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
But like you said, that's one thing I've accepted with politics. It's a bigger battle than just who's at the top. It's the people who voted for them. It's the people's ideology and what they really think.
And probably, like, if we really want to take it to that conspiracy theory level or whatever the fuck, Donald Trump is just a puppet. And like we said before, the president is selected, not elected.
No,
So
for sure.
there's a group of bigger people up there just.
The Freemasons.
Yeah. The Rothschilds family, the big billionaire families that run there. That's one thing. I remember getting in trouble. I was in American federal government class, and the teacher's like talking to us about voting. I said, what the fuck, me voting? If I vote for whoever, that millionaire who has the governor's phone number calls him and says, hey, you need to make sure to vote this way or pass this bill. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't care. Why would they care about me writing a letter, being mad? Like, they don't give a fuck.
What boggles my mind is that as American people, we still think that shit matters. And we still watch the debate. And we still argue about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad this shit didn't turn into the chaos we thought it was going to be, you know,
To be honest with you, I think something worse going to happen, though. I
mean,
I think something.
Hey, my guy Dizzy Wright said it. Something's about to happen. They're not telling us about it.
Yeah. Well, I heard today they're talking about, they investigated and they want to bomb the State of the Union address, like the Capitol. So I think something else is going to happen.
Man, it's, at least at the time of like inauguration and shit, like I thought it was going to be complete chaos. Like,
I thought he was going to get clapped on camera. I thought a nigga was going to shoot him on camera.
Bro, you know how many people said that about Obama? That he was going to get clapped like the first 3 months and like it never...
I don't think, but
which is with the Biden thing. I'm just saying they stormed the Capitol like not that far before.
That's why I thought he was finna get. I think all that shit was fake.
Hey, we might get censored and shit, but fuck it, you know. But I don't think there's anybody.
Hey, no, I said on my shit. I'm like, I'm watching this TV. I thought a bullet hole was gonna go through that nigga head.
I don't know if there's somebody capable of that, unless it's like the CIA or some shit. But hey, allegedly.
Dang,
we go back to that, you know.
I'm just saying, bro.
Like, I don't know. I feel like there's either somebody in that range that controls that shit that is like, man.
I honestly just feel like it's out of our control. So that's why I try to find the best strain of weed. Just find that fucking those good 3 songs that I can bump all day that I really love. And I don't really be giving a fuck about nothing else. I'm just
you smoke, bro, or you stop?
No, I stopped.
You stopped too. So you're a sober motherfucker.
I've been sober as hell for a while. It's actually pretty healthy. Like I like it a lot. Have you taken a break off of marijuana?
I tried, but I'd be flipping the fuck out. So I'll just take my ass to the dispensary and calm my dumb ass down.
Hey, at least, bro, like he's gotten good with the liquor cut and like the alcohol in general, because this motherfucker was reckless.
I was sipping every day.
Reckless, bro. Like
fucked up every day,
bro.
Just
like
every day, probably.
So now
Tuesday.
it's more like
I might take like a day off during the week, but I was going hard,
bro, for real. Like
I was sipping.
Reckless.
If I could sniff a little something, I'd sniff a little something.
Well, that's how it was. I was smoking weed every day, and I got big too because I was eating and shit. And just that was not good, so I had to take a break.
It's not, man, but I think it's like I don't know if it's a culture thing or what the fuck it is, because I used to be super against partying and doing all that shit, but then I got in the loop and I was like, it doesn't sound so bad just kicking it with the homie till
I remember
3
too. Yeah, I remember, bro. I would be like, bro, let's go out and shit, just some chill shit, and it was very hard to get you out, bro. And then when you fucking, just
once I started going out,
got it out of the cocoon, bro, it was no going back.
My dad today, he was talking about, he's like, I think I had COVID like back before this shit happened. He's like, you don't remember? I was all fucked up. I was like, Dad, I don't remember a lot. He was like, damn, I could have fucking died and you wouldn't even know. And to keep it a buck, there was a time where I was just lost, bro. I was just fucking just getting fucked up, and basically I didn't want to like face the reality, so I'd be like, yeah,
let's go drink.
Let me get that bottle, or let me,
Man, I hate those, like when we get into those phases and shit.
And then I'm a real like fuck it person when I get drunk, so I kind of like it. It's weird. It's like it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm scared to get really drunk though, because I feel like I don't hold back already. So I'm like, if I drink, I feel like I'm really gonna peel a layer back, and I'm really gonna say fuck it
on 2 times and shit.
This
you know what I'm saying?
Gotten into it. Well, beyond one just being too vocal and like fuck it. This chest box, nigga.
Yeah. I know, because it's really like my mouth. Like I just be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get whatever fuck in my brain, like just saying it. Because I like banter. I like to talk shit and have fun. But if it turn, I've never had it where it turn physical. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't want to turn physical. I ain't gonna be able to fucking do. Did y'all see that fucking wrestler, the OU football player that got thrown on the ground? They had to replace his eye.
For real?
There's an OU football players fighting this wrestler in the bathroom at Logies in Norman.
Yeah, bro, them white boys be wild in Logies.
They do be wild in Logies. I'll be there. I'll be wilding. Luckily though, it's like they're so deep into that OU college culture, and they don't really fuck with niggas over there. So we all good.
They probably won't clap a motherfucker.
No, they ain't gonna do nothing.
But they'll be going crazy like, "Fuck you, Brandon."
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. But he chunked that motherfucker.
Chill.
They be tripping out there. They be trying to get down. I'm like, bro, y'all motherfuckers. No, they don't. I'm like, y'all.
And the thing about Norman is that you don't have the hallway of cops like you do in Bricktown. So in Bricktown, when you go there, all the cops are like
lined up. Yeah.
In Norman, you don't have that. So it's like you have more room to.
The football player got slammed and lost his eye.
They say he was about to lose it. Like, they luckily saved the motherfucker. The orthopedic surgeon did it, and he said, "Luckily, I was able to save his eye." He fucking.
So you think that's gonna affect him?
That motherfucker.
He's an OU football player.
OU football player. He grabbed that motherfucker, and you see him. He threw that.
But man, you can't fuck with wrestlers, bro. That's why Khabib is undefeated, bro. Like his main thing is wrestling. Like them motherfuckers are strong, bro.
I hang out with a lot of wrestlers. All my friends are wrestlers. And I go out with them. I tell them niggas, anything happen, I'm not touching. I'm not doing shit because I know y'all motherfuckers. You walk around with killers, really. Like they know how to fuck you up.
It's technique, bro. It's technique.
Snap your neck and
like, I'm keeping my distance. So I ever get in the fight, like as soon as he slams me, you won, bro. Come on, chill. I ain't trying to get my neck snapped or like an arm broken or some shit.
If I'm about to get down, I'm gonna have a shooter right behind me. You know what I'm talking about? In case I get knocked the fuck out.
I feel you. I always tell. I'm like, I'm not I don't advocate violence in them. But I'm like, look, if you live you too big or you're a wrestler, I'm gonna shoot you. Like that's what it's gonna come down to. I'm gonna have to fucking shoot you. Cause there's some big niggas that be walking around muscle bound niggas, boxers and wrestlers.
Bro, that's cute.
Thank you, bro. Like I'm not like you have to get shot. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Man,
that's hilarious.
This nigga Foul was at the pool hall, and then he's all about to hit that. You know what I'm talking about?
The boxing the little
He's all getting into it. He's like, he runs up and misses that shit like boom, and then he comes up to the camera. He's like, yeah, that's why they call me Trigger because I shoot niggas.
That's a good way to save an embarrassing moment, bro. That's smart.
He's like, yeah, that's why they call me Trigger, because I shoot niggas.
Paul said that shit. What the fuck?
Hilarious.
That's fucking hilarious, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man. The thing with fighting, bro, is like, yeah, I can throw hands and shit, but it's like, I try to avoid it because, like, there's always a way that, like, I've seen people die, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember there was this, like, I seen this video, bro. They're boxing and shit, bro. Bro, this nigga hit him, bro. Boom. Fell on the ground, died. Like right here.
Not just that too, bro. Like, yeah, you can get killed that way. And then like he said, like let's say right now I'm feeling myself. And then somebody says something that, whatever, bro. I'll flip out on them. I know I'm going to beat the fuck out of them. But then they have a gun.
Or the homie comes from the back
or
and
they
boom.
got a knife.
Yeah,
because I've had that happen at Pink Parrot before. Nigga pulls out a knife and I'm like, oh, I was ready to fight, but I don't know how to fight with
somebody with a knife. Yeah.
So it's like for sure.
Always avoid it because it's like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I just look at it as like, and I'm sure y'all can relate. Like this fight, or whatever it may be, it might get taken further than this.
Exactly.
So I don't want that to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, bro.
Because we all got them friends or family, just them ties. It's like we fight and something happened to me. It's gonna go further than just me and you throwing hands. So I don't want that to happen.
Which is what I'm saying. Like that's where the whole shooting things comes down to. Like the whole King Von situation. He was squaring up, I believe, with Quando Rondo, and his homie was like, "Nigga, you ain't about to hit my homie."
Exactly.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Because you don't really know who you fucking with. That's when people like when road rage. I'm like, y'all trip. You don't know who in that car.
Exactly.
You don't know what ties they got. Bro, who they are.
That's crazy that you say that. Because earlier today, I was going down my street and I'm like,
it's easy to get pissed.
I was coming here and I was late, so I was already gonna be on some like, just pull in front of them and be like, "Hey, what the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? On some, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what? There's no need for that right now. I'm chilling. I'm about to go to the liquor store, get me this bottle. I basically thought about why am I gonna get all fucking
rattled up and shit.
Yeah, like this nigga might just be looking for an address and he's not thinking about who's behind him.
That's a good way to think about it. Yeah.
What road rage for a slight second there, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know?
Yeah. I mean, who was the homie that got shot? Because he was being all.
Oh, so the homie Joel.
You don't have to say his name.
Shout out to Joel.
But that story that.
Yeah, basically, bro, he's a big, hefty guy. He gets out of the car and starts talking shit, as a Tlacuitapa, Jalisco nigga would. He started talking shit to a little nigga, and the little guy said, "All right," got out the truck and pop,
hit him in the legs.
Popped him in the leg, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, at the end of the day, it's the homie, but I'm like, bro, you're a big ass nigga, like. Even me, I'm kind of big, and I think twice about fighting you. So imagine a little 120-pound little dude.
He's gonna be like,
I would have shot your ass too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Shit, you gotta think twice about shit like that.
Man, that camera's tripping, bro. We gonna have to get our A73, A72, or whatever the fuck.
That's a big bag to drop on that motherfucker too. Like 2,300.
Bro, I'm not even gonna
Go
talk.
out there and get it back.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
I definitely want that bitch. That bitch is a beast, but fuck, bro. I saw my whole
So
bank
now that
account
we're
right
nerding out, tell the people what your setup is looking like. The podcasting people.
What am I using? I'm using that. I told you that Sony ZV-1, a Lumix G7, I think, and then
So you got 3.
Hey, pay attention, podcasters, because you guys hit us up all the time. So this is
I sold that
perfect
motherfucker. I sold that motherfucker.
You did?
Because the 30-minute limit. Since I'm by myself, I can't restop that.
The 2 are unlimited.
Yeah,
The 2
basically.
you got.
They
Okay,
go.
bad,
They've capped out like.
You haven't
an hour.
hit this one, huh?
Is it still recording?
Yes.
That one doesn't have a limit, right?
That doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'll export that shit. I'm like, damn, AV only got 2 clips of my shit. So I'm not a big fan of the wide angle. I like the close up because it kind of feels more like.
You talking about this one?
Well, that was the wide one, yeah.
Yeah, you talking about that one?
Yeah, this
Okay.
one, that has a limit. Both of these motherfuckers have a limit.
Keeps running.
Yeah, that one keeps
Yeah,
running.
so I think I'm gonna get that my third one.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm using 4 Sennheiser microphones, and then that's it. A MacBook Pro for my laptop. I got a Yamaha mixer, which I think you can go with the Rode or Yamaha. Zoom came out with one called a P8. It's just like it's a competitor for the Rode that just came out. So much routes you can
Zoom
go
is
now.
taking advantage of. Is that the same brand of the Zoom calls, right?
I actually don't know. I was wondering the same fucking thing.
Huh.
I was wondering, but no, you should
Taking
see it though.
advantage.
It's just like the Rode Podcaster, but it's a newer version.
Yeah.
And they put it as a competitor, but that motherfucker nice. Then they got like a P4. It's like
Got
this
more
small.
buttons in this motherfucker? I like this one because it's simple. Like, it
No,
tells me
that's what I'm saying. Though.
exactly
They're like,
what to do. Like,
it's competitors, so you can go either way. But they got another one I seen at Best Buy. It's like small too, like this small.
yeah.
4 microphone inputs, 4 headphone jacks, and it's this small, and it's like $200. You
Damn.
can put an SD card and travel with that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
There's so many ways people can podcast right now.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do it. But I'm just kidding. But there's so much of motherfuckers out here.
Yeah.
So much motherfuckers.
Yeah, because those big fucking panels with all these buttons. I'm like, do you need all that shit?
Yeah.
You
No,
know
I
what I'm
have
saying?
that shit. I don't need it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you really want to get technical, you could do it. But there's no need for all that shit.
Like, I feel
no
like,
need.
I still need to work on the echoing and shit because you can hear a little bit of echo, but shit, I ain't an audio engineer. Fuck that.
Johnny,
We got a couple of sound.
No, I'll
but-
send you. There's some
but-
sound panels I got. The motherfuckers are legit. I'll
Yeah.
send it to you. They're like real thick ones. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, there's so much ways people can podcast now. It's cool. I encourage people to do it. Like I have a lot of people hit me up asking the same shit. Like,
Right.
what equipment you use? How can I start? I'll tell them and shit. But I'm like, this market gonna get so to the point.
Well,
where I'm like,
bro,
Okay, pay attention.
Look.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, let them do because it's like the same with
Yes.
YouTube. Like, how do I start YouTube? But all right, I'll tell you, I'll give you all the insights, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
Look, this is a
I know you ain't gonna be consistent with it.
similar
because you gonna-
analogy. How do you lose weight, bro?
yeah.
Similar analogy. Yep.
I'll tell you exactly how to lose weight, bro. I'll tell you my whole workout. I'll tell you everything I eat. I'll tell you what time I go to the gym. But you still gotta do it.
You gotta execute.
Yeah.
And
So
they'll
it's
do
like-
it. Trust me, they'll do the 1 or 2 episodes or whatever. Like, they'll start
That's
the YouTube.
why I salute the fuck out of you, bro. Because I know that the struggle of you're at 100 and how many
I'm
podcasts?
at 110 right now.
110 podcasts. So that people don't understand the amount of grind and sacrifice. And
Yeah, bro. So I think
like
those.
you said, there's days where you don't feel like doing it. There's days where you come on the mic and you're talking shit and you're because that's who it is. That's who you are. That's who, you know, and I can relate to that, bro. Like, it's for sure.
I feel you, though. I'll tell people the equipment, every fucking thing, detail they need to do it, and they don't do it. So, I mean, you're right. That's why I tell everyone. Yeah, I know. The ones that do it, though, I'm always behind them. Like, shit, come on my show. Let's work each other. But I know y'all probably have a bang of people hit y'all up and don't end up fucking doing it.
Yeah, I mean, people starting, like I said, I'll give them the insight. They'll do it. But then it's like, what happened, man? Like, I had my homie in Dallas. They started one and they were doing good as shit, but they did like probably 4. And they was bumping heads. It's a lot of work for them, too.
It's one of those things where if you don't get traction, you might get disappointed.
Exactly.
So
that's
like, bro, I feel like when we started this shit, we weren't even looking at like the numbers or we're just chopping it up, having a good time, learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this shit goes on for 3 hours, it goes on for 3 hours. If it goes on because there's been times where at like the hour mark, I'm like, let's wrap it up. This shit is whack. But I feel like that's really what's going to do it, is just like loving it sounds corny as fuck, but loving it and then getting better. I'm not going to lie, bro, because getting better makes it more exciting.
More rewarding.
Yeah.
So like now it's like I'm working all day and then I know that I'm going to pull up to the podcast. It's like a different vibe here. So like we got the canvases, we got the Friday image back there. We have so it's like, that makes it way more funner. Like our guest coming in and signing that fucking wall and like just seeing the office and they're like, oh, I'm on a podcast. That to me is what makes it
the experience
fun and the experience. I could give a fuck about the 100 views or 200 views. Because I do have people that hit me up and they're like, damn, bro, your podcast only is getting 200 views, 300 views. But I'm like, I'm not tripping, bro. Like, have I asked you for money to fucking pay for the rent or buy a microphone?
Exactly.
I look at it too. Like when you find your passion, no one can tell you shit. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Once you're passionate about something, you find your purpose. Who the fuck can tell you anything?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody, like you said, somebody hit you up like, oh, you only got 100 views, but it's like, my nigga, this is my passion. I love it. Like, fuck you. Like,
for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Like you said, y'all coming here, y'all. That's one thing I take pride in. You know, I'm like, nigga, I paid for microphones, every fucking camera, everything getting paid for.
Your shirt.
And you're doing it, bro. You fucking doing it. Like, doing it. So I'm why like, your homies waking up to McDonald's and shit. You could have been
fucking with a girl on a date or something.
Who knows what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's one thing I was going to bring up. You know, people coming on podcasts, it's interesting to see how, like, because it's normal for us to do this shit. Niggas be, like, really excited and happy. I'm like, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You're making their fucking day. Like, they love it.
And it's wild because it'll be people that, like, for example, my homie Cave. He is like, he has a tattoo shop with like 15 artists. He's a talented fucking artist that I've looked up to for years, like since he was doing graffiti in the creeks and shit. So to see that when he came on the podcast, he was nervous. I was like, we're doing something, bro. Because this is not your average ass motherfucker. Like, this dude has been out here grinding. Yeah. He's perfected his craft.
And he's well known.
Yeah, he's like in the city, bro. Everybody would want to get a tattoo by Cave. So for him to be nervous coming into the podcast and like, that's when it's like, okay, this is the shit that
it's fulfilling for real. Someone walks in the studio, put the headphones on, and sometimes I can tell they're trying to hide their excitement, but I could tell they looking around like, oh shit, and then they restart reposting the clips. You can tell it's like they was on TV.
They'll do this one like,
they be trying to post shit. Yeah.
Like.
Oh, you haven't seen, huh? I was over here like,
shit.
And that's that, bro.
And that's what I live for. It's a one hell of a feeling, bro. Even when like you, for example, you come and chop it up. Like we have people just come here and chop it up in their post, like boom, like they'll take a video and shit, like I'm here and shit, like that's cool, bro. Like that's cool. Like we had Danny Beats. I seen him post from him. You know what I'm saying? Marco.
Everybody that's like up here is like, oh hell yeah, this is tight. So it's like, all the views and all the money and all that shit, like we're doing it because we have to, you know, like of course everything we do is for some sort of money. So like we would love for you guys to hit that little cash app in the corner. That way we can go out and go to fucking Baton Rouge and shoot some shit with Tech, or go down to Houston and find fucking Sauce Walker, or you know, like right now we can't do shit like that because we gotta work and then we gotta come do the podcast. So If y'all help us help you, we'll keep you entertained. You know,
exactly.
That's basically what it comes down to.
Bro. And that all goes back to, you know, creating that community, man. It's like.
And shout out to the fucking sponsors too, man, because that's people that believed in us, like, that put money into us that didn't have to. Like, that's just.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? That right there, fucking Supreme Barbering, Fine Touch Painting, Q Palace, Unlimited Fence, like that. Those people right there were. You guys made us see that, oh shit, we can monetize this podcast. You know, they didn't think about it twice either. They were like, yeah, we fuck with what you're doing. Here's a little check, you know.
Now, what was it like for y'all? Like, cause I know for me too, I'm like mind blown. Like, you ain't got to really ask no more for people to come on. Like, I know y'all probably have people just hit you up,
bro.
and it's like sometimes
overwhelming,
I'm too far
bro.
ahead. I'm like, bro, I can't schedule this 2 months ahead. Like, it's gonna be fucking a fuck ton of episodes.
This is what I've been telling people on the Instagram is like, okay, so hit us up. Go ahead and hit us up because you never know. So like, if you hit us up, I'm gonna go to your page, and then if I see that you're dropping quality content and it's something that I feel like our audience will
like or gravitate to,
and you have something to offer,
then I'm gonna skip you. Like Austin, we had him on the last episode. He hit me up, and he skipped the line because he had content. I went to his page. He had fucking good quality content. I know that this guy is on it. And then he hit me up once, and then he hit me up again. Like, bro, it was weird too, because it was like at 10, 11 at night. And he hit me up with a message and was like, bro, I really feel like we need a collab. Like, you guys have similar minds and this and that. Like, let me know what's up. So, bam, got him on before.
And he was tapped in, because there's people that, like, they see the clips and this and that, but they're not tapped in, because we, like, some of them, like, I'll put them on the spot, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm tapped in. So have you seen this episode? Oh, no, I haven't seen it. Have you seen this one? No. Like, but he was tapped in. So, like, he had the content, and I feel like it was beneficial, too.
Yeah,
you know,
it was one of those where I felt the vibe off top, bro, because he was real genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, I looked at what he was doing. It was fitness. It's helping people out. So what he's doing is he's reaching out to other people so he can spread out that message.
Right.
His
story is pretty cool, too.
Good.
His story is pretty.
This guy is not out here pushing drugs, or he's telling people you need to work out. You need to fucking, you know, if you want to be an athlete, I can help you out. So why not have him on right now? Like,
yeah.
Have y'all denied someone? Like, or is there, or what would someone have to do to like y'all be like,
okay,
no.
This is what it's not denying. It's like, bro, like, just build your portfolio up. So like, if you're gonna hit us up and you still don't have, like, you got to look at the people that we do have on. That's people that are like working 100+ podcasts. You know what I'm saying? P-Wop and N7, they fucking. They did Eddie. A lot, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all niggas had Stevie Clark on. They were Neighborhood Barbie right after. Before I was like, damn, these niggas ain't playing. I was like,
and see, bro, that right there is me just I'm looking at. I'm on Instagram, like, okay, who can I fucking? I hit him up and I'm like, hey, that name. I think I even got her name wrong the first time. I was like,
Neighborhood
but
Barbie?
not only that, bro, and it's like without even like that happening, like. GQ, bro. Shout out to Turn Me Up, GQ.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, he was excited to be on the podcast, and it was like, damn, bro.
Like when he came in, he basically told us, like, yeah, I told Barbie that she needed to come on this podcast.
Bro.
So it's like, bro, we don't need, like.
It was, bro. Because
it's
I would hear that
real
shit.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
I hear
these talented ass people are fucking with the movement.
So yeah, bro, we at the moment, bro, I feel like it's once a week is good for us because we have normal jobs and shit. And we want to do more. Like, we want to do more to the point where it's like 3 times a week or some shit. But, bro, do I want to put that shit on myself? Like,
I mean, if y'all hit that Cash App, we'll do that shit every day.
Like, doing like a Patreon or something would be dope. I've thought about that. Like, uncensored, unfiltered. Like, just real me talking shit, not holding back. Like, someone
I think what we need to, like, for that, bro, I feel like once you have those 1,000 loyal followers, like, that's when I think it's the time. Because that's like if you think about it, if you think about it, like, that's, like, you can sell merch. And if you get 1,000 people buying a $25 shirt or whatever, like, and then, like, subscribing to your Patreon and shit, like, that's, you're good. You're good with that. You can live off of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What's interesting, that's all it takes. You said, like, GQ said that, Neighborhood Barbie needed to come through here. I remember like that time we spoke. I think you came on my show. That's what you said. You said I want our podcast to be where when rappers come through here, people come through, they come on my show.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You telling me that now. He said, I'm like, that's crazy. It's full circle.
So it's yeah, bro. It's a very
that
overwhelming.
Corny shit, the whole manifestation and all that. Like this podcast is a example of what that is, because like we've literally put in everything in here. Like it's not, we didn't have no money, you know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Rashad, he gave us a discount on the fucking canvases. Like my dad built a desk for us at a discounted rate. Like
it all, yeah, bro.
You
Eddie
know,
with the damn wall.
Eddie
like,
helped
shout
us
out
build
to
the wall.
Eddie for the wall.
Like
So
we got
it's
this shit at the flea market.
It's all about
here,
relationships and networking. I think that's what, like, because we've always been A1 with all these people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and coming through with our word is really like what it comes down to on here. Because it's like, if people are gonna be our sponsors, like, okay, they know that we're gonna push their shit like we push our brand, you know. So it's like, it's just awesome to see that our friends are actually like, damn, yeah, invested, and then they're like, they push us. They're like, damn, bro, like y'all could have a TV channel, you know, like they're not on some like, oh, you're charging like for slots on your show, you know?
Yeah, no, and people are like,
oh,
we had people hit us up, bro, like, oh, how much to get on? How much to get on? It's like, it's not about that, bro. Like, if that was the case, shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's not about that. It's like,
what are your thoughts on monetization?
I think like seeing Joe Budden and them do the Patreon deal, and he was talking about how they made so much money within like a week compared to like YouTube AdSense. I'm thinking like, why not if you're him? But even if y'all like putting out 2 hours worth of content a week for free, if y'all did a little bit more, y'all could charge. Like you said, the Cash App at the bottom, like why not? You're entertaining people. You're taking time out your schedule. Like right now, one of us, like I could be at work, you know what I'm saying, making some bread. But I'm doing this, or I'm doing my own show, whatever it may be. So like that's for y'all too. Y'all could be doing something on the side.
And at the end of the day, we're not forcing you. We're not. It's just there. If you have those $20 you're gonna spend on whatever the fuck that, you know, you can just throw them to the little Half Court podcast. So
exactly, man, exactly. Yeah, it's all it's been crazy, bro, and it's just full throttle from here and keep growing, bro. That's what I mean.
Okay, so how? Because I'm gonna be quite honest with you. There's times where I get tired of this shit.
Well, I
don't want to listen to no guest. I want to talk. I was excited about today's episode. That's why I stopped by the liquor store and grabbed that Crown bottle, and because today was an episode where we're gonna talk shit and we're just gonna chill. Because like you said, when you have a guest, I'm not gonna ask you something that's gonna like hurt your brand, or like when we had Alex Saucedo, he was like probably our biggest guest at the time, but I was nervous to ask him questions because he's a professional boxer making a bag. He's not just getting likes, he's getting a fucking bag.
Nigga was on ESPN like boxing.
He's signed to Top Rank, bro. So that's if I asked the wrong question, I would hate to like get him in some shit or. So as like having guests, sometimes I get tired of it because I'm like, damn, we can't just be reckless.
So that's so like when y'all did that Telemundo interview, did that concern y'all? Like the fact that y'all on here doing what the fuck ever, saying what the fuck ever.
Nah, it's like you reached out to us.
Oh, they did reach out to y'all. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, in the back of your head, did y'all get not concerned, but like, did y'all like, damn, dude, maybe we need to change the direction, or
nah,
my mom gets scared because she says that. She's like, again, back to the illegal immigrant shit. She's like, don't say something that's gonna get your ass sent back. But I'm like, Mom, look, like, if I gotta start the Half Court Podcast Mexico,
fuck it, bro. I got no problem with that.
That'd be cool.
My nigga Darwin has a green card. He can come down, you know.
Shit, boy. Best believe, bro.
You too. Alexander Taylor. All my homies got papers. That's all my homies got papers. And then was that donor probably already over there? So
yeah, bro.
Shout out to Wally.
With that, we never had that mentality. It's like they're interviewing us, so that's cool. Like that was a humbling experience. But we're like, the podcast is the podcast. I think that's what made us. So why change it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I'm just always curious. I'm like, obviously, you know, speaking this into existence, we're gonna grow. Like, our podcast gonna grow. So it's like, damn it. Because think like a Joe Rogan. I'm like, damn it, at some point, is that gonna happen to me where I'm gonna fucking scale back because of some money? I hope not, but like, Who can you say that to the Joe Rogan? You know, like
if you go back to the episode where me and Darwin were, it was just me and Darwin, and we were talking. It was when Joe Rogan had just made the switch to the Spotify thing. This is what I said. I said, if Joe Rogan was to sell out at this moment right now, I'm not mad at him because he's already created 1,000-something episodes.
Yeah.
So let's say within these next 100 episodes, the Joe Rogan podcast goes down to the ground and nobody's watching it anymore. He already got what he deserves out of it. He deserves that bag. So even if his show, if you don't like the set, okay.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga already gave you 1,000 episodes. What else do you want? You know what I'm saying? If he became a millionaire off of that, then and his show is over the next week, fuck it, bro. He already created something that's like monumental and legendary. So
I think it's just because listeners, they have a tie to the podcast, or to wherever it may be, the entertainment, emotionally. So they feel like Joe Rogan cheating them. But in reality, he looking out for himself. Because you're right. If the nigga get canceled next week, he got a bag. He's fine the rest of his life.
But people aren't looking at the times when he was on episode 3 and he was fucking figuring out how to keep the lights on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, well, that's when his best episodes were out. But, nigga, he was hungry. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
We're rappers. We do that shit all the time. I do that shit all the time. Oh, he used to... he's not the same Wiz Khalifa as he used to. Of course he's not, nigga. He's fucking literally drinking champagne, fucking bitches every day. Like that's what he's rapping about. You know, he's not in the fucking.
I guess people are just afraid of the change. I guess
and jealous like, too. And jealous. Because all he talks about now is good weed and bad bitches. Like you're just mad because you don't got good weed and bad bitches, bro. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And what else is he gonna talk about? He already talked about the struggle. So
I don't know, man. I just be you. At the end of the day, be you, and fuck it, bro. Just at the end of the day, we all do this shit because we love it, and shit, we also trying to get a bag, man.
Yeah,
fuck it.
I look like y'all watch Star. I watch him, and I'm like, I aspire to be chilling at 56, smoking a cigar, talking shit to people on the mic, chilling, bro. Yeah, because he doing it, bro. He chilling, making money.
He paved his way, which is one thing a lot of. They invited him to Drink Champs. They invited him to all kinds of podcasts, and he's like, "I'm cool. This is this is my shit right here. I have no intentions of." He doesn't even talk about other podcasts on his platform, other than DJ Academics. He goes in on DJ Academics.
Bro, he ate his ass.
Like, but I respect DJ Academics.
Me too,
tremendously though. That's
bro, there was how you were talking about the whole when you go to a school and you'd be waiting for a video to pop up.
Yeah.
That's how I was with DJ Academics for a while.
Yeah,
like I binged his content and then I'd be at the point where I'm like, I'm ready for the next video for this thing. And then he had just signed to Complex, so there was a minute where he wasn't dropping videos like that no more. But see, he's a perfect example too, bro. Like you can't get mad now. Like he's already put in all this work, so now you're gonna hate on him when he has a $2 million house and he can sip some Henny and say whatever the fuck he wants to do.
I fuck with DJ Academics. That's what I listen to. If I'm ready to talk some shit on the episode, I listen to DJ Academics or somebody like that before, like a rant, and I'm like, all right, I'm pumped up, I'm ready to say what the fuck I got to say. Just how I get amped up on that shit.
People will hate, bro. So get prepared for that shit. The bigger you grow, the bigger we grow. It's like there's gonna be some haters, man. Like,
but it's cool though, because I feel
that's
like
part of it.
Like again, going back to Star, he was able to. Okay, you guys are gonna troll me. I'm gonna benefit off of y'all. I'm gonna put you guys in the live chat. Call
Super
you guys
chat,
the troll babies. So when there's nothing in the show that's worthy of talking about, I'm going to read the fucking troll messages. So it'll be like, fuck you, Star. I hate you. Hope you die, bitch. And he just goes like a couple minutes just reading hateful messages. Like,
so people pay to just hate.
But he built his brand off that. So it's like, but I would say he did play himself. And the only reason I say that is because going to as far, because do you know why, like what happened with him?
What happened?
With
DJ
which
situation? And everything? Or like why he's not on the radio anymore?
Well, he says he quit. Some people say DJ Envy got him fired.
Yeah,
that's why he calls DJ Envy a bitch ass hoe nigga all the time.
He basically threatened to. He asked where DJ Envy's daughter went to school at, and basically alluded to like he was gonna piss on her, like R. Kelly. So like he got in trouble for that because his daughter was obviously like a little girl, and he was basically hinting at the fact that he would
and Star is
find
that
people
type of
to touch,
bro. Like he says that because it used to be Star and Buckwild.
Yeah, his half brother. It's his half brother.
That's his half brother, which he and that's why fuck with Star Tough, because he said back in the day it's gonna be Star and Buck Wild for life. So to this day, Buck Wild is a bum. Like he says it. He's like, Buck Wild is so charismatic that you will want to help him, and then eventually he'll take advantage of you, and then you'll call me and say, "Oh my God, Buck Wild did this to me." He's like, so now, like, you know, so he's a piece of shit, basically, is what he's saying. But he's still behind him. Like, he fucking pulls up to him and gives him donations on the Cash Apps. Like, if you guys want to send Cash Apps to Buck Wild, you guys can send him some money. So it's like, it's weird, bro, because he's such an asshole, but you can tell that he has a heart.
He does. But that's what I'm saying. He played himself in that situation because I would never.
But he wasn't getting that big of a bag with Hot 97. He
wasn't.
He says that he was making $150,000. He's like, so.
Yeah.
He's like, now, he's like, I mean, I think Complex, they were saying something like $17,000 a month. And
yeah, that's around there.
He took that, like, he was like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to do this no more. So to turn down $17,000 a month, that means that you're making some fucking dough.
I'm just saying off principle. Like, I'm not gonna go on the radio and talk about another man's daughter and say that I'm gonna find where she goes to school at and get her touched. Like, that's where I'm saying he played himself at, because like no matter what, there's gonna, like, his demise was like that. Because yes, he's doing what he's doing now, which is great. And he's still gonna be respected in the industry. But at the same time, like even Joe Budden,
crossed the line on that shit.
When Charlamagne the God, when any of these big people bring up Star, they still bring that part up because that part still, he has that tied to him forever. Because you can't.
But he never raped somebody like Charlamagne.
So now that case, no, that's what's interesting. Him and he's actually digging into that case with Charlamagne. He's trying to like expose Charlamagne on it, which is interesting.
So Charlamagne, damn man, I feel like every goddamn celebrity has like a.
That's the thing. Star doesn't. He accepts it. He's like, I used to fuck nothing but cold cores back in the '80s. Mm-hmm. So if like I fucked with you in the '80s, you're probably a cold core. Like, he's like, that's what he says. And I don't know. It's just a transparency, like you said. It can be good, but it can be bad
I don't know,
too.
man. I with Charlamagne, damn, that's crazy. With him, bro, I saw have you seen the Breakfast Club, the Wolf of Wall Street interview?
Charlamagne?
He was hating hard on him, bro. Like,
Charlamagne knows who to hate on.
Yeah.
If you see,
it was almost annoying to listen.
With Dame Dash. Oh, and then let's bring it back to that. Star said that if there was anybody in the industry that he would apologize to, is Dame Dash, because Aaliyah was his girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Certain shit like
so
that.
So why is he not apologizing to Envy for saying that wild ass shit?
I don't know. Their beef wasn't that serious to be. I'm never gonna take it that far. It's just me. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. To talk about it like that, because it really wasn't DJ Envy. It was DJ Envy's wife that was mad. Obviously, DJ Envy probably was ready to go back and forth like physically, but DJ Envy's wife is the one who took it like to the authorities and like all that shit and got him fired. It wasn't really DJ Envy. So I don't know. I don't know why. Like me, I'd be apologetic.
I'd love to have Star on the fucking podcast, but that nigga doesn't do interviews.
Good luck. That's
luck.
the way to get canceled. That motherfucker right there.
No
But
filter.
He don't give
the
a
thing is, though,
fuck.
they don't cancel his show.
But that's the thing. He's on his own. He's not behind a network or nothing. He's on YouTube. So it's like,
YouTube could. I guess
and
that's
he's not as big
you
as
have-
Alex Jones.
and that's why he's so careful with the algorithm.
Yeah.
Because he'll be like just super careful with that shit. And
With
then,
the titles and the cussing and stuff.
what-
yeah, and then like let's say he has a host, like the co-host on at the same time, and he's about to say some reckless shit. He'll be like, "All right, Ronnie, let me get you off the microphone or the phone because I'm about to go in on these niggas." So he'll say some incriminating that shit, but he'll just be like, "Fuck it, I'll take this," you know?
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it's just as worse as Alex Jones, because Alex Jones has like some like deep, like the Sandy. What is
it's
it?
just
Sandy Hook
government
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, that was deep, and like
And he's
school
way big.
shooting, like
Platform wise, he's bigger
Like
right
Star
now.
is just hip hop.
exactly.
Exactly.
His shit
Yeah.
is
Alex
more
Jones
of like,
is saying, like,
more political, more government type
Like, we're gonna
shit.
get you killed, nigga.
Like in
Shut
that
the fuck
podcast
up.
with Joe Rogan, he was talking about like how this certain states were like fucking doing abortions and doing some crazy shit to the babies. There's like some crazy
Which is
shit.
true. It's true, and I
Yeah, but you
understand
can-
his frustration. But you got to know that you're one man, bro, and you're fighting against a big fucking. So, let's say when you're arguing with a cop, you're a black man or a Mexican man as myself, bro. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say, you know. Like if you're arguing with him, you're wrong.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And that's really what the position that Alex Jones is in. Like you're really trying to go against the government, bro. Like against the biggest gang in the fucking world. Like
the biggest mob.
we're gonna shut you down, bro. We're gonna shut your bitch ass down.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know why Star hasn't apologized. I don't know what his beef is with DJ Envy to this day. I don't know why, like what the real beef is with it. But I know just in that sense, I feel like he played himself. He could have did better. That's all I'm saying. I feel like you write the story of Star, that parts of it, it's like that sucks that had to happen. You know what I mean?
One thing you got to think about too is Star, like going back to the cocaine thing. He accepts that he was a huge cokehead. So not to when you're on cocaine, you do some dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I would imagine.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, you gotta, but I can understand him saying some out of the wall shit because he didn't give a fuck at the time. Probably he was. I'm pissed this nigga off. Okay, what? In what way can I piss him off the most to where
And he didn't give a fuck about the consequences or the outcome. Yeah. It's one of those.
Like, that's how he looked at it. Like,
but they say he has really bad health issues, but he don't talk about it. That's what I heard.
Well,
I heard it's his liver. Yeah, he drinks himself.
He had a liver transplant, and that's why he always starts his show like, "This is the show that never ends. The nigga that never dies, or the nigga that hasn't died yet, or something like that."
Yeah,
because like people thought he was gonna die a long time ago, but who knows?
Man, I don't know, man. Shit is crazy. Times are wild. I don't know, man. I know. I'm gonna ask you guys this question: until how long you think we have until like malls and shit start shutting down? Cause that shit hit me, bro. Like I seen
Crossroads shut down years ago. That was my mall.
The motherfuckers were shooting up there though. That shit was insane.
Yeah, I heard.
R.I.P. Young LA. They marked his ass good.
I heard Cross Mall was like, man, crazy.
They was gangbanging up there for real.
It was crazy.
People don't understand. If you go back to episode 4 with J Poe, he'll tell you what it was like. Like people didn't really get the impact of that episode, but within a couple mile radius, it was like GBC, Southside, Juaritos, fucking all within like
same
you go
vicinity,
you go a couple blocks. So it's kind of like the whole Chicago thing. Like old block, you go 2 blocks over and you can find the op. Like that's how it was in Oklahoma. But
people underestimate, like, and I don't even like saying this shit, but like Oklahoma used to be pretty goddamn dangerous back in the day.
If Gangland, we had an episode of Gangland, Southside Locals. Yeah.
And I remember that being a big deal back then. That's what's crazy. I'm like, people don't understand. Like that when that came out, like my family members, everybody was tripping.
Oklahoma's ranked amongst one of the 6 worst cities, bro, in the country. For
Tulsa was hot.
One thing that I saw in that episode,
still hot
and it's still hot.
Tulsa dangerous as fuck.
Was that we have the I-35. Shout out to Neighborhood Barbie with that I-35
banger. Yep.
And that song do slap on me.
Yeah, bro. Shit catchy as hell.
Start thinking about the road trips he took with the ex-shorty down I-35.
Yeah. Fuck
God
Bonnie
damn
and
it,
Clyde.
Barbie. No, but that the I-35, I guess like it goes all the way through the United States, if not through. It goes through a lot of states, so that's why Oklahoma is like such a big crime city, maybe because I-35 goes through it. So like right now, there's a fucking semi with a whole lot of meth going through, probably.
God damn, man.
AB must know something we don't.
Oh, me, bro. Let me find out.
What you know?
Well, let me find out. But yeah, it just like I think it's just a matter of time, man. Where it's just like the movies. Say goodbye to the movies because I don't think the motherfuckers is ever. What you think, bro?
No, I don't think the movie theater is gone.
I missed the Warren though.
I think Amazon's probably gonna take over the malls and do something Amazon or something.
Man, I don't know though. That's a very strong statement though, because the film industry is
but that's the thing,
they
though.
got money, bro.
They're going into streaming now,
or like HBO has a
that's
contract.
What I'm saying though, but that doesn't mean that you said the movies is done or film.
The movie theaters, not the movies. The movie theaters.
So the film industry is not done.
No, movie theaters. Yeah, okay. Movie theater. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like because people going down and sitting down at the.
I honestly don't feel that the film industry.
I mean, the film industry. I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, they have to adapt to like. Now people having these short attention spans, so when you make a movie,
learning how to monetize, bro. I feel like that's the biggest thing because like like George Della Taper said, I was talking shit and I said, it's not all about the money. And he said, no, but it is all about the money. So it's like, we have to learn how to monetize this shit, because if not, we can't keep bringing you the content, as easy as that is. Like,
exactly.
It sucks to say, but, you know, we've been able to dug it out for what, a year?
Yeah, a year and a half.
Without any donations, any sponsors, we'd made it happen. So it's getting to the point where that's why we got the Cash App down there.
Y'all done good plugging that. That's smart.
Good shit, bro.
Y'all doing good.
Good shit with that, bro.
Come on, you know, like it's like yeah, bro. It's the money is necessary to, even if it's if I get the bag, bro, I'm not gonna go to fucking Jimmy or what's his name, Johnny
Dang. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go get no fucking Empower Visuals chain until I can like afford it myself, and it's out of my money.
Exactly.
But for now, it's like I want money so I can keep bringing content,
improving, and like
get a new camera,
take it to the next level type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we gotta pay, let's say Sauce Walker or whoever. I know rappers pay for features. Them niggas don't fuck with y'all like that. Y'all paying for those features. I'm over here talking shit now. So if I can pay artists to come on the podcast, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Those Cash App donations, that's what they're going to. They're not going to the fucking Louis Vuitton store. Like,
yeah.
We're putting them somewhere where y'all can benefit off of it. So
what's your take on that?
What I'm hearing AV say is fucking Cash App, Half Court Podcast.
Exactly, man. What's your take on that, bro? Like designer, the broke man's wearing designer.
That shit is a weird culture we're in right now, where people wearing designer clothes and they broke as fuck. I don't know. I think it's weird. I think it's the Travis Scott, Lil Uzi culture
influence,
coming in.
huh?
Yeah, the influence of that shit. I think it's odd as fuck, though. I would never.
You can't forget the young and a trapping designer.
I'm saying, like, you really got people that wearing like Dior and shit like that.
Like, you gonna spend $1,000 on a regular Gucci white tee, like, because it has Gucci on it.
That shit is weird to me. I think it's just perception. They
but you got to smash the shorty in the Hyundai Elantra.
Exactly, bro.
Man.
Like,
but imagine that. Imagine fucking a girl with a Dior shirt and a fucking Toyota. Like, you're wearing a fucking Dior shirt and you fucking niggas in a Toyota.
Bro.
Like, just think about this shit.
I got homies that do it, bro. I'm gonna be 100. They do it.
I know.
I'm like,
I can't hate on it.
I give it to you, bro. I'm not a big fan of your fucking design, but hey, that's your strategy to get hoes or females.
Don't shout them niggas out, goofy ass niggas.
But hey.
You got
it works.
niggas
That's his
walking
mission.
around, bro.
That's his mission.
They walk around.
What a goofy mission. What a goofy mission.
I just I'm not a big fan of it. I'd rather spend $1,000 on something else or $500 on something else than a fucking Gucci belt. Or
I feel better buying equipment and shit.
Exactly.
I really do. Like buying a new something from something. I don't give a fuck what it is, how small it is from my studio or my podcast.
Like you said, bro, it's a flex. It's like a like he flex. Like I remember when I used to shoot videos, like I'd see a rapper, I'd see a rapping ass nigga with a chain, and then I'm like, my camera's worth more than that shit. No, that's bro. Cute.
Yeah.
Look at these new lights I just got.
Think these fucking what these cost like $100 each.
100, yeah.
Dang, that's a flex without it being a flex. It's like,
yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
It's really a fucking flex.
There was a point where we had to carry a strap because we'd be like, bro, we got like $30,000 worth of shit in our car. Like,
yeah.
Hold on, let me ask that. I was gonna ask you. So how comfortable do y'all feel in here better than at your house?
Oh, much better, bro. The thing in my house was that
it's a clean neighborhood and shit here.
It was.
That's what I'm saying.
People are pulling up to a house, bro. So you got to think about it. The initial thought when you pull up to a house is like,
yeah,
like, all right, what the fuck is
for real?
No,
for real.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah.
To our advantage, when they came in, it was clean as fuck. So
yeah,
I think people forgot what the outside looked like.
That kind of outweighed the. All right, it's in the hood, but it's
like
nice.
Here, we can have anybody come through. Like we could have whoever the fuck it is, and it's not like a weird. Oh, you gotta fucking take a piss. You gotta go inside my house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So here's it's much better, bro. It's like,
that's how I feel now. Like I make sure my house is super fucking clean. I mean, I live in Moore. My house is somewhat nice. So I'm like, whatever. But at the same time, I have that in my head. I'm like, this is a fucking house. Like, who knows what the fucking happened? Somebody ring your doorbell. I got dogs here. I got all that shit going on. Not just that,
bro. You gotta. I guess you do a lot of podcasts by yourself, but we had instances where we're dealing with rappers, we're dealing with managers, we're dealing with certain politics that whether we want to or not are involved. So I don't want no trap nigga that raps knowing where I live and that I'm having.
That's what I've been thinking. Like I had he probably won't want. I had a rapper hit me up like, let me come on, check out this girl. I'm like, this nigga got guns and shit. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna let this nigga come to my house.
And see,
and
the
I
thing
feel
is,
bad, but I'm like, I gotta protect myself. I don't know what he on. Like he might come here and see all this equipment, and shit, and I might get hit. And like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do then.
And for the longest time, I didn't think about that. I was that, and I'm thankful that the trap niggas that I did fuck with respected me enough to, like, that's AV, nigga. Like, if you fuck with him, you're fucking with me. So
yeah.
I was fortunate enough that I didn't have the one that was like, oh yeah, let's go pull a lick on that bitch ass nigga, you know, which could have happened.
Yeah.
So here is like, I'm much more. We got cameras everywhere, or I think like some police shit is down the hall.
Is it a police shit?
Some sheriff shit.
Yeah.
You gotta get a key to get in here, don't you?
People ain't gonna come fuck with this building, and you know,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be bigger consequences than just fucking
And
that's what I'm saying. Like
let's if we really want to get grimy with it, look at what just happened to Honeycomb Brazy. Honeycomb Brazy, I don't know if you guys heard of him.
No, I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, so he was all in the Jay Prince video with the gold chopper and the Rolls Royce brand new chain. About 2 weeks into that, his grandparents' house gets shot up.
Oh,
and,
fuck, you talking about the Alabama rapper? They burned the house down?
Alabama, they fucking shot his grandpa's house up.
Yep.
His grandma and granny are dead now. The house burned into flames.
I don't know who he was fucking with, but there's some dangerous
fucked
motherfuckers.
Well, it goes to show you, like, shit is real out here. So, like, you flexing rappers out there with the chains and the money phone and shit, make sure that you get your people out of the hood, because you might be safe, but grandmama and shit, for God's sake, mom is still in the hood. So, y'all niggas talking reckless on the mics.
Yeah, bro. If you get out the hood before your parents, you are a piece of shit.
And to Honeycomb's defense, he tried to get his grandparents out the hood, and they didn't want to. They said, this is where I was born. This is where I'm going to die. That's where, you know. But
I was wondering that because, like, I low key, like, I leave my house, it's always in the back of my fucking head. I'm
and
like,
it goes back to that, bro. Like
fuck.
Knowing, like,
I hate that shit.
Where you sleep.
You got insurance?
No, my mom was talking about that.
Nigga, nobody cares about insurance when they fucking end up shooting your house.
No, but like we're talking about lick, like hit a
We're
lick.
talking about somebody
Because, bro, yeah, bro.
Talking about, my mom was telling me that. She's like, we need to get this shit insured. Like,
yeah,
so,
bro, because that's like the worst, bro. Like, you work
Yeah.
so hard for this shit, and like people, the person that's taking, like, hitting the lick, they don't think about that shit. You know, they don't think about the sacrifice, the endless hours of editing, and like, you know what I'm saying? They don't think about all that shit. They just want that cash, you know what I'm saying?
That'd be the one time I'll probably go to jail. I ain't gonna lie.
Crash dummy ass.
Yeah, I'll lose my shit, bro. Like,
one time I'll
like,
go to jail, I think.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfuckers
Fuck that shit, man.
Imagine that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Snatching my mic is like snatching my chain.
Yeah, bro. Like,
that's like fucking my bitch. You take one more. You take a goddamn microphone from me.
Bro, yeah, this is our religion right here, man. Don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
for real.
Yeah. We out you, man. But, man, we've been out here for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're podcasting.
Oh, man, it's really podding, huh?
Yeah,
it's
man.
really podding, huh? What's your longest episode? Y'all been past this?
3 hours at the dot.
I've never been past it.
Ooh, but man, the only thing I hate is the editing process. 'Cause, bro, I got an old ass computer. Which shout out to that motherfucking computer. That's been
Not you on an iMac.
I do. It's
an older one.
It's a 2012, bro. Yeah.
Tell him the story, Darwin. We gotta tell him the story of that motherfucker. You got it for what, $300 in the marketplace?
$400. Yeah, bro.
Really?
I took the risk. I was like, man, I need a fucking iMac. I need something bigger for the editing and shit. I hate editing on my laptop, bro. I got the 2018 MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I hate editing in that bitch. But I should just need a better setup. But I was like, fuck it. So went to the Facebook market, took a risk, because when you buying that kind of shit, bro, it's a risk, you know, because he can tell you, oh, everything works good, this and that. But for my advantage, luckily, he was a legit person, went to his house, tried the computer, told me all the stuff he upgraded to it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to pull the trigger. It's one of those where it's like, I got to pull the trigger and live with the results, because he could have sold me a shitty-ass laptop or a shitty-ass iMac in this case. But, bro, to this day, bro, it's been almost 2 years, and that's my main editing, like,
It's giving you problems though, or just
No. When the podcast is a long podcast,
yeah,
like it takes a sweet time
I bet
because it's
you it
just
does.
that large file, putting them all together. You're talking about 4 cameras and then 4 audio tracks, which I hate this motherfucking shit because they'll give you the 4 audio tracks or the 3 audio tracks, but it'll give you like an extra 6, 7 empty fucking tracks that I gotta get, and they're random. So you have my voice track, 2 empty tracks, your voice track. So I got to figure out whose voice is who,
Yeah.
and sync them like.
It
Unlink
doesn't mix down to a stereo like one audio form.
I don't like that though. Do you do it like that?
Yeah.
I don't like it like that, bro.
I don't
like
get 2 sound sources. I just get one.
I do individual. So it has the one, which is all of our voices in one clip,
Yeah.
and then it has the individual. What happens is sometimes like, I don't know, I don't like it because sometimes some of the guests will talk lower and shit, and then like, you know what I'm saying? So they'll talk, so I'll like raise their shit up and like I'll do.
It's easier to balance it.
Exactly, it's a lot easier because my ass will be loud and peak on the microphone sometimes.
Dude, I know. I was like, why the fuck would you do that? That makes sense though.
Yeah. I think on that scenario, but yeah, it's one of those that like I got my money's worth. Like if that computer fucks up tomorrow, whatever, knock on wood, it doesn't. But I'll be like, I'm happy. I got my money's worth.
I'm on a 2020 MacBook Pro, and that bitch barely can handle this shit that I be doing. That's only an hour and some change.
Yeah,
that motherfucker
bro.
Fan be running.
Yeah, bro.
That motherfucker Fan be running on that bitch. I'm thinking about upgrading to iMac. I ain't gonna lie, but I like the ability to be able to take it.
Well, I feel like you at a certain point you need to have both, and both of them like like the iMac and then the portable, because I know like I have I can sleep at night knowing that I can take that anywhere and edit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but y'all do music videos and other shit too. I'm legit just doing the podcast, so it's like.
Yeah, we've been chilling on those shit.
Man,
I've been getting an itch, to be honest. I think within the next 3-4 months, I'm about to get back on my shit.
The music videos?
You going to start doing music video again?
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to just go crazy.
Do you watch Cole Bennett, Lyrical Lemonade?
That motherfucker cold.
No.
You don't watch him? I was just wondering. I didn't know.
I'm a player, not a fan.
Boy.
No, it's just for inspiration because the shit he does is like unfucking believable.
Yeah,
it's
really
cold. Unbelievable.
He cold with it, but
so you don't watch anyone?
I'm gonna say it like this. I think I'm the coldest director, editor, video shooter in the city. If anybody wants to put money on that, come fuck with the kid.
That's cute. That's cute.
No, let me ask you.
I'm gonna just put it that way.
I'm competitive, bro. So you know me.
Nobody
I'm
has
gonna jump in.
Nobody has my catalog.
But AV, I'll give you all the fucking roses, bro. Like I'm inspired by you, bro. Like,
but I'm saying you don't watch anyone like or have. Or
okay, yeah, I used to watch Georgia Roscoe, Alex Nazare. I'm gonna give it to Lil X. Hype Williams was on another level.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Hype Williams was the one directing everything for P. Diddy.
Okay, yeah.
Biggie.
Yeah.
So Director X, which is the one that's doing shit for Drake now, Little X.
Okay.
They say it in a song. He's in a song now, which is fucking mind blowing. He's like something Little X. It's a Drake song where he says trying to shoot like Hype Williams, Little X, some shit like that. So Little X was basically Hype Williams' intern.
I feel like the video guys don't get enough credit, man. They don't.
The thing is,
but we're in a day and age where music videos aren't as big as I feel like they were back in the day when they're on TV all the time.
So you don't think they're that big now?
Like me personally, I don't go looking for music videos.
People just don't pay attention to it because it's so normal. Like, it got to a point where like most music videos look the same.
So like, think about the last music video blew. It was like WAP. But that was because they put millions of dollars worth into that too.
Yeah, so and see, that's the thing, bro. Like with this, I gave up on directing wise. I know that I'm the coldest, and that's not to talk shit, and that's not to like talk down on anybody. But I know that nobody can like shoot like me, direct like me, edit like me. Like that's just not gonna. Mr. Sharp is probably right there. Tailor Made is probably right there, that next to my catalog. But even then, like if it came to competition, I'll do it, you know, like we can compete, and like it's just what it is, bro. And it came to the level where like I'm not doing no fucking $500 music video, bro. Like y'all can keep that. I want to be able to do the production shit. So I want to have a warehouse where niggas can come in and we can build a set especially for your song. We're not just gonna go down to downtown and grab.
That's fun, but it gets I like that.
We need money though. That. You know what I'm saying? So that Cash App is right there in the corner.
Shit,
y'all gonna have to make a compilation of plugging that shit.
Bro, I'm telling you,
you've been good with it.
Dude, we had a fucking warehouse to where like right here is a Half Court podcast, and then right there is the Alexander Show. Right here is a fuck a video director. You know what I'm saying? At that point, anybody can come in and shoot some shit. I can teach everybody how to shoot some shit, but it's like people ain't looking at it that way. They're like, oh, I just want to make some money and shoot some videos. Right now, if I got on that hustle, I know I could hit up every single artist in the city and be like, I got you for $400 and give them a bullshit ass video and come up on a bag. But I don't want to do that, you know?
Yeah. It's
there's enough videos with niggas with guns next to cars and shit.
Yeah, it is looking repetitive when it comes to that shit, and it's like I don't want to.
Like with your video, I had fun with your video because we did some different shit. We had fucking 4-wheelers out there. We had that was fun to me. Like
I'm always looking like when it comes to that kind of shit, I'm always looking to do the different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a song that's half done. And it's for the shorties and shit, but I'm over here thinking like, how can I do this shit different if I'm looking at the visuals? Because that's the only reason I do the music. Like if I'm gonna sit down writing music and recording shit, the reason why I'm doing it is I want to do a visual to it because I have fun being on both sides of the shit, you know.
Because you like visualizing shit as you're writing it anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like I like being on both sides. Like that shit was fun. That shit was like, you know, like we killed that shit, bro. Like. So
that shit did good too. Got like 1,000 views.
It's close, right? Yeah. And it was just like, all right, let's put it on the podcast because I was like, my channel's dead, bro. I just post a vlog whenever the fuck I want. I'm not gonna stress on that shit.
Well, that one I think it was a promo for the Half Court podcast, so we just threw it on the.
It was kind of in a way, kind of like if I break down the lyrics and shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand shit you were saying. But I was like, this is fucking. It was really highly produced, and y'all was on a.
And the thing was that he was talking some positive shit, bro. That's why I was like, I fuck with it. Like throughout the whole lyrics, he's saying like.
Talking my shit in a positive way.
Like he's talking about how he came up and like how people like believe in the podcast and like thanks to everybody that has gave us ideas, even if like it was all positive.
That's pretty much. If you break the song down, it's like if I really wanted to do this music shit, like I can have it. I know I'm gonna have these big cars, planes, but I don't want to because it's like, you know.
Like even now, bro, I feel like we could fake the sauce. We could fake the funk. Like
I don't want to.
You know what I'm saying? We could be right here with a clean ass fit. Just post it up like life is good, blessed.
For real.
But it's like, nah, nigga, hit that Cash App.
You got your flashlight on, bud.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. That's another thing with social media, bro. I posted. Have you seen the shit I posted of Family Guy? That shit was hilarious, bro. Where he was like, "Hey, look, Lois. There's it was like a frame of a hospital bed with I posted on the Snapchat.
You did post it, but I can't remember what the fuck it was.
He was like, "Oh, look, Lois. There's a hospital bed. It's kind of like if you go to the flea market and there's a setup of a hospital bed. Yeah. And he gets in there, he's like, so people can. So that's exactly where we're living. So it's like literally like he's like, so I can get a social media attention. So he goes in there.
I see niggas that go to Penn Square Mall and will find the cleanest car in the fucking parking lot and we'll take a picture right next to it.
And be like
there's actually
working.
A fake jet in LA where I guess you can go and I think it's in LA. It's fake. You can go on a jet and take pictures and shit.
Oh, bro, I
heard about that shit.
That's one. I'm talking that shit. So let me
go ahead, brother. Go ahead. This is what it's for.
So a lot of directors will act like, okay, I'm in LA in this fucking Lamborghini, Porsche, or whatever the fuck. But I know damn well that if you niggas had to really shoot videos and edit videos to get that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my point is for you young video directors, don't look at other people's shit and be like, this director is driving a Lamborghini. He must really be booked and I'm a piece of shit because I don't have a Lambo. No, these niggas are renting those fucking cars. That way the people in their hometown can be like, oh, y'all see
He made it.
Yeah, bro, he's over there in Cali. He got a Lambo and he's in a fucking 5-star hotel. But nigga don't even got no money, or you know, like basically it's not what people think it is.
I mean, social media in general, bro. I mean, you look at the gram. The gram is just
the studio. Have you guys been in the studio with your rapping friends?
no.
No, it's not that exciting. People say, "Oh, we're in the stew, nigga." You saying the same bars over and over. You fucking up. You have to punch in. The engineer's mad.
No, you got to put in
We
work.
running out of weed. Like it's not that fun.
You got to put in work. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, we some woke motherfuckers, so we know the bullshit is just like it is what it is.
That's another rule to the podcast. Don't fake the funk. So
exactly.
What the fuck is that? Oh,
It's thundering.
I was like,
it's
what the
thundering,
fuck
man.
is that?
It's that Oklahoma shit right there, man. Shout out to Oklahoma shit, bro. Their page is booming.
Dude, yeah, shout out to them. They,
Yeah.
I don't know who
Oklahoma
the fuck that
shit?
is. They be reposting shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they repost my shit. I said, thank
Yeah,
you so much.
yeah.
They repost all
Hell yeah.
local
I
people
think
shit.
the Uncut Jam podcast had him on their podcast.
They
Okay,
put
so
shit out
we're
there.
talking Oklahoma shit. Let's go ahead and drop it down. Top 3 artists from Alexander.
I like Gang 51 June a lot.
Okay,
I believe
Gang Tie,
that
not
motherf-
51.
What
bro.
was it? Gang Tie?
It's
You're
Gang
joking.
Tie.
Tie June?
It's Gang Tie June.
Yeah, Tanju.
It's not
Yo, I
51
never
June.
fucking knew that. I'm glad you're putting me on there.
You're welcome, Gang
Well, why-
Tie.
what-
Come
how
on
you-
the podcast
How
for
did
that.
you find that out? I'm wondering.
Because J Poe got on the live one day. He was like, "Listen, bro, my nigga is Gang Tie. It's not Gang 51. It's not Gang 51. It's Gang Tie."
Damn, I've been saying his shit wrong this whole time. No matter what, that nigga hard. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie, that nigga hard.
I like that. What is it? Badu. He has a couple bangers, bro.
Nah, I've been listening to Bass Body. That's like his most
Bass
popular.
Body.
I
Yeah.
fuck with Bass Body
Yeah.
though.
He said. I shared your shit, but it was a mistake. Is
Yeah.
basically what he's saying.
Wait. Sorry if I shared your weak shit. Somebody hacked my page. Yeah.
Sorry if I hacked your weak shit. Somebody hacked my page.
He started off saying, "Pussy nigga, you ain't no killer." I like that shit. I fuck with
Yeah,
that nigga.
pussy nigga, you ain't no killer.
Yeah, lying on these instrumentals. You ain't never swung no pussy. Yeah, I fuck with that nigga.
Yeah,
Neighborhood
Gang Tie.
Barbie. I do like her a lot. I like her. That I-35 joint. And then she got that Commandments, 9
Yeah.
Commandments.
Yeah.
She said some shit like 9 inches for the clip or 9 inches in the clip. I said, what the fuck? I was like, this motherfucker spit. She cold. I ain't gonna lie, she cold.
Bro, when I said that was one of the best songs on the tape, Southwest Dez laughed at me. But I was like, bro, that song is hard. That's,
What, the 9 Commandments? Or
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's spitting on that motherfucker. And then I-35 is hard too. I've been turning that bitch on. People I'm with, they're like, this shit catchy. I'm like, nigga, she's from here. Like, do you realize that?
Bro, I went
There's
to
the other one. What is it? Boss Life.
big bad lady, and I drive these niggas crazy. So that shit catchy too. That shit catchy.
She be spitting.
That
She
beat,
be
bro, like
Yeah.
ADHD, I think did that one. He killed that shit, bro. That
be
beat is
spitting.
catchy.
Like just the way she comes in, like it's
Yeah.
like okay, like
Yeah. Man, I was on my way to the gym and I was like, let me listen to the radio, see what they got going on. Guess what? Barbie.
Neighborhood Barbie.
I-35. That bitch
I-35
be
was like,
on.
what?
Yeah,
Bro,
bitch
that
on
shit was
rotation.
like-
Hey, shout out to Neighborhood Barbie and Turn Up GQ.
Yeah,
and
shout
this
out to her.
Turn me up, GQ.
Turn
She
me up,
real.
GQ.
I
Get
ain't
that
gonna
shit
lie,
right,
bro.
bro.
She real. I was watching
But-
her little behind the scenes vlogs and shit. I'm like, she
Yeah.
really like coming from nothing from here. She really
Yeah,
want to come
bro.
up.
And it's like her confidence is like what pretty much got her where she's at, bro. She's
Yeah.
just like, I'm here to fucking dominate. I'm here
And
to
she
kill.
can spit.
Yeah.
She really
She
can.
can spit.
That
Yeah.
name fits. Neighborhood Barbie. That
Yeah.
shit just that's hood. That's good. That's
And
nice.
she's like a
And she
really
stay tapped in,
polite
too.
girl.
Yeah, she
like
stay
she's not
tapped in.
no. When she came in here, she was super polite, super friendly. Like,
On no
there's not a
Hollywood
girl
shit.
that like made you from the videos. You might think like she's tough. Like she might just be like tough.
Yeah.
But no, she's super cool. Like
Real.
I mean, she
Yeah.
seems legit. Now, third one, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't even know a third artist, to be honest with you. I'm not really tapped. There's one I followed the other day. I think y'all had him on here. And I heard this shit the other day.
Who?
was it?
it's like,
No Hezo?
No, not no Hezo.
Oh, and,
he good too. Not
Honey
not,
Bad.
not to
Honey Bad
discredit
Savage?
Hezo. No, it's the two dudes y'all had on here.
N7 and P-Wop?
Yeah, P-Wop
Yeah,
is the one I
P-Wop.
followed. And I'm like, this nigga spitting on here.
Yeah.
Because I think Isaiah reposted some of his. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That'd be my thing, like, God's Stew instead of people, those three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard, bro. If you ask me, it's hard.
okay, I'm
It's hard.
gonna say N7 is gonna take number 1. N7 because he can rap,
And he can sing.
he can sing. People don't know N7's talent.
I feel like he's just holding it.
So let me ask, N7 and people, they're not a group. They're
They're
separate.
duo.
They are.
They're duo. Okay,
they're
okay.
duo.
I was like,
But I personally think, and N7, me and N7 have had our differences, but I've told this motherfucker, like, you're talented, bro. You don't need to rap about no pounds and no guns and no. Literally, you could do a song about a girl and you'll hit.
Yep.
You know, so I feel N7 is the number one right now that he can really be on some like Juice World. You know what I'm saying?
Not that
Like,
depressed shit, but talent wise, yeah.
well, yeah, he has.
Talent-wise,
He
yeah.
can do whatever, bro. And
Yeah.
he doesn't do drugs. He doesn't smoke weed. He doesn't. So he got it. He got it. Gang Tie June. There's some slappers. No Hezo. Shout out to No Hezo.
That's Sins. Sins, bro. Fuck.
Podcast, bro, and I was a fan, bro, from that podcast.
Yeah, that no cap and Sins, bro. That shit hard.
Put a nigga head on his lap.
Oh,
bro, you're fucking blowing my mind. It's Gang Tie. Seriously.
Yeah, Gang Tie.
That shit is blowing my mind. Like, I heard you say it again. I'm like, you're saying it wrong. This motherfucker's name is Gang Tie. Wow.
Yeah, Gang Tie.
I watched him perform at a basketball game not that long ago.
Gang Tie June.
yeah,
And
bro.
then now
Tulsa's
he's like-
hardest.
If Gang Tie, you seen this, I hit you up on the IG and you left me on red, brother.
Hey, stop it with that brother shit,
Yeah,
man.
stop it with
That's
that brother
for the
shit.
streets.
You're right.
Is it Game 5 IE June?
5-1 is
5-1. That's why I thought it was
But
51.
it's like the 5 is the T and the
And
1 is the I.
See, it makes
So,
sense when you say it. But at first, I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah, Say Cheese signed him and he actually gave him a chain.
I fuck with, but I heard him perform at a basketball game. And I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? And then later down the line, he picture with Lil Wayne. Everybody talking about it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna say Young Cuddy. Young Cuddy, I know you frustrated out there in Tulsa, brother. Sorry with the brother shit. I'm a little tipsy, but Young Cuddy has been putting in work for years now, and I feel that he wasn't quite represented right.
Bro.
And I think it's because of how thug he is and how, yeah, just how raw he is. That
Yeah.
people are like, I don't know if I want to rock with him because that might, I don't know. But he's hard. Young Cuddy.
I've been tapped
Tulsa.
into to Malik. He hard, bro.
Yeah, Malik.
Yeah. He went to school
know,
with
I
my
just-
brother, so like my brother really got me in.
I really fuck with it with what he says, but I can't listen to like more than 2 songs by him. I can't do the squeaky high note, like the like.
No, he hard. He hard.
I like what he says though. I like what he says. I feel like his hooks are nice.
There's a lot of talent, bro.
Y'all
It's
know a
crazy.
lot of Oklahoma artists. I don't fucking like. Everyone
Yeah,
y'all
little by
talking
little, bro,
about,
we
I'm
tap
like,
in.
who the
Like
fuck
I
is
tap
this?
in. AV probably knows a lot more than me, but little by little, I've been tapping in and shit. It's just like,
Hey, I'm gonna say shout out to the real ones, Money Holic Mafia. Free my guys from the Chain Gang because they really were the ones that initially fed the cause and really
they gave you work.
Yeah, they gave me work. I was doing fucking 4 or 5 videos a month with these guys, and the system took them, and that's really one of the reasons why I stopped doing music videos because I saw what I was contributing. I was contributing to the madness.
Talk about that, bro, because there was you had a debate with somebody.
Oh, I be going in on these niggas,
bro,
on
and
Say
you
Cheese
you made
and all
somebody
that.
you made a hater a fan.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what
All
was
I
that
was saying
conversation?
is, with the whole Honeycomb Brazy situation, my favorite rapper Mo3 died not 11/11 of 2020, which is crazy.
Damn.
If you believe in the
Was
whole,
that on the highway? Is that
Yeah, Mo 3.
Right, shooting? Yeah, okay. So
They have
King Von was taken, Nipsey Hussle was taken. That's not counting all the
X.
low stream rappers that got shot at, or so literally like I got to see that what I was doing was contributing to the fucked upness. So I'm sitting there shooting a video for these fools because they're paying me money and they're pointing guns at me. They're all drugged out, possibly, allegedly, and I'm being a part of this. Like I'm fueling their ego. So I literally seen, okay, we shoot 3 videos. Baby 7 is dead. We shoot a video on Tuesday. They kill Baby 7 on Thursday. So I'm editing Dead Man's music video, literally. I didn't like the feeling of that.
That was a wake-up call for you? Like, you're
Definitely.
Like, fuck.
So Baby 7 died.
And I remember you telling me this because...
And then
shit.
His brother's fucked up. Obviously, his brother just died. He goes to jail. So I'm like, damn, I just shot 4 or 5 videos. You guys could have been the next big thing in Oklahoma, but they're gone, you know? It happened to a lot of the people I was shooting videos for, like, got locked up or killed. So I was like, nah, I can't keep contributing to this shit. Like, I'm part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid for it, so I'm not saying nothing.
You're doing a job, but in a way, you're
but at the end of the day, like, that could have been, like, he could have been watching the video that I shot before he went and got killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm just as guilty as yeah. Like, so that was one of the times where I was like, man, fuck however much I'm getting paid, I'm not doing it. If it's not for the right intentions, if it's not for the right things, then it's not worth any amount.
I'm very selective too, you know, when it comes to shooting music videos, because it's like.
And see, me, I didn't know, bro. Like, now that's why I passed this game on to people, because at the time, all I wanted to do is do everything to make it. So I was seeing people like AZ Productions down in Chicago shooting shit for Chief Keef, Lil Durk. They didn't give a fuck about being in an apartment with a bunch of drugged out niggas pointing guns. So I was like, I'm about to do that. You know what I'm saying? So there goes AV, nigga, in the northeast of Oklahoma with my homie Shane strapped up shooting music videos. So like when J. Poe says like AV was really out here with the big guns, like that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? I was out here doing everything I had to do to make it, not realizing like I'm contributing to the fucking madness, bro. Like, and I feel like that's what happens to a lot of rappers. Like, they come in, they're like, blah, 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 and then they see that what they're speaking and what they're saying is evil and is not helping the community. It's killing the community. So, like, as much as I love Mo3, my favorite rapper, that motherfucker talked himself to that position. He's dropping diss songs every 2 days. He's talking reckless. He's saying, I went and hit the ops and got my dick sucked right after. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's rest in peace and it's I love you, but my nigga, you were asking for that energy, you know?
Yeah.
So you feel like that was like you were fueling like hate within the streets.
Because he's helping them put those visuals, bring them to
bro,
life.
I had these guys come, like,
You
literally Baby 7, I had him at a video one day. He comes up to me. He's like, I love you, bro. He's like, you're making our dreams come true. Because that's what it was, bro. You know, like, literally, I'm shooting fucking videos for these fools that are looking world star hip hop ready. Like, so it was like they felt like superstars, but that was I was blessing them, but it was a curse at the same time because their ego was so up here that nobody could probably tell them anything.
They felt like they couldn't be touched. Yeah.
And you see them in the videos, bro. They look like Grand Theft Auto characters. I made them look like killers. I made them look like. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, if I'm the op looking at this video, I'm like, fuck this nigga, you know, because he looks like a superstar right now. So it's like, damn, like, I was a part of that.
Fucking hip hop industry and all that shit. Like, it's cold. It's a cold, ruthless.
So on that comment, that's what I said. I said, we need to stop supporting this bullshit. If we're really going to say rest in peace, if we're really going to say we need to stop supporting this fuckery, because that's what we create this. You know what I'm saying? The fans, the blogs. We're the ones that are like, oh, Mo3 said this about Trap Boy Freddy. Oh, Trap Boy Freddy said this about... So at that point, like, think about how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Mo3's like, oh shit, Say Cheese just shared he shared some shit that's making me look bad. All right, I'm about to go on live and talk this shit, you know? So it's like this media bullshit, like, people don't understand, but it has a big impact. And we talk shit. Yeah, we talk shit, but you gotta understand, like, a lot of the entertainment and shit, like I said with the whole, oh, I'm in California in a fucking Lamborghini, and bro, you ain't doing that. You know, that's a rental, nigga. Like,
It's sad, but it's just
and
reality.
that like people don't understand, but that drives people to depression. That drives people to doing stupid shit. So it's like,
yeah.
That's when I decided I was like, I'm cool on this shit. Like,
what you think is your purpose in life, bro?
Damn, you hit me. I was not expecting you to go there. Goddamn. Fuck.
I love to hear people with those questions though. Like,
nah, it's fine. I think my purpose is probably to inspire, make people laugh. I feel like generally, people always say I'm funny. I make people laugh. All right, bet. So I've taken on that role. And then I want to help people help themselves. I feel like that's my purpose: help people help themselves, put people in a better position to be them best selves. And I don't know what way. So like maybe the podcast, maybe it'll grow from somewhere. But that's basically what it is. I feel like that's my purpose. And
I would say expression, bro. If I can take anything from what I've learned from you, is like learning to express yourself. Like it makes me a better podcaster watching your podcast just because of the way you like express yourself. So that's definitely
exactly what I'm saying. Though. Like that's why I knew my purpose when I started doing the podcast stuff. How much people started fucking with it, and like how much I started really loving it. Like y'all know y'all can relate. Y'all come in this bitch excited to record. Like it gives you a certain feeling you can't explain. Like a little kid. I'm like, damn, this shit fun. So I feel like that's when I found my purpose. When I found podcasting. Really, that's when I started kind of connecting the dots. Like maybe this was meant for me. Like this whole podcast and talking to people, talking my shit, interviewing people, just doing stuff. Like maybe it's all was meant to be. You know what I mean? Didn't even know it, but. Just what I've been doing it for 3 years now. It's 3 years ago I found that purpose, and then now I'm here trying to figure out what to do next and how to grow it and how to make it bigger than what it is.
So do you feel like that's your like overall happiness when it comes to like happiness and shit?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten to that point. I mean, like I said, I really want to grow, make a brand and a platform for people. Just so I can do a bunch of things. Like I want to have a mental health foundation. I want to do a clothing line. I want to do so much shit, but I got to start with this first.
You do.
Exactly.
You do have that. There's a clothing brand right there.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And then as far as the mental health, you have a whole, how many episodes with Dr. West?
I think it was like 30, 25.
Okay,
30.
so 30 episodes with a mind. Like you're already doing it, bro.
Yeah. No, but I was thinking about that bowl of dicks thing. Me telling people to eat a bowl of dicks. Like a lot of people saying stuff, but I'm like, what if I put a bowl of dicks on a shirt? I don't know why I was thinking that shit. I was thinking that shit.
I'm not buying that shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
But I'm like, there's some people that would, and I'm like, that should be funny. Just like, should I be saying during the podcast talking shit? I'm like, what if I start putting it on T-shirts? Then you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, that alone, brother. That's what I'm saying. The Alexander Taylor show with the like, that's a clean shirt. I'd wear that shit. You know?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'll think of like, I know y'all like you did that music video for the Half Court Podcast. Just other ways to just do different avenues, but all connected. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all it all goes back to like focusing on one thing first and then branching out. Like branching out. That's what it really comes down to. Shit.
Yeah, bro, and just fucking whatever we can do to help the movement.
Oh God,
now that we're here, bro. Because I'm gonna talk shit again.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
The Half Court Podcast, Alexander Taylor Show. I mean, we're the most consistent motherfuckers in the city with the podcasting. That's all I gotta say. Like,
baby, you drunk? As SZA would say.
I'm telling you, I'm talking that shit. I'm talking that shit.
But yeah, bro, they say two people don't lie: babies and drunk people. So you speaking facts, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I do have to get a shout out to y'all. Might have him on here. My man Brandy Mays, the Shot of Brandy podcast. He's had. I went through his episodes.
Yeah. He's him too, bro. Shout out to him because, bro, he'll go to places like he'll travel to Tulsa, he'll travel to Chicago.
He was probably the first.
Yeah,
he is.
So
I call him OG. I told him I went on his podcast. Like
he's OG. He's OG.
So Mr. Brandy, maybe what you need is a young motherfucker on the team that's gonna like
marketing. I think what's like he's missing because he has a lot of content, bro. A shit ton of content.
I was gonna say, like, you go through his catalog. This nigga had JB on for his first episode. Then had Ray Russell
JB from the Northeast side.
Yeah. Then he
I'd love to have JB on. We had a Facebook debate.
Oh, you and JB did?
Yeah, me and JB did.
Really? About what?
Yes. I got angry because one day I woke up and he made a long post about Kongs, like how Kongs was racist and
the bar.
Yes. So I woke up and I'm reading this and I'm like,
I fucks with Kongs.
I was
Me too.
This is what I said. I said, imagine being the hottest rapper in the city, and then you wake up in the morning and you write a post about how Kongs mistreated you. Like, Go sign some autographs, nigga. What the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're tripping on Kongs. If you don't like Kongs, go make your own bar. Or go to the bar that they like you at. Go to Pink Parrot. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Kongs and I know they're being racist and hateful, I'm going to go to Pink Parrot. And,
you got options, bud.
Yeah. Don't cry online.
So I don't no JB interviews.
No. We can have JB on, but we're gonna have to talk about that first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No hate towards JB. I'm just telling you, like, every time I seen JB, he's crying on the news about somebody stole from him or something. So it's like,
yeah. But yeah, I salute to those people, man. Like Shout Out Brady podcast. I mean, they're just helping the community. He's helping the culture and shit. So like, like if anything, that's like marketing, because I feel like he needs like to get his shit out even more. Like put it out in different platforms and like, yeah, man. It's
but I'll go to his catalog. I'm not lying. That motherfucker's had every single human being you could think of from the city on. I'm like, damn, he's been doing it like a little bit longer than me too, like 4 years.
Yeah.
So when I need some advice for real shit, like I'll go talk to him because he really connected a lot, knows a lot of people and shit. And I'm like, damn, nigga, you really connected.
He's one of those guys that is like, he has so many connections that
we gotta have him on.
That he doesn't need he didn't have to be a podcaster to get the people on. Like, he probably built those relationships before, which
that's
was
what
like,
he told me,
like with the half court, that's basically what it was. Like, if it wasn't for the relationships I built years before, like, we wouldn't have had Dougie on, we wouldn't have had George on, we wouldn't have, like, a lot of people, bro. So it's crazy that this podcasting shit is like we go back to the whole celebrities starting podcasts. That's why, bro, because they know they have. Yeah, they can call up Jamie Foxx. Yeah. Hey, you want to come to the podcast? You know, and Jamie Foxx is gonna pull up.
And now I think that's been my issue because, like I remember saying that when you first came on, I'm like, y'all had equipment, like y'all had the cameras, y'all had connections, like y'all had kind of name out here in the streets a little bit, and then y'all did the podcast and even made it more. But I'm like, I'm fucking a nobody trying to make this. You know what I mean?
That it was it might have looked like a W to a lot of people, but they didn't see all the L's that I had took to be able to bring all these people
and
on.
Even me, bro.
Like, they don't see the fucking free events that I had to go shoot. Yeah. So J Po could come on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? They didn't see all the fucking things that N7 and me went through, so he could come in the podcast. Alex Saucedo, like, they didn't see that this nigga used to punch me in the face when we used to spar. He came on the podcast. You know, that's shit that people don't see. That was a lot of L's that I had to take for this podcast to have W's. So it's like, right now for you, the way I see it, bro, is like within the next year, 2 years, you're going to be like, I don't even know how I made all these relationships. And it's going to be off of the Alexander Taylor show. And you're not even going to know it, you know?
But that's why I said earlier, I don't know my direction of my show because, like, I really like doing shit by myself. But in order to grow the show, I need to have people on. I need to make connections. But I really enjoy just.
I mean, you're doing it. Because you'll do a couple of them by yourself, and then you'll have guests. And I think that's good. That's a good way.
To be honest, I feel like that's a route that we need to take sometimes. Like, me and you just have topics,
talk our shit,
talk
and
shit.
Yeah,
because I get tired of having guests. Like, I love you guys, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I say it all the time. Fuck all you niggas. Like, I don't want to talk to you. But in order to grow this shit, y'all have to come on here. Like, I'll fuck.
So
with you.
it's like
no cap, Alex. That's what we're gonna call him. No cap, Alex.
But like, it's easier too to make like clips and shit because like you have an idea what you're gonna talk about, and it's easier to get more exposure. Like, I did a clip. About
I get a lot of brain
farts,
bro. That's my thing though. Like sometimes
the Joe Budden one. That's the one that I seen you.
I did a clip on that. It got like 100 some views, like some comments. I'm like, that's what I want. People that not local, that don't know me. Just
but you strategize on that though. That's when you did a great job on cutting the clip, the title, so that like
exactly.
that.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all came in here and y'all said we're gonna talk about these specific topics, y'all gonna already know the clips. Y'all already gonna know what to do. And
bro, that's why I want to have you. Like, I've been telling him, I'm like, bro, I want to have Alex as a regular because I feel like we can. Build, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can talk
I got like probably a handful of like regulars, bro. That's like, bro, fuck a guest. Let's go.
Like, I'm tired of guests.
Yeah, like it does get a little exhausting just because we got to do our research and we got
like you said, bro, you don't want to say some shit that's gonna like hurt them or.
Yeah, you got to be careful too. It's exactly. So it's
with us, we're a bunch of nobody ass niggas, so we can.
Y'all better than me. See, like y'all do research. I don't. Like a part of me don't give a fuck.
Sometimes, bro, like AB will do the research because sometimes I'm like, I'll just ask him on the spot and learn.
I was watching videos on that shit, bro, and as a journalist, it's disrespectful to not do your research on the person.
True.
Because that person is given their time. They could die when they leave your house. And when they came to your show, like you weren't even kind enough to go look at their fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
That's why with Darwin, sometimes he'll be like, "Who is he?" When I send him and I'm like, "Nigga, go look at the fucking," you know, that's
Like,
why I'm sending you to
give me
you.
a head start.
Like, you want me to give you a fucking paragraph on their like history and what they did?
Well, like when people ask me to come on my show, I'm just like if I want them to come on, I'll do research because I'm asking them. But when they ask to come on my shit, just out of nothing, like they just, can I come on? I want to be like, who the fuck are you to come on? I don't know you. But I'll just
what do you have to
come on
offer?
then.
Then don't have them
come on,
bitch
show
ass
up
niggas
and I'll talk
on.
to
I'm
you.
sorry.
No, I feel you, but I've had people come be great episodes to talk and do whatever. Like my best episodes have been people I barely knew and they just
Because
come
I
talk.
honestly
I'm
don't
fuck
like
it.
that, bro. Like I don't like coming in having guests and I don't know anything about them. Like,
I like to have an idea. But I do like sometimes wing it where it's like,
and I did that shit a lot of episodes where I went whatever, and I didn't. At the end, I was like, those awkward pauses where it's like, yeah, that's crazy, man. You can't even think of a question. That's why you're just.
I get a lot of brain farts.
Some
but
great combos
fuck it.
come out of not knowing people too, though. Sometimes, like not knowing the motherfucker and just talking, some random spark. What happened? And y'all start talking and it won't stop. I've had I ain't gonna lie. When I had Zay on, I didn't know what the fuck is about to happen. I was like, this motherfucker.
You're like, I didn't even watch that little nigga's podcast. Y'all shit.
I actually watched it because I was like, I don't know this. Like, he's a fucking kid.
Yes.
But he came on and he knew how to fucking talk. He could respond to everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck.
And we were on the same boat, bro. We were on the same boat with him, and we're like, we know he has a book, but what else? So it's like, in my head, I'm like, all right. So I'm just gonna like his story.
Even to Isaac, like he's a little nigga, and I had enough respect to be like, okay, he's gonna come on our show. Let me read his book. Because how fucked up is that? Mm-hmm. You're coming to our show because you're an author, and I didn't even read your book. If I was an author and I came into your show and you didn't read my book, I'd be like, fuck you, nigga. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So like, he did a good job. So like, Izzy, if you're watching this, bro, just get a little season. We're gonna get you back in this bitch. But
I'm sorry to say, but he do need to get some pussy. I'm sorry. He do need to get some pussy.
Bro, he's probably focused. Like he's like,
no,
fuck.
he is focused. But
He's
I'm
like,
asking him.
fuck the vagina, man.
I asked him. I said, you kick it with your friends? He's like, no. I'm like, nigga, go get your dick sucked or something, bro.
But man, what if he does and then we lose him?
It's one of those.
Like it gets so good to where he's like, man, fuck this.
I'd rather be 16 and like that. I'd rather when I was 16-year-old like that instead of out here getting pussy. So I respect it. But I'm just saying.
The pussy will make you lose your mind.
It will.
Imagine,
that's all
bro,
you're
like,
thinking about.
So like, let's give him the benefit of the doubt because he's doing his shit, right?
He's doing his shit. Great.
So
job.
imagine if he sacrifices that right now, but then like in his 22, he's fucking made it. So he's getting more pussy than ever. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I look at it too.
Yeah.
Cause I was sitting there thinking, like, trying to ask him, like, you kick it with your friends, you do this, and then they're like, no, I ain't got time. I'm like, damn, nigga. But
He's laser.
I respect it. I respect it because by the time he's my age, that motherfucker might be surpassed. He about the second book just dropped.
Bro, at 16, bro, I was playing video games, eating Doritos, and fucking masturbating and shit.
I'm telling you, there's gonna be a movie about that little nigga one day.
So
it's gonna be
like,
insane. He got the clothing brand and shit. Like,
bro. You gonna have who next?
Oh, next you talking about podcast?
Yeah,
Solo Deuce.
Solo. That's my guy too, bro. That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
He's out here doing shit too, man. So them youngsters, bro, they got it. I think one thing they have over us, bro, is that like at least him and Isaiah, like, is that mentality of like, I'm gonna go get this shit early. Like I ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm young, I'm gonna fuck around, and like I'm gonna get this shit early. So I see a lot of potential in both of them, and that should be a good one, man.
They too respectable, you know what I mean? I'll tell you that much. Because 16, I was being a fucking maniac to the society. I was not contributing to shit.
Bro, I tell you, bro, like I wasn't doing shit, bro. I did have a good childhood, don't get me wrong. Like I would not change that shit for nothing, bro. Like shit, riding bikes with the homies and shit. Going to their house to play like Xbox instead of like online shit that they doing now, you know what I'm saying? They're doing that online shit. Most of the games don't have split screens anymore. So like when you had to play Call of Duty and shit, like that shit was like the experience. Like, let me go to your house and like I'll bring my controller and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. So it's like, I was doing all that fuck shit, man.
It's better than me. I was 16 years old. We're here about fucking girls raw and just having fun. That's all I was worried about.
Yeah, like
it ain't the life. I didn't give a fuck.
We're talking about what are we talking about?
Like childhood, like that Izzy and Solo, they have a good like that they're sacrificing the pussy now to get it later because like Izzy is like laser focused.
I think Solo's been I think Solo was in that thing before. He looks like a little motherfucker.
But like,
let's stop talking. Let's stop saying pussy. We'll say distractions. They're not like
on me.
Let's stop
Well, I would say I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think as the great Lil Wayne said it back in, I don't know, maybe 2006, pussy, money, weed.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie.
that moves the world.
I mean, bro, if you're not, I'm gonna put it like this: if you ain't getting pussy, if you ain't getting money, and if you don't got no weed, that's a stressful life.
Yeah.
For especially if it's a motherfucker that's used to getting pussy, used to getting money, like used to smoking weed. If you don't have it, that's dangerous. I think that's how school shooters come about and shit like that.
I don't know about school shooters. School shooters are something different, bro. Like, I don't even know.
I guess the frustration is what I'm saying. Like, bro, you ain't getting no pussy, no money, or no weed. Like,
good thing Isaiah writing books and shit. Solo do music, right? He does
music. He does music. So yeah, man, they got it, bro. I'll give them.
They definitely.
In 5 years, them boys are gonna be on some different.
Just imagine
shit.
us 16 years old doing podcast interviews. Who knew what the fuck we'd be talking about? Like
at 16.
At 16,
you like Izzy's already like 4th, 5th interview that he's done already. Like at 16, I wasn't worried about that shit.
Them niggas 16. Is. How old is Solo?
Nigga, at 16, Solo's I was like making money getting pussy.
20.
That's what I'm saying though. 16.
So, I was working. Yeah, I was
shooting quinceañeras and weddings, and then I got
my
girl.
First,
so I was getting money and getting pussy, and I started smoking weed at 16 because I worked at Brahms. I remember. Shout out to Misty. She introduced me to the devil's lettuce.
The blunt. Yeah. So I was working. I had my first job.
So that's crazy to think about that. At 16, I was getting pussy, money, and weed.
Hey. See, 16. Yeah, I was.
That's probably why I'm 26 and I ain't shit.
Izzy out here on his like 6th interview. I'm like, damn, I need to do more with my life. I know.
Yeah, bro.
Shit's insane.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, them youngsters now they got the internet, bro. So like, if you take advantage of the internet, that shall take you to.
I think that's a
mentality.
It's a pro and a con, though.
Yeah, it's how you take it however you want.
That's
some people procrastinate.
I want to see like people that are really good at networking online. I want to see how they act in real life.
You can take it
like
as
you,
is.
like for example, you. I know you can socialize in public.
Yeah.
Like, are you good at socializing in public? Like, let's say right now you had a meet and greet and you had 1,000 motherfuckers waiting for you.
It depends. That's a hard question because I feel like for anyone, there's multiple.
Well, see,
like we're all multifaceted. Like I'm on one episode cussing somebody out, and then you can go let's do therapy. I'm talking about mental health, so it's like I don't know what part of me is gonna show up that day.
So see, that's the thing. That's probably why me and you can relate because we're very spontaneous and like.
Yeah.
Darwin is very like let's say we had a meet and greet. And
this nigga will probably fight with 5 of them. I have to calm his ass down because it's, you know what I'm saying?
I'll probably be like, fuck that. Like, bro, just, can you handle the next 100 people? And then Darwin would probably be like, yeah, bro, just go to sleep, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends what day it is. I'll be able to handle a meet and greet one day, but then another day I might not be able to do. I want to, like I said, one day I want to fucking have guests. The next day I'm like, fuck everyone. Don't ask me to come on the show. Like, I just have those days.
So you can never be an artist.
Would you say
like a rap artist?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
I'd be like, hey,
I would
Alex.
love to do meet and greets. Don't get me wrong. Do something like that in the future.
Do you think that people can read that on your podcast?
That I don't want them to have people on my show? I don't think so. Why? Have you watched that? I don't think so, no.
Like you don't think they can sense whenever you don't want to have them there? Like,
no, if I really don't, I wouldn't do the interview. But
right. That's what I don't feel like it's more of like if he like what you're probably saying is like if you wake up and you're like, I want to do a podcast, but I don't want to invite anybody, so I'm just gonna hop on and talk my shit.
Let me like if someone messages me right now and say, can I come on next week? I'm gonna say no. We need to schedule the week after because I'm doing one by myself because I need that time to cuss out somebody. That's what I mean. Okay. I'm not gonna wake up and I have a guest that day like fuck this person.
Right?
And you're still sitting there like
no.
Like what'd you say, bro?
No, I never had that. Now, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes some people have canceled. I'm like, thank God, because it would be that you having a bad day or something, or you know it's not gonna go right. And I'm like, oh fuck, thank you.
Bro, today I thought I was late, and then you were late, so I was like,
no,
so
you were late, motherfucker.
He told me 7:30.
You were late. I had to text Alex. Bro,
it's because, bro, we've been having them at 8 o'clock. So today I got home and I was like, I got home late, and then I was like, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna chill. No, I actually
and
didn't
then
get time for that.
this motherfucker sometimes takes his little naps and shit. So like, I gotta wake his ass up. Like, hey, bro, like, yeah.
Hey, yo, I fuck with the naps though. Niggas need
Bro,
naps.
you guys-
Right
Hey,
now,
people, they say that we do need to nap. Like, if we get the
And you
chance.
gotta think about it, bro. Like I'm in a shop where I'm dealing with like saws and like.
sound and shit all day.
Well, I do carpentry during the day, so like I'm cutting shit. I'm fucking measuring things. So like literally in carpentry, if you're off a 1/16 of an inch,
that can fuck up the whole
that's
thing.
it. Like you gotta go recut the fucking wood. So it's like a very focused thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're mentally exhausted. You want to go home?
Hell yeah, bro. Like
Mentally and physically.
so, like when I get home, I'll just lay down and my brain is already just
Yeah.
But yeah, we do need those naps. I thought it was like the naps is fuck that shit, but sometimes we do need that shit because that's
like
what.
today I didn't get to take a nap, but I took
Yeah.
a good shit and I was just thinking about.
My favorite time of the day, bro, is when I lay in my bed, bro. And it's like it's the end of the day, like shit, like I'm laying in that bed. I'm like, all right, time to fucking reset to start this shit again tomorrow. You know, the hustle and shit. Like I'm already mapping out my day for tomorrow. Like waking up and going about like a day off without having no plans. It's like that's it's a
I
no
like
go.
those days though.
Bro, I got 9 days of that shit. I'm on vacation right now.
You on vacay?
Yeah, I'm on vacation right now.
Yeah.
I'm my own boss. So if I want to quit my job tomorrow, I'll quit my job tomorrow. God damn it, we sipping.
Hey, can
Happy
y'all-
birthday
so-
to my guy Foul, man.
For
It's
real.
like since y'all produce podcasts, when y'all watch other people's podcasts, can you just watch them like normal, or do you always? Because like I'll be watching them and I'm always like start thinking shit like.
The
wonder what
only
equipment
show
they're
I
using
watch
or,
is
like-
the Star Report, bro. I'm gonna put it that
Oh,
way.
really? Mhm.
The only
I watch the Joe Rogan.
I stopped
Sometimes
watching Joe
the good
I
thing
get,
about Spotify
I get
is-
annoyed at Joe Rogan because I feel like he thinks he knows it all.
Oh no, he definitely got to that
So you
point.
criticize. You criticize whenever you watch someone else's talent.
Well,
That's what I'm asking.
the
No, I'm
only
saying 'cause,
person
like,
I
when you
don't
watch-
is Star because he's so objective.
But his is different. Like I wouldn't even call his shit a podcast. I'll call his shit like a show
show,
because it's
yeah.
like it's different. It's
I
not-
like. I've been fucking with the Mike Tyson one because I feel like that one's like real uncut, and Mike Tyson don't give a fuck.
I don't watch the whole thing, bro.
Like if you
want
want to talk shit, Mike Tyson's gonna knock you out.
You
Nigga,
guys say
so.
at certain points.
my ADHD is too bad.
Would you guys say at certain points the Breakfast Club is like a podcast instead of radio?
Hell nah. They're radio.
There's radio.
Yeah, they're radio.
You got a podcast? I would say is like
They're controlled too.
Joe
like,
Budden. That's a podcast, which I don't really. I don't watch too much because I feel like Joe Budden, the Joe Budden podcast. I feel like Joe Budden isn't authentic no more. Like
A lot of people been feeling like that lately.
you know what I'm saying? He's just there because he has to, and then when he has to. Oh no, nigga! Oh no, nigga! Like he'll come up with that, but he'll just do it out of like
Just trying to be
that's
entertaining.
that's what people expect from him. It's not that
He's actually mad about it or something.
he's not really
I get
mad no
what you're
more.
saying,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, oh no, you know, but he's not. He's like, bro, chill.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the aspect like I know you probably watch other people's music videos and you probably just thinking shit, not even trying to, but you may watch it like, oh, that angle or that edit or something.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
with
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with the edits, I do that a lot.
Yeah, because like when I watch podcasts now, I can't just watch them or listen to them. I'm like, oh, this audio sound off.
Oh,
This
yeah.
nigga micro, just some random shit.
Beat, bro, because I make beats. Anytime I listen to a beat, doesn't matter who the fuck it is, locally or mainstream,
Yeah.
I'm like, that goes hard or that's weak as fuck. I want from this shit different. I mean, so I know where you're coming from, bro.
Yeah.
I have the
Okay,
issue
so-
with listening to music now. Like I can hear when shit ain't mixed right. Because doing the
Yeah.
podcast stuff, I can hear audio levels. Yeah,
You get more into depth with how audio sounds and shit.
yeah, I can hear that.
Bro,
I'm like,
and
that
that
shit
shit
ain't
right
mixed
there,
right.
people think that you're being a hater because I've gotten that so many times where I'm like, bro, your shit don't. Darwin, when he came to me for the first time for the video on the HCP freestyle, I was like, bro, I fuck with the lyrics, but the recording is not.
Oh
good,
no, yeah,
bro.
no, and I just took it because I mean I didn't record that shit.
Like it's
but
constructed.
like,
Yeah, it's not your fault. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? But
so
I'm
it's
being
like-
honest. Like,
but like-
I've done a lot of videos and
and that's the reason why
like,
I
this
went.
shit doesn't sound good, bro.
I got a couple of opinions, and you got the yes mans, and I was like, nah, I know somebody's gonna tell me how it is. AV, listen to this shit.
And-
that shit sounds like no, it's not it.
Because that's just like with our podcast, bro. Like people tell us, as much as I want to say fuck you when people are like, just little comments.
Like AV,
Or even
shut the hell
Darwin,
up.
he's like, oh, you interrupted me, motherfucker. Like sometimes I'm like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'll interrupt you if I want to. But I got to think about it. And I'm like, that's like, nah, that might not be good. Like people might just get annoyed at me because I'm like interrupting every
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
you know? I don't give a fuck. but other people.
It's more, it's more of like, I mean, we both are in the same boat. I interrupt just as much as you, so it's like, I'm making a compilation though on your interruption. yours.
Watch that bitch go viral too.
Boy, everybody's been, bro. Everybody. Every time I post one on the Snap, bro, everybody's like, bro, you should make a compilation. So.
Have you guys thought about making like a TikTok, bro, or just like little behind the scene or a compilation?
Well, I got the TikTok, but it's more of clips and shit. TikTok is so fucking weird, bro. Like,
really?
Yeah,
I mean that now, bro. That's like the easiest like platform to go kind of viral on, bro.
I'm trying to certain videos.
We are looking for an intern, but the way our bank account is set up,
you gotta do this shit for free.
hit that cash app, and we'll be able to bring in a little intern.
Well, let me say this much: the TikTok, the podcasts that go viral on TikTok, they're usually doing like pop culture shit. So they're like talking about
bro,
bullshit, Kardashian
huh?
or something,
bro.
like something.
Bro, last time
shit.
he sent me some clips of some weird ass motherfuckers.
Hey, bro, I got hooked on them. Like I've been watching their shit, bro.
Who is it?
I don't
It's probably not your shit.
All I'm saying is our desk is way cleaner.
No. I'm not talking about that.
Is it a white kid?
No, it's a Philippine and two Philippines. Bro, they cool, bro. Like I sent it to AV.
Them niggas must be paying for their views or something.
No, I don't know if you ever seen it.
Let me tell you.
They talk and there's a green screen behind them.
No. This is not. No.
Okay.
This is just like two people just talking about
bullshit, bro.
But it's
like what relationships.
Bro, I'm gonna send you.
All I'm saying is I'm not doing that.
Bro, you're different.
I'm not doing
your
that.
shit. Like I can send you like pop culture shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know the shit
I'm not
you like.
sitting there and talking about aliens for 2 hours.
Like
crazy.
Exactly,
bro. Because we don't know. No, because there's no answer.
But that's you. That's one mind.
Why the fuck would I sit
one
here
mind.
and argue about some shit that there's no answer to?
Right.
Well, I think that's what makes it entertaining. Is a throwing the idea out there.
I don't do that.
I support that.
Look. I sent it to AV. My whole point, like he's over here digging into deeper shit. I'm like, bro. These kids started the podcast in November of this year and have 100K subscribers on YouTube, and their TikTok has 3 million, right? The reason why is because of TikTok.
You'd be amazed.
That's my whole thing.
You'd be amazed.
All I'm saying is I'm not gonna come and do a podcast on.
I never said let's talk about aliens all like and switch up shit. Like once in a while I do want to talk about conspiracies and shit like that, but my whole thing is like, bro, how can we use their strategy and see what we can add to it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's that's why I sent you that shit. But in the mix of sending you that shit, I got hooked with their podcast. I think they're good.
I think like that,
in my opinion. But that's what I like.
As a viewer of podcast, it's like your topic. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of the podcasts you guys talk about, it's all about like hip hop culture. So whenever someone like talks about CIA conspiracies, conspiracies, I'm hooked because I'm a nerd about that shit, bro. And I'll be a fan. I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one to fan to that shit.
Yeah. So look, on one episode they talk about dinosaurs having feathers. At a certain point, dinosaurs had feathers. You might not give a fuck. Fine. But I'm like, oh really?
That's goofy.
It's goofy to you. That's fine.
But
I respect that.
You gotta look at aspect of. You
I'm
don't
just-
give a
Whenever,
fuck.
I'm gonna just say like this: whenever y'all want to have a half-court podcast about dinosaurs having feathers, keep me the fuck out of that
Well,
one.
no, I was gonna say
That's
like
fine.
you gotta think you don't give a fuck, but you gotta also like from his standpoint, 1 million people give a fuck though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
There
Like,
might be 1 million
okay,
people that
so
don't give a fuck.
Well, see, this is how I look at it though. If I don't give a fuck about it, I don't give a fuck if 1 million people care about it. I don't care about it. So,
But that's fine. But that's what keeps the diversity. Because
so that's what I'm saying.
If somebody comes and talks to me about it, I'm like, all right,
point,
what do you know?
At that point, if
I'm open to that shit.
Hold up. If at that point, if I don't care about it, I'm not gonna sit behind this chair and act like I care about it.
Exactly.
So at that point, it's
And
like
you've done a great job about it.
Like when those episodes come along. You could do those by yourself or bring somebody that cares about that shit.
No.
Because I don't give a fuck about that
That's
shit.
fine, but
that
that
could
you
even be.
But that's but on the episode we had Saul the first time, we talked about a lot of shit that had nothing to do about our podcast. But guess what? You learned a lot of shit. Didn't you learn the Mandela effect? The fucking that Bolivia is the highest city.
But I'm not gonna sit there and talk about this shit for the whole podcast. We might talk about it for a little bit, and I might be like, "Oh wow!"
Well, we
bro.
touched on probably 4 conspiracies. It lasted about a good 40 minutes. But that's
You're
fine.
more so like culture, hip hop.
Exactly.
I
That's
don't give
fine.
a fuck about no conspiracy theories.
So if they talk about something that maybe I don't like or whatever, like I'm gonna listen to it still, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna stay quiet, which is kind of hard. Like,
Well, that's the thing though. Like, I will stay quiet, but it'll come to a certain point where I'm like, I'm not about to go to this fucking podcast. All we talking about is bullshit. Like,
see, to you it's bullshit. Not.
Well, to me, conspiracy theories and all that is bullshit because there's no real answer to it. So all we doing is like you said, we're just talking shit. We're just, oh, well, this could have happened or this could have happened. No, like drop down the facts, my nigga. Drop down the facts.
But then
of what
it
really
is not
happened.
a conspiracy.
And then at that point, is
that's the whole point of
why
conspiracy.
are we even talking about it?
What I like about it,
Like,
Marvin, and I support this. It's like it makes you kind of like elevate your mind, bro. You ask
exactly.
Bubblegum bullshit. Bubblegum bullshit.
Conversation, bro. There's dialogue to it.
Exactly.
There's a lot more dialogue to it, bro.
You're
Don't get me wrong, bro. I love the hip hop straight to the fact. Let me put this artist on the spot. I love that shit too, bro.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
I'm
Like
a nerd in this.
I just don't like. I
Yeah.
don't like the. I
That's-
don't like hypotheticals. I don't like conspiracy
So
theories.
you're like, you think Tupac dead?
What was that?
You think Tupac is dead?
I don't give a fuck. I don't
No,
think.
but I'm mad.
I don't think about it. I don't think
I'm
about.
just-
I'm not sitting here thinking about. Oh, is Tupac dead or alive? No, nigga. I'm trying to get some money. Hit that Cash App.
fuck you, baby. This nigga, bro. Like, but yeah, like I said, I like having all kinds of conversations.
So even when you smoke weed, you don't have no thoughts of like, why am I here? Why does the universe exist? Like you don't have no thoughts of.
that
I
shit is
do have
fun.
thoughts on it,
I'm
bro.
just curious,
but
'cause
like Kasky said, words are just words, and thoughts are just thoughts. Like it doesn't matter what I think. It's.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what makes it fun, though.
Yeah,
That's what
and that's my
hypothesizing.
point.
Well, to me, bro, it pisses me off, to be honest, because we don't have an answer, and we're like you said earlier with the whole bubble gum,
I feel like you're the factual.
like that bubblegum talk bullshit. I feel like conspiracy theories and all that. That's what it is, because we don't politics, all that. So that's why, like, a lot of times it's easier for me to. For example, like today, I'm having a blast with this show because we don't gotta fucking talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I can't do conspiracy theories.
So at
bro.
any point, with like COVID-19, you never thought anything outside of.
I did, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what.
Why doesn't it matter?
Because at the end of the day, niggas are still dying. Like, I can't do nothing about it. So why am I gonna talk about it?
I don't know.
What is my uneducated, ignorant ass opinion gonna really bring to the table? Nothing other than bubblegum bullshit.
Are you gonna start using that word now?
Yeah, I like it.
Bubblegum shit.
No bubblegum bullshit.
I
No,
need.
that
That's what I'm
was
saying.
Alex.
Shit like that. I need to put on a fucking
like it.
shirt.
Yeah.
Bubblegum shit. Bowl of dicks. Yeah.
Bro, that shit was
Think about
hilarious.
just think about the
It's
crazy
like
shit.
like
Yeah,
the whole
anyways.
Chatty Patty.
Yeah, when he first said that shit. Yeah.
Chatty
Yeah.
Patty, man. Like, I don't like that shit.
But anyways, that was my whole point with that. Like, it was more of research. The podcast Jumpers Jump, and I ended up liking their shit. Like, they talk about interesting shit. Like,
What did you learn from it?
what?
What did you learn from it?
Well, one, actually, dinosaurs apparently had feathers. Now, cool.
Okay,
right?
apparently.
Cool.
So
like,
it's
look,
not a fact. It's just this nigga said that the dinosaurs might have feathers.
that's one of the theories. But I'm like, all right, I look back and I'd be like, cool, whatever. They have feathers, whatever.
So you wasted time of your life just on some shit that might be true. Like, are you really?
What did you learn?
You really sat there.
So
You
what
really
is-
sat there and
so
thought
when you
about.
watch Star, what do you learn from him?
There's a lot of shit you can learn from him.
Like
you can
what?
Learn about.
What have you learned from an episode?
Okay, so
you have to think about it.
I would say the objective hater. That's a big thing. Objectively thinking about everything, doing research, not just
Come on, boy.
saying stupid shit like pissing
Come on,
on.
Okay, well, hold on.
envies.
So to go into your point, then what Star is doing is essentially what he's doing. We're talking about is conspiracy. I mean, he's asking people their opinion on shit, but their opinion don't fucking matter.
Exactly. It's an
but
opinion
it's
at the end of the day.
It's the thought process is what's fun and interesting. Like
But
Exactly.
it's
You really-
research. It's research. It's not just
No,
like
it's-
it's not just two niggas talking like they know what the fuck is going on. Like, bro, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You're just sitting there. He makes it clear that it's a research show.
But
He says it's a research tonight. It's not just like we're talking and we're like talking about this theory, and it's like, bro, you didn't even do no research. Like the last time we had a conspiracy theory show, you didn't do no research on none of the shit we talked about. I didn't do no research on the shit we talked about. So to me, that is bubblegum bullshit. We're just talking shit. We're just
Well, I did-
That's fine. That's fine. We can do that, but I'm not a big fan of it.
I did
I'd
do
rather
some
sit
research,
here and
bro.
talk to a guy like Alex and be like, how did you build your podcast, bro? I don't want to hear no shit about no aliens or no Mars or no shit that we ain't seen. Like, that's just
But
me.
it still ties back to the same shit. At the end of the day, it ties back to the same shit. Like, Star can do some research, but at the end of the day, that's research that it's his opinion that
research is not an opinion, bro. Research is research. Niggas talking conspiracy theories is opinions. So research is niggas actually going online looking for articles and this happened in 1999, so this is what we're doing, and then and he makes sure that he.
Can I put an objection real quick?
Yeah.
So with the hip hop culture, bro, there's a lot of mushy-mashy bullshit. Not to discredit what you're saying, because what you're saying is true. Research it in the fact of the time that you're saying it in the context, it is true.
Yeah.
However, Star could be getting it from a bullshit resource.
Exactly. That's my whole point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
but anytime Star.
But it's research, and he's putting
but
a source.
There's a lot of sources.
He's giving you a source.
There's a lot of sources that are full of shit.
Like Wikipedia, bro, and on there, if I'm not mistaken, you can like drop some money on there and like edit that shit, right, bro?
Yeah, you can.
You know what I'm saying? So like, Wikipedia is by far the worst place to sit there and get your information from. So like, not to discredit what you're saying, because what you're saying is true. That's research. That's the prime definition of research. However, of a nigga like Star, bro's gonna sit there and like look up at
like look, this is all I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit there and listen to two motherfuckers that work at a regular ass job talking about some conspiracy theories. Like, nigga, go back and sell some cell phones. Like, that's how I'm looking at it.
That's your opinion. That's what you do.
If you're a scientist, if you're a scientist and you work for the FBI and shit.
There's an audience for everything. Like, that's my whole point. Like, a million niggas might not like conspiracies, but there's a million niggas that do like that shit. There's a million niggas that like hip hop fucking shit.
Well, yeah, I guess like
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's an audience for everything.
I'm not gonna talk about some shit that I don't really know about and try to get clickbait on it.
I've learned a lot from shit. Just like the Mandela effect. There's also a fucking.
Okay, so the Mandela effect. Since you're talking about the Mandela effect, next episode, let's actually do some research on the Mandela effect. Let's actually.
Well, that's the thing, bro. That's the reason why I bought.
Hold up. Let's actually read about the Mandela effect. Let's have some motherfuckers on that have contributed to the Mandela effect.
Like, it's really not
instead of just having some random ass motherfuckers just.
But no, it's not. Nah,
shit.
Bro, because they saw Reed's. His shit. That's the reason why I got him on the podcast. Like, it's not like, bro, people do their research. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point of this shit. Like, yeah, maybe when I had him on the podcast, I wasn't doing my research, but he'll be like, hey, look, bro, I was reading on this.
So you're just gonna believe it?
I mean, I'll take it as is.
Do you believe the Mandela effect, or you don't? Because I'm 100%.
I don't have enough education on it. I just had a nigga
from Verizon. But we put you on the spot that day, though. I put myself on the spot that day.
I guess what I'm saying, bro, is that if we're gonna do shit like that, we need to have people that actually know what they're talking about, not just people that are gonna act like they know what they're talking about because they read a book or they read. No, I want to know a nigga that actually did it. You know what I'm saying? Not just read about it.
Did what?
I guess that makes sense. But
actually was a part of how this Mandela effect came about. You know,
who would you go to?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do it if I'm not really gonna inform the people. If I'm just gonna give them some half-ass bullshit, I'd rather not do it. I'll still be here.
I mean, it's all at the end of the day. It's your opinion. I mean, I have my own opinion about shit. I mean, just whatever, you know.
I just don't fuck with conspiracy theories. And
I can tell.
I do to a certain degree, and like I said, I'm open to any conversation. That's not. I mean, I don't even think about what is something you don't like to talk about.
Don't come to me with that bullshit.
What is something you don't like to talk about?
I don't like talking about sports on my podcast.
I like talking about sports. See, I like talking about.
I like talking about sports.
A little bit. Like, we'll talk about a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
I can't do a whole episode.
Yeah.
Sportcast, in my opinion, as a viewer, I think they're boring as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, Doug?
Yeah, that's like.
You can honestly say it's like fucking doing a conspiracy. Like, you're saying LeBron James could be better than Michael Jordan. Like, you don't fucking know that. We just gotta. No, I'm not.
Exactly.
I like conspiracies though. I like that conversation.
We're gonna sit here and argue for an hour. But when it's like, bro, it's an opinion, nigga. What the fuck?
I like the conversation. Don't get me wrong. I like the conversation.
content for the viewers, and I got a kick out of this podcast in general, dog. I got a kick out of it, bro.
Exactly. But hey, somebody might come in the comments and say, fuck you, Jordan is better than LeBron.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck it, bro.
I like
Let
the
it
conversation.
Be. He took the time.
Yeah.
We took the time. We mentioned it right now. So fuck it, bro. That makes it fun. In my opinion, it makes it fun.
It does make it fun. I like the conversation. I'm just
you have
comparing
one,
it to that.
yeah, exactly. Like you have one superpower and it's to be focused. Somebody can be like, hey, just take an Adderall. Yeah. Fuck it. They took the time. You know what I'm saying? To just to tell
Easy
you like
now.
Like
Easy.
you know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing is like there's an audience for everything and there's a debate for everything. So it's like that makes it fun for me.
It just
like,
with sports, it's not mentally like stimulating enough for me to talk about
so
for
like
an hour.
I'm not gonna talk about sports for a whole entire podcast. I'm not gonna talk about conspiracy for a whole entire because we're switching it up and that's
and don't get me wrong, bro. I'll sit here and talk about conspiracy theories for 2 hours.
But we're not.
If it's a nigga that is actually
Educated.
yes, not just some person that
is that one
that fucking read a article or some shit. Like, bro, I could have done that. You know
but that's like, bro,
that's
never
goofy to me. Like,
but we never had a podcast like that though. We've had like different.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what
cool.
I don't want to
like.
have. That's what I don't want to have. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here and act like, oh, yeah, bro, yeah. No,
So you saying you want to talk to a nigga that's seen aliens?
Yes.
Not a nigga that just read an article about seeing
yes.
Never. But it makes it fun though. Like what? I mean, we had the aliens expert. He didn't know shit. He didn't know shit, bro. Like, fuck it, you know.
And it's cool. I control. You know what I'm saying? I control.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna sit here and be serious and be like, oh. This episode is brought to you by Fine Touch Painting, Limited Fencing, and then we're talking about some bullshit the whole time. Like,
I think something we're good at.
We're gonna talk about, like, on the Instagram. You see it, sharing life, real life experiences. That's what I'm focused on, is sharing real life real life experiences, so these young life motherfuckers can.
That's what's called half court.
Can actually go do what they want to do. So we're telling you, if you want to do a podcast, go get these microphones. Go do this. Like, I don't give a fuck about no aliens, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that why your podcast called Half Court?
No, it's basketball.
Oh. Fuck! I thought I believed him for a second.
No.
But that's good. I was like, oh,
and this is what it goes back to. Like,
that was good as fuck.
When I started this podcast, it was gonna be sports. But knowing myself,
that shit makes sense. Run with that. Like, I would run with that.
My half. Will you pass this line? Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So.
I think this is the first episode where we've had a heated debate, huh?
Yeah, it's about goddamn time. Yeah,
it's about goddamn time.
Exactly.
Because I'm tired of you being late and leaving all your goddamn beer in the studio.
God damn, bro. I tell you, sometimes I'm like, how the fuck do I have so much patience for AV?
Y'all gotta compromise. If you're gonna do that shit, then y'all gotta talk about conspiracies.
Like, it's a balance. Like,
it's because like you need me and I need you. That's why we fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Keeping it all.
Y'all
like,
need the
pause.
Yeah. Keeping it all the way 100. Like you do the editing, you do the technical shit. I make sure that we bring motherfuckers on that's gonna bring views on. So it's like. It's
a good duo. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if anyone ever asks y'all again, why are y'all the Half Court Podcast, run with that.
I'm gonna run with that shit, bro.
That shit was good. Shit, that's smart as fuck.
Yeah, so
we gotta wrap it up because these cameras are running out.
For real? What does it say?
No space on the memory card.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit. Alex, goddamn it, like almost 4 hours, bro. What the bro, I had fun. I'm not gonna lie. I had fucking fun.
I never did a podcast this long. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this shit up, man. So we out. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, man, record-breaking podcast. Thanks to my man Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Follow his show.
The Alexander Taylor Show on Instagram.
Yep, all the platforms. So we're gonna wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Cash App, you already know. Boop, boop, boop. Let's get it.
We out.
Yep.